Happy Friday, everybody. Another day, another great basketball take to give here on the panel. What's going on, fellas? We got a lot to talk about. You know, we had the NCAA March Madness, #1 overall pick, allegedly went crazy yesterday. We had some big games. Josh Giddey sent the Lakers packing with a half-court shot. I'm sure you guys want to unpack what happened in that last 12 seconds. Also, we had some blowouts as well as, some other things that are still being said in the media. But in the meantime, what's up, fellas? What do you guys want to start with? What's the most compelling thing on you guys' slate?
When you got an 18-point lead with 9.5 minutes, you got to close the game. It's that simple. I know that we live in a long ball era. I know that we live in an era where a lot of space needs to be covered, and we got great athletes who are fantastic scorers, but we also have really good defensive teams. And I know that 18 points can be covered quickly, but when you've developed that kind of lead and you found yourself in that position, you have to close the game out. You have to. And it starts with your defense. And I can't sit up here and praise LeBron James when he's great on defense and then not say anything when he's bad on defense. And he was bad last night on defense. And I feel like this is a trend that's been going on for the last couple of games. Last night, watching him ball watch in the fourth quarter, watching him miss assignments, watching him on ball, he was less than average. When you get late in the game, especially when it's a two-possession game, there's things that I don't want to do. Because 115 points, that's enough points to win the game. We had enough points to win that game. So don't give up threes. Don't trade threes for twos. Don't foul. Make free throws. Take care of the basketball. That's what you do at the end of the game. They didn't do any of those things. None of those things. And Austin Reeves was lucky enough to get him off the hook. But in the end, you know, it took a miracle shot from Josh Giddey. That game was 100% winnable. And it started in the fourth quarter when those guys were up 18 with 9.5 minutes. They did enough. They had enough done to win that game, and they didn't get it done.
They didn't have enough done to win the game. They lost the game.
They did.
Their defense has not been good.
No, it has not been.
They lost the game because of their defense. They also lost the game because the Bulls have had two of the best players in the Eastern Conference for the past 3 weeks.
Keep going.
And Kobe White and Josh Giddey. You know, I was not a Josh Giddey believer before the trade. I think this is very well known. I'm not a fan of how he used to play. I think a player that is a negative shooter historically, and also not a good defender historically. And then not fast, not athletic. That's just not my type of player, right? Typically, you need a very high IQ player. I'm not gonna lie to you. If the Thunder had this version of Josh Giddey,
they did, Swiper?
No, they didn't. No,
yes,
I'm saying
he just can't play his game alongside that team, alongside Shea. When Shea's better than you,
yeah, respectfully, he's a better player than he was last year.
I'm not. He probably did improve, but the point I'm making is a version of himself, and it could have been a lesser version. But this Josh Giddey was on the Thunder.
So Gerard, sometimes you get stuck in like, you know, certain things. I'm just like, I just don't think it's super useful for like the way you look at basketball, right? You know, some of this is Josh Giddey, like just even the last 20 games. I'm going off a sample size relative to Kobe White too, because I think Kobe White's been the linchpin behind this. He's averaging 21, 9, and 8, and a steal and a half a game. He's shooting 51, 48, 80 splits. Josh Giddey's never done that before. I think some of this is confidence, to your point. I think some of this is he's getting older, and so you figure out the game. But even Bron, prior to this stretch, I mean, he was having like a mostly mid-season until like maybe the halfway point or so. And a lot of Bulls fans were like, why do we give up Alex Caruso for this version of the player? And obviously shout out to Kenny. You know, Kenny even self-admitted yesterday that he's glad he was wrong about the Josh Giddey trade. Like, me too. And I think Arturas Karnisovas deserves a lot of credit because he obviously saw this, and none of us saw it. I didn't see it.
Don't say none of us. Don't say none of us.
I would say like most of the people that do this
used to was singing Josh Giddey's praises. Do you remember 2 years ago or 3 years ago when Josh Giddey averaged damn near 17 and 8? and 7 rebounds
but
or
you,
7
but you know,
assists.
numbers are not indicative of how well you're playing.
They're not, but I can look at Josh Giddey's game, and we talked about this up here plenty of times.
Ron, does he look at the basket? Does he look at the basket enough for you? Because that 25 he had, okay, 6, I think 9 of it came in them last like couple of seconds. So does he look at the basket? And I'm a Josh Giddey guy. I'm the one. I was talking about how the Bulls got their point guard, and Mars roasted me for it. Mars was not feeling that because he was talking that Alonzo Ball stuff. I was the one on record saying that the Bulls had their lead guard in Josh Giddey. But does he look at the basket enough for you, Ron? Because I do get worried about that. I saw him turn down a lot of open looks last night. A lot.
Yeah, I like the way Josh Giddey plays. I don't like when you have a point guard that's the ultimate facilitator. He's not looking to score. He scores when he has to, or he scores when he needs to. It's Rajon Rondo-esque.
That's not what we live though today, though, Ron. Like you in today's game at the lead guard spot.
Though.
Right, I do get that part. But Ron, in today's game at the lead guard spot, you cannot just be relegated as a scorer who scores when you need to.
No, off ball now too, like he didn't used to either. Like he's also just been better, and defensively he's been better. Yesterday he was guarding LeBron in ISO.
Right.
How many times? I mean, they were obviously like gapping, but how many times could you say that about Josh Giddey previously, Ron? He's just holding up better. Like he's making better decisions. And that's why I was shocked when he had that dumb floater he tried to shoot with the left hand, because that's not how Josh Giddey's been playing. Like he's a really good floater shooter. He has good touch around the rim. But look, man, like I got to give him real credit, bro, because LeBron, he spazzed out, and we got to definitely talk about LeBron, but whatever. But dude, Josh Giddey missed that layup or that floater chill, and that could have
game should have been over. Game should have been over. Game should have been over.
He kept working, and I love that stuff. Now you want to talk about something I love, Ox. If a player has multiple efforts, even after making mistakes, like that's somebody I can rock with. And for Josh to lock in defensively, to get the steal, and then Vooch making probably one of the most unheralded passes of the game last night on that swing that he had back to the corner. Who was that? Green in the corner? What was his name? You know what I'm talking about, Mark? The three before Kobe White hit him.
Was it not Patrick Williams?
Yeah, it was Patrick Williams.
Patrick Williams.
Yeah, Patrick Williams. That's right. It was Patrick Williams in the corner. And then just a great defensive play. And then Kobe White, who's been shooting the lights out. No hesitation, Ron. Pull, 3. But you know what? After that, I knew Austin Reeves was going to get the ball, man. Austin Reeves makes more sense closing in that situation than Luka and LeBron. And I think like Austin deserves respect for that too. Like he gets straight to his spot. He's very quick with the basketball. He's very decisive with his movement. But dude, but the same thing that we used to practice in high school, like they had a set that they're supposed to run in case you got 3 or 4 seconds left on the clock. And after a made shot, they don't panic. And then literally Josh Giddey inbounds the ball. He gets right to his spot and he just puts it up, man. I mean, just honestly, like it was a very, very good game. And really shout out to Arturas, because he got roasted for making the trade, and he looks like a genius right now.
Do they have enough to build?
When you came on, I was just hearing about Josh, and Josh Giddey's always been able to get downhill, get to the rack, get into the lane and stuff. Josh has been, I think he's finishing better from all over. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, shooting, whatever, off ball, but he's always been able to do these things. I think Josh has always been a pretty good basketball player. He's getting, I mean, you obviously get love when you make a game winner against the Lakers and whatnot. And the last time, I had the triple double, or almost had the quadruple double. I mean, but he's always been a really good basketball player.
I just felt like with him as a downhill guy, I feel like he is exactly what they need. The thing that I worry about with Josh Giddey, because we live in the day and age that we live in today, does he look at the basket outside of 15, 17 feet enough for them to be a legit contender at some point? Because I feel like they got their lead guard, but the question is does he shoot it well enough? And that's the thing that I worry about. Because I can tell you right now, we're watching him in terms of him getting downhill. We're watching him in terms of him making plays for other people. He could do that I feel like he could do that with the best of them. And with the size that he has, like last night, I feel like he was taking advantage of Austin Reeves.
I think he's smart enough though, too.
I do think he's smart enough, but I feel like
I think he played ball good enough.
But here's the thing, though, Ox. I feel like in the league that we play in today, the league that's played today, you can't be relegated to just being a distributor. You have to look at the basket more than you.
He does look at the basket though, Chill. I don't think he's a volume.
But that's not good basketball, though. for him to play outside of who he is and what he is in the 4 shots. He doesn't need to do that. Chill. And I know you keep saying this is the league we play in. Just because the Celtics shoot a bunch of threes and just because you got a bunch of guys running around able to score, that doesn't mean that that's who you have to be.
Right.
I just believe that that's not true. Josh Giddey, be who you are. Be the facilitator that you are. When it's time for you to score, you can score.
Right.
And on top of that, he's shooting it at 38% this year.
Well,
so
he's also Ron,
that he can knock it down.
Specifically, though, he's shooting 45% from the left corner, 39 from the right, and he's shooting right at that left wing spot, 41% from 3. So, like, man, he's above average to very good in 3 different spots on the court. Like, that's really good.
He can absolutely put the ball in the basket, y'all. I don't understand where that comes from. But y'all, I just think he's a smart enough player to where, you know, he can take advantage of certain things too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he has to turn into, and to Swiper's point, I didn't even know he was shooting it that well from those spots. But you know, just hearing that, you know, it's like, okay, well, we good then. But I don't know if he has to though. To be a volume shooter from anywhere.
But I'm not arguing that he has to be a volume shooter. But there's shots that you can't turn down because you have to be respectable.
Mm-hmm.
And to Swiper's point, sure, he's knocking down in the corner or he's knocking down at the break at 45%. I saw him turn down shots last night that if we're trying to get to the level of a contender, I have to be more. I have to be more of a shooter in that aspect.
Yeah, you talking about the Bulls?
Yeah, why are we jumping all the way there though, Chill? Like, I guess they're
this is our point guard of the future. This is our point guard of the future.
Yeah, but
right?
they're several years away from even like getting in those.
They might not but they might not ever get in being contender conversation. They might not ever get there. They ain't been there in like the last 15 years. So like
they don't have a superstar.
Point, that's
either.
their goal though. Like
I think they got their point guard.
I
think they got their point guard. I 100% believe that.
I mean, not necessarily. Josh Giddey is one bad year away from them saying, "Get your ass out of here." Like
that's anybody with you, though, Jordan. You say that with anybody. You say that with Jalen Green. You say that with Jalen Green.
Well, yeah, but I wasn't wrong. I just keep telling y'all, this is like y'all get stuck in the moment sometimes, and it's like, all right, let's look at how we process what could happen 2 years from now. Like, okay, 2 years from now, where will we be? 3 years from now, where will we be? What is the ceiling? Like, for you saying Josh Giddey taking on all these all these shots and looking at the goal, it's like, all right, well, where do you see him, Chill? Like, where do you see Josh Giddey being, like, the overall? Like, what is your ceiling for Josh Giddey? That would be my question.
I think that Josh Giddey, I think he could be a 19 to 22 a game guy. I do.
Yeah, that's fine for a number 2 option.
I think he could be that good, but he needs to look at the basket more.
But he's not their number 1 option though, Chill.
He doesn't have to be their number 1 option to be 19 to 22 a game, Swiper.
But why are you asking? I guess, but why does he need to be more? So if he's one of the best playmaking guards in the league and he's efficient and let's just assume he continues to get better defensively where he's more than serviceable.
Sure.
And Matas becomes what they want him to become. He is the one they want to become the superstar. So say he becomes like a version of Franz Wagner with even more handles, like
Josh Giddey
or Matas.
Okay,
yeah. I'm just saying, like, what if he gets to that point? Like,
sure.
And then they got Kobe White. I don't think someone's going to be there in the future. So, but if just assume they get like they continue to add to the roster. Vooch off the books this year, by the way, y'all.
No, he just signed an extension.
No, he just got what? How much? 2 years? A 2-year extension?
I think it's 3 years. Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what the exact numbers are.
Yes.
But they eventually get off of Vooch. Get another center too. Like, again, I don't know if they've got a contender in them, but I do know they have a playoff team in them. They're a playoff team right now.
I also think that Kobe White could be expendable too in the future.
That's why
he's making $12 million a year.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, so, like,
sure.
I think Josh Giddey could be like. It just all depends on where they fall in the draft. It all depends on what happens with them and Fred. Like, to me, they don't have any cornerstone guys. Maybe Matas for right now, but they don't have any cornerstone guy.
I think Giddey is a cornerstone guy.
I think he's about to get a max. He might get a max this summer though, near max.
Giddey is 100%.
I think he might not get 224, but he's probably gonna get 200. I can see him getting 200, 175.
Man, that would be a badass contract.
But if they get him at the floor though,
22 years old.
That's a badass contract.
I'm not sleeping on him.
Y'all
I'm not.
want these big, shiny, flashy point guards that can come and give you 40 a night and
No,
all
I'm
of
not
that.
saying
Man,
that.
I want a point guard.
I'm
I
not
want
saying
a
that.
point guard. I want somebody who is going
And that's
to
who
be
he
an elite
is.
passer,
All I'm
an
asking
elite
is-
Ron, what if the
playmaker,
wait,
somebody
Mars,
that's
Mars,
going to get my team involved.
Rookie max extension.
Ron,
chill,
all
no,
I'm
Mars, what if the Suns had Giddey instead of Tyrese? Would they be
They'd
better?
be way better.
They'd be a way better team. Yeah, if they had Giddey
Oh.
instead of Bill, they'd be a better team. But that's it's just
Well,
about.
I just
it's
want to
about-
see.
it's about fit. I mean, Giddey's
Then
a good
again,
player.
Giddey might not.
Yeah.
Then again, Giddey might not fit with them too, though.
Fit
Like,
with who?
The Suns, bro.
I
'Cause,
mean,
like,
yeah, it depends how they use him. Because
It's
if you don't
'cause,
put the
like,
ball, if you don't put the ball in his hands,
in
you're
his
kind of
hand, and it's like,
defeating
what's the point of having Giddey out there?
He's a good
It's
off ball
like-
shooter
it's
now.
I think they would
Nah,
like.
he
Well, I
won't
know,
be that good of all
him. Like
ball
he
though.
makes them, he's making them. That's step one.
Well, I
He's
mean,
making
how many? But you
but
know how.
teams aren't guarding him. The Lakers' game plan was let Giddey shoot.
But I'm
Now,
saying,
he obviously
but
couldn't
Mars,
guard.
but you
Like,
know,
like,
with
they're not
time though,
guarding.
like we could be 6 to 8 months away from Giddey being like, you have to guard him as a spot.
But why didn't he
That's
work
what I'm
at?
saying. That's
Why
what I'm
didn't he
saying.
work
He's
with the
on
Thunder?
But right now, he's at.
Well, because he
point where
wasn't
the
there
ball
yet. He
in
was
the ball.
21.
What was
He
it
was
like?
still
Oh,
developing.
the off-ball value
he had to
is
play
still
off-ball.
minimal. Like the off-ball value is still minimal. At the end of the day, teams are leaving him wide open.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's cool
For
that
now,
he's at
yeah, for
he's
now.
at the step where now he's punishing
Yeah.
teams for leaving him wide open. But the next step is actually commanding attention out there.
Right.
If he can get to that, then like
I mean,
we're
we
good
said
to
the
go.
same thing about Aaron Gordon, and Aaron Gordon turned into like a lethal spot up shooter. But it takes
Yeah, but
time.
like
Well,
year
it takes
10,
time,
Swiper.
though.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
year 10.
But
Like,
my
Giddey in
thing,
year 10.
y'all, I'm not trying to insinuate at all
Gilgeous-Alexander's
that,
another one.
that Josh Giddey's the perfect basketball player. I'm not trying to insinuate at all that he doesn't have faults or problems on the court. I'm not insinuating that at all. But I'm saying I think he's a hell of a basketball player. With
Yeah, I think
what
he's a good player
right
too.
now.
He's a good
You know what
player
I'm saying?
He is a good
And
player.
that's all.
Yeah.
And I think I still, even though he got traded, I still think he was really good at OKC. But
Yeah.
I thought he was too. He doesn't fit.
He just didn't fit as well as Alex Caruso fits over there because they
He
needed
just doesn't fit.
Ox, he's still Peyton Hillis, respectfully though. He's still Peyton Hillis. The way he be running to the basket with that right trigger burst still be pissing me off. But he ain't got no heady tween at all getting to the basket.
Man,
but
you
he
know-
will get to the line.
He don't need it.
6'8" point guard that
Mhm.
that with a high IQ. He don't need that tween. And I know you a what is he? Oh, a bink guy. I know you're a bink guy. So that's okay. But
Hey, but
Giddey don't need all the binks.
Hey,
man,
hey,
look, Giddey
Jordan,
be good on the team. Oh, go ahead.
we ain't heard from my man Casual yet. How do
What
you
up,
feel
Casual?
about Josh Giddey and the Bulls just in general? Before we talk about your boys on the other side, how you feel about the Chicago Bulls?
Yeah, I was about to say I was just waiting until we got to the meat potatoes, and that was just the Lakers.
Oh, so you don't want to do with
No,
them
but I'll
potatoes.
talk about Giddey. I was just waiting for the Lakers. Yeah, shout out to Giddey, man. 22, 9-9 in March. He's really come along. I definitely was one of those people in the summer who said, "Yeah, this is a terrible trade for Chicago. What are they doing? Giving rid of Caruso for no picks, and it's just Giddey. This is their point guard." I was also in the Lonzo Ball train, but the fact that he's found his 3-ball, the fact that he is running this Chicago team 8-2 in the last 10 games, and they have quality wins too. They're not just beating just the scraps of the East. They're beating the Nuggets. They're beating the Lakers.
I mean, Nuggets didn't have
Indiana.
two
I think they
of their
went
3 best
4-6
players.
to your
respectfully.
point, Casual.
The Lakers a quality win.
I think they won.
I
think they won. I think they won 4 to 6 games on that West Coast road trip. Yeah,
They're just beating teams.
rolling. Yeah,
I
they
just
were
wanted to
rolling.
know was the Lakers a quality win because
Yeah, that
they
was
blew
a
their ass
quality
out by
win.
30.
Yes,
And the way they came back,
That's because of how you view
that's even
LeBron.
more
Show.
quality in it. The way that they came back.
that's a playoff team. That's not so beating playoff teams is not quality wins.
Man,
Is that what I'm
it is.
understanding?
whenever we ready to have
I'm
the Lakers
messing with
combo,
you,
I'm
yeah.
here. But we
Is
ain't
that what
there
I'm
yet.
understanding?
We ain't there yet.
I-
We ain't
I-
there
I-
yet.
Nah, I'm messing with you. It's a quality win for them.
Yeah,
It's a
I wanna
quality
make
win.
sure I'm not bugging out because
The Lakers stink though now.
Lakers stink. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
especially-
we
saying,
can transition. We can
Well,
transition
we can
over, though, Casual.
transition to it if
Whenever-
you would
whenever you're
like.
ready, finish what you're saying about the Bulls, and then segue us into the Lakers.
All right, but
Yeah, if he's
Oh, go
going to
ahead,
say the
Kevin.
Lakers stink, then let's get right into it. If the Lakers
No, hold on, because I was gonna say one more thing about Josh Giddey. I think Josh Giddey would be good on a team, like San Antonio. I think the Spurs would be a really good team for Josh Giddey.
Yeah,
I think they should probably explore that, huh?
with Fox.
Yeah.
No, I think they need. I need to
get Fox out of here.
get Fox.
Get him
out
outta here.
Fox don't fit that team to me, but I think Josh Giddey would perfectly.
Yeah, let's just get rid of De'Aaron Fox. Yeah, an all NBA level point guard. Just get rid of him.
He is.
Yeah,
What
I mean,
year?
It's not about that though.
Tell
It's
me
not
a year.
about that. It's just
I
about the
was all
dynamics
for
of
about
the
this.
team.
What year am I missing? I
Didn't he
don't.
make
What
the
year?
All-Pro team like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Didn't he do that?
Damn. This we
And then
we-
last-
A lot
All right, now we're not going to
different
disrespect
years
De'Aaron
ago.
Fox.
And then
Like,
No, why is it?
Hold
Hold on. Why is it disrespectful to De'Aaron Fox? I just said that I think Giddey fits that team better than De'Aaron Fox.
Why does Giddey fit that team?
Because
better
he's
than-
more
Because he's more of a
traditional passer, I
distributor.
guess.
He's more of a distributor
he's more
More of a
than for
traditional
what.
passer, I
Yeah,
guess.
like the Spurs are set
I
up
just heard
for
all NBA
more
and
ball
Fox, so
movement.
I froze.
He
up,
was.
so that's all
I
it
mean,
was.
just like 2 years ago. he
That's
was
all.
on
The
NBA.
Spurs are just set up for more ball movement. So I feel like Josh Giddey,
Josh
pairing him
Giddey
with
Stephon
Wemby.
Castle backcourt.
I'm so happy
pairing
that
him
Polo
with
got
Wemby.
out
That would be very nice.
I'm
And
so
Devin
happy that
Vassell.
Julius Randle was all NBA.
right.
Whoa,
But
whoa,
still, my thing is-
whoa! He deserved it in
That's true.
2020-21.
I'm not arguing that
Are
he
you
didn't
saying
deserve it.
are you
I'm
saying De'Aaron
saying
didn't
like
deserve it, Sniper?
I'm saying
I just
Julius,
talked
like
tomorrow. I
we're
was
saying
talking tomorrow. I
things
ain't
based
talking
on
to
2
you.
years.
Just talking
ago. It's like,
tomorrow.
well, 2
You know
years
what?
ago,
Though? I
Julius
don't
Randle
got to defend him no more. Go ahead, do your
I
thing.
want to make sure that we're not all over casual. I want to make sure that we're not all over the place. But was De'Aaron Fox not fifth in the league in scoring this year? Was he
Oh
not
my
doing that?
gosh.
He's
That's
a
why I make sure I'm
walking
not losing my
45,
mind.
27 a game.
Why do you guys
I
hate
mean,
De'Aaron
yeah, he
Fox?
spent half the
I'm not
season
gonna
with
lie.
sack
Ooh,
and not even half the
Look,
season with the Spurs.
De'Aaron is just not, he's a good numbers player, but you just in terms of like what I'm actually he's not. He's good. He's a good player. Like he is a good player. But he's
De'Aaron
not like
Fox averaged 25 on the Kings. I highly doubt that's top 5 in the league in scoring.
At one point, he was fifth in the league.
At one point,
He was averaging 20.
Okay, at one point,
At one
LaMelo
point
was
this season,
averaging 30.
and I don't mean
It
like
was
for a
long.
little while. He was in the
Yeah.
top 5 in the league scoring for a while. That was going on with De'Aaron Fox this season.
he's a good player. But
Yeah,
he's a good player.
nobody is saying
He's not an
De'Aaron
elite
Fox is
defender
not
like
good.
you are trying to cat for. Or
No,
in
he
the
is an elite
offseason.
defender, but
he's not.
but,
No, he's not. No, he's not. And then he's a good scorer, but he's not like the most efficient scorer of all time. But he's a really good player. Like he's a good.
no, he's a definitely
he's a
good
good
pair.
B. He's a good B at everything
Yeah,
except
there's
passing.
a good player and then all NBA level players. Like that's
Yeah,
where the
good.
disagree
He's a
is.
good.
Yeah,
chill, he's a
I-
B.
and I'm not
no
saying-
one argues that De'Aaron Fox is good, but all NBA level, I just
And I'm not saying that Josh Giddey is better than De'Aaron Fox. I'm only saying that I think
He fit
Giddey
better.
fits the Spurs better
He
than
fit
Fox.
better.
Like,
I-
I just that's all I'm saying. Like I just feel like for what the Spurs need and what they're going to try to accomplish, it's very hard for me to see the vision of De'Aaron Fox just conceding to Wemby whenever Wemby wants it. Like De'Aaron Fox is who he is. Like so, it's hard for me to say that he's going to prioritize Wemby first. Like that's not going to happen. He's going to prioritize him sometime.
He prioritized DeMar DeRozan.
And
He still
supposedly-
scored 27 a game though. I don't need De'Aaron Fox to score 27 a game. Yeah, but I don't need him to score 27 games. I would rather Josh Giddey go give me 16 and 10 or 16
How
and
you gonna say
11.
he's not going to prioritize Wemby if he prioritized DeMar DeRozan?
Well, they don't know. DeMar's
better.
an ISO
I don't
player,
necessarily
so
know
like,
he. I don't necessarily know he
not even the same- yeah,
prioritized
it's not
DeMar
even the same
DeRozan.
thing.
It's just
Yeah,
kind of
that's
like this
What
ISO.
do you mean?
because
how is that?
DeRozan is a primary ISO scorer.
Right, but if
Yeah.
I'm De'Aaron Fox and
Yeah.
I'm looking for you, it doesn't matter whether you're a catch
Well,
or
because
shoot guy.
passing
or
it to a
hold on.
standstill
Let me
player is
get.
different,
But if he's
as you were saying,
regardless, Swiper, what you do with the ball once I give it to you is between you and the basketball. But when I'm finding you, regardless if you're gonna catch it and shoot it, or if you're gonna catch it, dribble, spin, pump fake, spin, pump fake, shoot the ball. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he's an ISO scorer and he's not. If I'm giving you the ball where you want the ball, what you do with it, that's
Yeah, but I just
That's
saying
up to you.
conceding that you can only use DeMar DeRozan one real way. I think it's just like
You
more a
use
function
Wemby
of,
so many
of
different
Fox being like, this is the best thing. This is the best DeMar, but this is not necessarily making us better. But I don't want to get in an argument. I want to get in an argument.
Well,
Also, the Kings don't got Devin
I hear you.
Vassell or Stephon
But it's-
Castle on their squad. They don't got
But
that.
the thing about it too is though, Swipe, especially with that being said,
Yeah.
that means I have more ways to get Wemby the ball. It's easier for me.
Mhm.
It's gonna be so. Wemby's
Do you think he
making
can
it
be that
easier.
little playmaker, like to accentuate that in the future?
Yeah, you don't. I think y'all. I don't want to downplay playmaking or passing or anything, but y'all make it seem like it's hard to play good basketball. Like it's hard to make simple passes. I don't have to, and especially with a guy like Wemby, I don't have. It's not gonna be hard for me to get you the ball. You're rim running, you're looking for lobs and stuff like that. A lob pass ain't hard to make, especially to a guy like Victor Wembanyama. You coming out as long as Victor Wembanyama is making himself available. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be super hard, but that's enough. I'm done. I'm done.
I mean, yeah. Ox, you right. But when you look at the numbers or you look at Fox play with the Spurs, like him drastically slowing down and scoring, and his assist numbers pretty much staying about the same, that kind of let you know like something wrong.
His assist numbers actually went up.
How many games
A
did he
little
even
bit.
play
How many?
with Wemby,
His
bro?
hand was
Like,
broken
two
too.
games
But
with Wemby.
let's not act like his hand ain't broke.
He played
Yeah,
like
but
two
how
games
many-
with Wemby. Like,
I
how
mean,
many
he played
games did
17.
actually play
He
with
played
Wemby? Like,
17
2
games with the Spurs, though. 17 games with the Spurs. His scoring drastically dropped, and his assist numbers went up by 0.7.
How
It's
many?
something
numbers,
about the
though, they're
flow.
not bad. Like,
It's
six
something.
assists are deep.
19 and 6.8. It's something about the flow of the game for De'Aaron Fox that's just not that I don't think will fit with the Spurs. Now, for granted, it has been a small sample size. They do have to get training camp, but I'm just looking for the ceiling. Like I'm always gonna look ahead and see what's the ceiling. I think Josh. I think the Spurs need the way they want to play with the guards that they got that can handle the ball. They need a guy who's a point guard who's not score dominant first. They need a guard like Josh Giddey who can.
What if they have
a
player that's a primary passer and not a primary scorer, like do Jeremy Sohan, like what they want to do, like a Ben Simmons?
They need to stop that with Jeremy Sohan, by the way. But I mean, he's a good player, but they need to stop that with that, trying to make him the primary playmaker. Also, you can line. I think Josh Giddey and Chris Paul fit together too. Also, better than De'Aaron Fox and Chris Paul fitting together. But
Well, Chris Paul's
that's
gone
all.
after this year anyway. Well,
Wow.
I mean,
How long-
yeah,
how
but
much longer-
I just think the flow of the game.
PR just in the
he got one more year, and I got $4 million for him. But
I bet you do.
No. I just
have
better
$5
impression.
million.
Better impression.
I bet you do have $5 million for him. Mother-
I mean, he gonna get a pay cut for sure, though.
Yeah, 100%.
Chris Paul gonna get a
But
pay
I
cut.
was still
for
right.
sure.
I want Mars never admitted it. I was right. Through November, he was better than Fred VanVleet. But let me.
Better than Hakeem?
Yes, it was Mars. It was true.
Wait, we not hearing from Mars, y'all. Was he better than Fred?
He
Through
started the
November.
season better. He started the season better than Fred.
Through November, so say yes.
He started the season better than Fred. He started the season better.
Damn, so Swiper could.
That's all we gonna get from
And
him.
then y'all clipped it, and then y'all had everybody laugh at me like I wasn't right. That's so crazy.
I
Shout
feel
out
like
JD.
I feel like we got off the track. Casual, as you were saying, brother.
Well, I want to talk about the Lakers since he here.
Yeah,
too.
Casual about the
saying,
segue us in.
Yeah,
Talk
we
to us
can't-
about the
can't-
Lakers,
can't-
man. How you
can't-
feeling about your squad?
Oh my God. So I don't want to like rant for like 10 minutes because there's like
You
8
can.
minutes
No,
in
no,
here.
do what you gotta do.
You 100% can. Let's say
I'll-
We'll
just
all
keep
mute
it-
our mics.
I'll
Do
just
your
keep
thing.
it short.
matter of
This
fact,
is definitely going to be the game that will haunt the Lakers if they were to fall to the play-in, or at the very least, not have home court advantage in the first round. Because what the hell, bro? The Bulls, not once but twice. One game, it's like, okay, it's March. That's a young team. LeBron's first game back, whatever. Second game, there's no excuses. That's just completely unacceptable. That's a game the Lakers have to win, and they can't afford to lose, especially when you have it. Like Chill was talking about it earlier, 18-point lead at the top of the fourth quarter. But not just that. They were up, 5 with 13 seconds ago. I don't know about you guys, but up
Game's
5,
over.
13 seconds left. It's like a 99.99999 chance to win,
game's
and they
over.
blew it. And then when you look at how the Western Conference is shaping up, oh my gosh, this is going to be a fight to the end for a Lakers team that I don't think quite has it figured out. Because although they are the 4th seed in the West, they're tied for 5th. And they're just 2.5 out the play-in. And as a Laker guy, LeBron guy, I'm not ready for 3 straight years of the play-in. So this is a Lakers squad that, to me, just has no margin of error for the rest of the season, and they have a gauntlet. Have you seen the Lakers schedule?
Looks
Last
real.
9
Looks
games,
serious. Looks
their
serious.
Chicago Bulls aren't on the schedule anymore. There's like New Orleans, and that's it. It's like the Grizzlies, the Rockets, the Thunder twice, the Warriors. This is
So
a test for the Lakers.
That's what
So
the Lakers got. You said Casual. That's
What?
the Lakers. That's what the Lakers got.
Yes, to finish the season.
That's
One more time. What they got?
Like the Grizzlies, the Rockets, like the Thunder twice, the Warriors. It is just a gauntlet for the Lakers,
praying for their
who are
damn
just
part.
only 2.5 games out the 7th
Come on.
seed.
Let's put that energy out there.
Well, as of right now, the Lakers are
Come
still
on,
the
Lakers
4th
getting
seed.
smacked around. Let's go, y'all.
They're still the 4th seed. They're tied with the Grizzlies at 44 and 29. So we'll see how that works for them.
Are the Lakers a bad team? Because everything they've been doing sounds like a bad team.
Let me ask. Go ahead. Because I want to get to that, Jordan. But chill. Go ahead. I want to. Go ahead.
Just really quickly, Casual. So tomorrow night you're in Memphis tomorrow night. Monday you're in Houston. Monday you got Houston in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Thursday you got Curry coming to town. I think Curry will be back by then.
He
Then
will.
next Friday you got New Orleans. Then next weekend you got Oklahoma City back to back, Sunday and Tuesday.
They got some back-to-backs.
Wednesday. Wednesday you got Dallas, and then you end the season with Houston and Portland. Of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, of those 9 games, how many do you think that they win? Memphis? Yes or no? John's been out of the lineup, by the way.
They beat Memphis.
And they got smoked yesterday.
They'll beat Memphis.
Houston.
Houston's on a win streak, man.
Yes,
That's
Houston,
gonna be a toss-up.
Houston are coming off a back-to-back when they play the Lakers, if that factors into your equation.
Where's the game?
It's in Los Angeles.
They play
It's in Los
in
Angeles.
Phoenix and in LA on a back-to-back.
That's a
They got-
toss-up.
They got
Just
young
for the
legs,
sake of
though.
argument, I'll give it to Houston.
Yeah, it depends which game Steven Adams and Tyrese play.
Yeah.
So then you got 3 days. So then you got 3 days in between that, from Monday to Thursday. You got Golden State coming to town.
They'll beat Golden State.
The next night you got New Orleans in town.
Oh, they'll beat New Orleans.
2 days later, you got Oklahoma City in town.
Mm,
No,
they're
I'm
not
sorry.
playing.
2 days later, you got to go to Oklahoma City, not the Oklahoma City.
They're not beating OKC. They're not
Why?
winning.
then-
any of
They
those
might not play anybody.
And then you stay in Oklahoma City Tuesday and you play them again.
They're
You
not.
don't think they won't get one of those two?
One of those games, Shea and them aren't playing.
Okay,
so-
yeah, that depends. It all depends who shows up for
I
these
don't
games.
think that
Like,
the
who's
Lakers can
showing up
get
for
one of
the
those two
Lakers, who's showing
games.
up
Then the
for,
Lakers like stink. Apparently.
OKC.
Why wouldn't Shea play?
because they're going to be
They got
like
the Western
15
Conference
games left
wrapped
at
up.
that
Yeah,
point,
they got the
and
rest
like
of
they
the
have a
Western
week and a
Conference
half
wrapped
before
up.
the, you know what I mean? They might just rest. I'm saying.
Shea a hooper. Shea gonna
No, but
gonna-
Shea already rested. He done already sat this year. Y'all with that narrative, bro. He done already
But
sat.
stay focused, casual.
Not
So-
you,
so-
Ox. Not you, Ox.
so-
Just, but
so let's stay
he
focused,
sat this
casual.
year already.
All right, so of those 2 games, do you have y'all winning one of those 2 against Oklahoma City?
Well, if there's a Chet not playing game or if there's a J-Dub not playing game, I can see him winning. But if OKC is full force, then no.
You don't think they?
Okay.
Oh man, so you don't feel confident in that series? Then is what I'm hearing.
Not how the Lakers are playing right now.
Oh,
Right.
but
See, what I'm trying to say is it's not about whether the Lakers are going to win or lose these games. It's more about they can't lose these games.
Right.
They can lose to OKC, but to everyone else, they
Right.
can't lose to Houston. They can't lose to Memphis. They can't lose to Golden State. These are
Right.
all teams
That they
that
have
are
to
hot,
right there.
that are on win streaks.
Sure.
I don't know when Curry is going to come back, but they're all hot. They're on win streaks, and they're all right there, similar records to Los Angeles.
Mhm.
And the Lakers keep playing like this. I don't know what the Lakers. What are they? 4-6 in the last 10. 4-7 since LeBron got hurt.
Yeah, 4-6.
They can't play like this. They need
They're 1-3
to
since LeBron got back.
show
So-
up and just have a
so let me-
positive record, or
so-
they're going to fall.
So of these 6 games right now, right? You got y'all beating Memphis, you got y'all beating Houston, you think y'all beat Golden State, you think you beat New Orleans. I think you split the Oklahoma City. So that's 5-1. Then you got Dallas the next night in Dallas. How you like your boys against them?
I think they beat them, but I don't think they're a sleeper. Because remember,
Dallas
earlier
is
in
a
the
10 seed
season,
right now.
they
They're-
lost to Dallas with nobody. They're not a sleeper.
Okay,
Yeah, but-
so
Anthony Davis
what's the
is playing
context
that
in
game.
it? Okay, but you know who else is playing?
Davis.
Luka.
Davis.
AD coming
So?
back too.
Luka back in Dallas?
So,
Luka's back
Is
in
Nico
Dallas.
gonna be there? What do you mean so?
bruh, it's hold on, but I'm saying, but Dallas is the Lakers aren't. They're going to make the playoff. Dallas is trying to make the play-in with 8. That's why AD came back.
Right.
So I think they're gonna fight a lot harder than I think maybe they might get credit for right now in that game if they
I
want
think
to.
they beat them, but they're not like some team that the Lakers can play with their feet.
So they're not
And the
just
Lakers-
walking past Dallas. You think that's a
Right.
dogfight? You think they end up?
Yeah,
you think they
it's
end
a
up
dog
beating
because the Lakers
So-
haven't just blown teams out other than that
Sure.
Denver game when no one played for Denver.
Sure.
They haven't blown teams out in the
Man,
last
I don't know, man.
10,
I
13
think
games.
So then,
Casual, I think that the last couple of games that we named, maybe the only guaranteed win is maybe if Zion and them don't play.
It's New
It's
Orleans.
the Pelicans.
New
Yeah,
Orleans.
man, the Lakers 50-50 on every damn game.
Because what's the issue is what Braun am I going to get? Because I think the Lakers are one of the best teams in the league. It just all comes down to what LeBron am I going to get? Is LeBron going to be ready against this Memphis team? Like, am I
So,
going to
so is
get-
LeBron the reason why they've been losing? What you trying to say?
Not necessarily, but he's one of
one of the biggest.
very
reasons
one
why
of the
they lose.
reasons because LeBron, I believe, since coming back from injury, he's 40 coming off an injury, so I'll give him a pass. But 18 a game on like 42% from the field.
Why do you think that is?
Defense is not that good.
Why do you think he's 18 a game on 40% from the field?
Because he's
Just
old. How about that?
simply
Because
just,
the same,
not having
the
the
same
same-
reason why he was 17-7 and we were calling him washed. The exact same reason we were doing that
he old
3
now.
months ago.
It's for multiple reasons.
It was
He doesn't
always
have the
'cause he was
same
old.
juice to the
That
basket
wasn't the
right
issue.
now. His jump shot also isn't going in. I think LeBron is like 0 for his last 7 from 3.
Yes.
He's one of 13 since he came back.
This is what we
He-
are with
and
him.
he's
Brutal.
0 for 11 in this last
Yeah,
year.
that's brutal.
Yep. And you know what's so crazy is when we had this conversation last time Casual was here, and I said that was gonna be y'all excuse because he old. That was what y'all was gonna say. Because he old.
But Jordan, an excuse could be the
Jordan,
truth as
he's-
well.
And first and foremost, there's a difference between an excuse and a reason. He is old, Jordan.
Yeah, but he been old the whole season.
Yes, and he was playing like this at a point in the season. You remember the 17-7 and James
I
is
remember.
washed? You
No,
remember that?
I
He was
remember.
not old in January.
First of all, I
And then-
remember.
I remember you guys
Hey, I
trying to
was a
tell me
young
he was in the
man.
MVP conversation 4 weeks
That
ago.
was February.
Who said
Bro,
that? Who said that?
exactly.
Who said
I
that?
remember.
In February,
I
that was a
remember
young
telling y'all.
stud.
I remember telling y'all when the Lakers was on the win streak that they weren't really playing that damn good. I remember telling y'all that.
Okay.
And now we're back.
Whoa,
And you talking about LeBron been playing like trash.
Well,
How many games is Luka?
the Lakers playing bad now doesn't mean you were right about them not playing good a month ago. They were playing
This
good.
is what we're
when you
not
said
going
they
to
weren't.
do.
Like,
This is what we're not going to do.
No,
I've been
Luka's been
seeing
there for
this
20 games.
on the
so
Twitter.
let me see.
I've been seeing this on Twitter. This revisionist history that now that the Lakers are in a slump. Hello. That now that the Lakers are on the slump, that all of a sudden what they did in February, January, and early March didn't happen. At one point, pre-LeBron injury,
Oh my gosh.
without AD and even with Luka, this team won 14 straight games against teams above 500. They were cruising. through
Yeah,
the Western Conference.
LeBron was playing. AD wasn't playing. Luka wasn't playing.
There was
They always
there was a
playing.
stretch where they were without AD and just LeBron. There was a stretch
Right.
that they were without Luka, just LeBron, and then there's a stretch where they were
Right.
with LeBron and Luka. It was a stretch from
What was the
February-
stretch was
from
when they was with
January,
LeBron and Luka? What was the
mid-January
stretch? A 3-game
to
stretch?
early March, where the Lakers were running through the league. Denver, come here. Boston, come
What
here.
was the
They ran
stretch,
through
though?
Every single good team that they
Right after
faced,
the
they
All-Star
only
break.
lost like 2 games to bad teams.
No, hold
Lakers
on.
looked like one of
What was
very
the
best
stretch though
teams
when
in
him
the
and Luka
entire
played?
league.
What was the
They were
stretch when
the
him and
number
Luka
one
played?
defense in basketball. for
What was
2
the stretch?
months.
I'm talking about like what was the winning streak? Where they win 3 games in a row?
8.
So he told
him and Luka?
Since Luka's gotten there, the Lakers have the 13th best defense in the league, and they have since Luka's been there, 13th best defense in the league, and the Lakers have the 19th best offense in the league since Luka came to the
So
Lakers.
before
So
Luka-
this
So
is-
the
Well,
point,
okay,
so
but
the point that I was trying to make when I told y'all when they was
How
on the
many
winning
games where
streak
LeBron didn't
that
play?
when the
Yeah,
point
bro.
I was trying to make was the way that they were playing. It's no way that it was gonna last. That's what I was trying to
so
tell
you think
y'all.
This is who they are. You think okay?
No,
so
it's not about them being
No,
who
no,
they
no,
are. I
you
just
think
don't think
this
it's.
is who
I
they
just don't
are.
think it's the
You think
formula
this
for
is who
them
they are.
winning.
you
I don't
that-
think it's the.
So you
I mean-
think that this is you think this like a 4 to 10 game sample is more of a reflection than who the Lakers are than like a 2-month sample?
I don't think either one of those are accurate depictions.
That's
of
not
they
what,
actually
and that's
are.
not even what I'm saying. First of all, I told y'all number one that it was almost going to be super hard for them to figure this out with the short amount of time that they had. And y'all were like, we're playing this, we're playing it, and I'm like, I'm telling y'all, the way that LeBron and Luka play for y'all, for that not to be an eyesore for y'all to see that, like, damn.
Jordan, them
it feels
scoring
good while it's going.
But here's the problem, though, Jordan. Them scoring is not an issue. They get buckets.
No,
Don't worry about
No,
that
they
part.
don't. Their offense is mid.
Their
It's-
offense has not been as good as you guys think.
Chill, that's
That's
I'm
what
saying.
I've been telling y'all. Their offense sucks.
Their defense has been better
Oh my
than
God.
their offense. So what I'm saying is that like it's the reverse chill. They have not figured out a competent offense. And let me read y'all the numbers because I want to
I've
give
been
the
saying that.
context to this because
Let's
for
get
Jordan,
to
because
the
Jordan
numbers.
he's right. Jordan is right. And for casual, again, this is all LeBron, Luka, and Reeves when they played together this year. And I think this is important context because typically when you see, when Luka got PJ Washington and Neil Gafford last year, Jordan, they went crazy. Like the Mavs were insane. They were a really good team. But this year, with Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves on the court at the same time at 235 minutes, they're a -5 net rating. They have a 116.8 offensive rating and a 122 defensive rating. They are not guarding anybody, and then their offense also is not holding up to par. Now, some of this maybe they're figuring out how to play together, but their best iterations of this team, casual, are when LeBron is off the court. Like when Reeves with the bench players or the other starters, when Luka with the bench player or the other starters, or with Reeves and Luka When Reeves and Luka this year without LeBron, they have a plus 19 net rating this year. But the problem is like when all three are on the court, everything's falling apart. Both sides of the court, they're falling apart.
This sounds like a
All
bad.
I'm going to say, can I just go back to my original point?
Casual, because this sounds like a bad team. That's what this sounds like to me. This doesn't sound like
everything about what they've been doing been sounding like a bad team.
Again, this is just revisionist history that we've just forgotten. This happened, by the way.
If I'm just listening to these
still
numbers,
March. By the way, it's still March. This happened.
I'm listening to James.
This happened a month ago.
I'm listening to James, Luka, and Austin Reeves being on the floor. If I'm just listening to the numbers, how is this team even in the playoffs? How?
Because
what are they doing?
Well,
because they went on a 14-game winning streak.
Luka got to the team a month ago. So.
Yeah, and they got on a 14-game winning streak before he got there.
He told you the sample size was like 200 minutes. That's like 3.5 games.
What that was on a winning streak before Luka got there. What was the winning streak, Kaz?
A large sample of anything.
Not true.
What was the winning streak? Because LeBron was playing out of his damn mind before.
I mean, they were on a winning streak before Luka suited up. Yes.
So
yeah, okay.
Why
you want to say it like that? Before he played, they was on a winning streak.
But even with Luka,
see
that's what I'm saying. This is revisionist history because when Luka debuted, they got off to a little slow start, and then they started firing all cylinders.
But they lost to the Jazz back-to-back games.
Didn't look as great, but here they go. With Luka Doncic, they had a stretch where they won 8 straight games. I'm going to read you the teams that they beat. This is before Boston and before LeBron.
12-3.
Let me know if these wins are pretty good. Well, Luka didn't play against Portland, I'm pretty sure, because that was just LeBron and Reeves. They beat Denver at Denver. Swipe, is that good or no? Let me know.
We've already had this conversation about what happened.
They beat Dallas.
I told y'all during the time that it was going to happen.
Before Kyrie went down, they beat Minnesota. They beat the Clippers twice. Pelicans were the only team in this stretch that scored more than 110 points. You said they weren't defending. That was the only team in this stretch that scored more than 110 points on the Lakers.
Well, yeah, that stretch
they beat
basketball,
New York in overtime. Then they go to Boston. LeBron tears his groin, and the Lakers haven't been the same team since. They had an 8-game stretch where they won against majority good teams, and it seemed like they had it figured out. Now, offensively, it still seemed a little rough, but they were still.
But you understand, Casual?
No, they didn't have it figured out. I told you that it was rough.
The two extremes of this are you, Casual, and other Laker fans. And then the other side, which I think is Jordan. I don't think they're a bad team. But I'm saying he is reasoned where he is, I think, based on what he sees from a basketball standpoint. And I'm not disagreeing with that. He might end up being right. I'm saying, Casual, they're in between the two realities. And I do not think they are as good as they were during that streak, especially when they rolled out this brand new defense, especially versus a team that had been decimating them. The shot making from Luka has not been good since he's been there in majority of the game. And the 2 best shot making games he's had this run, I would argue both of them were versus Denver for many different reasons, many different things go into that stuff. And then the defense that you played that first game versus Denver was something they had never seen. So, like, you got this massive win. And then from that stretch, you played versus really good teams. They were really good wins, Casual. But the problem is they got moved to the top tier of the West based on the narrative of getting Luka and going on these runs. And I'm saying I think that's too far. But I also don't think they are who they're showing now with LeBron, which is a bad team that can't defend at all and that can't make shots. I'm saying they're somewhere in between that. I think they're a second-tier team in the West. But they also – I think there are 5 or 6 teams they could struggle with in a playoff setting because they got really, 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 really good things and really good players on the roster. The issue is that when all that stuff happened, Casual, the team was so new. And like the schemes you were playing were so new, nobody had time to adjust to it. So I'm saying that over time, the more people see you, the more we will adjust. And Jordan knows this, when you're game planning, like, I'm not just going off what you did to me. I'm going off what you did to everybody else and how everybody else defended you. And so now I know, okay, well, if that's what they did with the Pelicans, then this is what we're going to do here with the Rockets. That's what we're going to do here with Denver and the Thunder. And I'm saying, like, that's going to be something that will happen as the year goes on, and especially when we get to the playoffs. If you want to hold on,
stay right there because Mars made a great point. When the Lakers got Luka, we were gonna think that the Lakers' offense was gonna explode. But like Mars said just a few moments ago, their offense hasn't been as good as y'all saying that it's been. In no way when they got Luka did y'all think that this was gonna be a better defensive team than it is a better offensive team. Like there's no way that y'all were gonna say right. So the fact that their offense isn't as good.
You lost your best defensive player in the trade.
And gain supposed to be, and you're supposed to gain a better offensive player, but somehow their offense isn't as good as y'all think it was gonna be. That's the problem, and the reason why is because to me, I said those two guys have similar styles, so it's gonna be hard to figure that out in 2 months or 3 months. It's gonna be super hard to figure that out, and that's why I said what I said when they was winning games. I was like, yeah, it's one of them things like we won. But I don't know if we can keep winning,
right?
With that strategy,
right?
And that's why I was saying what I was saying.
They kept winning. Well, part of the reason why the offense.
And why are they 2-10 right? I mean, why are they 2-10 right now?
2-10.
Oh, what are they? 2-8. Okay, 2-8. The last 10 games, they're 2-8.
Because LeBron injured. Okay, you just lose LeBron. That's
I didn't
big.
even know they were 2-8. Oh.
No,
2-8. I don't know if they were 2-8.
Did Luka?
Oh, okay.
Luka and
They're
Reeves?
4-8.
Since I think they're 4-7 since that Boston game, or including that Boston game. Listen, part of the reason why their offense has struggled, which I don't think their offense has been as good as I thought. I think we all assumed Luka, Bron, Reeves, it's just like offensive heaven, and it just hasn't been that. But part of it because
why wouldn't you assume that though?
Okay, maybe because when you add Luka, LeBron, two of the best passer, playmaking, scorer combinations in the league, it just sounds great. And then you add Austin Reeves, getting the third best defender, it just sounds great. I don't know about you guys, but adding LeBron and Luka together just sounds amazing.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It does. That's exactly what I'm saying. Why wouldn't you assume it?
I think that's why we have to get
because I don't know, just adding two of the best passer playmakers, not named Nikola Jokic, in the league just sounds beautiful on the same team. And part of the reason why they struggled is because Luka couldn't really hit his shots. He didn't look like the same shot maker prime Luka did. So even
because he's never been that great off the ball. Because he's never been that great off the ball. That's probably why. That's
a lie because Luka has the ball more than any other Laker on this team. And he wasn't hitting his on-the-ball shot. Okay. He wasn't hitting his on-the-ball shots. I think the issue right now, offensively, for the Lakers right now is actually LeBron. He is their issue offensively right now because he is the one not hitting his shots. It's Austin Reeves and Luka.
Wasn't the problem when they was on that winning streak, though.
It's LeBron who's not hitting his shots. And defensively, they haven't been the same team defensively, but in part because LeBron. I think LeBron is a huge part in their defense, and he's just not as engaged as he was.
Do you think there's something too casual that the level of effort they were showing, over that stretch, because of the lack of personnel? Like when you don't have, especially an anchor, the level of effort they were committing to be excellent on that end. Do you think that was maybe unsustainable?
No,
and
I didn't think when they were the number one defensive team in basketball, I didn't think it was sustainable. I thought, okay, they have no rim protector. The way they play, it's like, okay, I'm just gonna sag off a shooter, do a lot of help, do a lot of be scrappy and be feisty. I didn't see them sustaining that for the rest.
Wait a minute, wait. What are we talking about? It sounds like we're talking about two guys.
I didn't think they were going to be this bad as they are right now. And it's because they've completely taken their foot off the gas.
Okay, sure, they lost yesterday, and that was I'm blaming James.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy how we argue with Lakers fans.
I'm not going to argue.
See it.
Yes. Yesterday's game. I'm blaming James for that. They should have won. They should have won that game. But I think we on something completely different. They still are a playoff team. They're still.
Yes.
If the season ended today, they're hosting a playoff series.
But it doesn't.
With it. What doesn't? What doesn't?
Yeah, they got 9 games. They got 9. They got 9 games that they very capable of losing all 9 of them too. To be honest with you.
No, they're not. They're not.
Okay, now see the sky's falling.
This is what I'm talking about with Jordan. They're not going to lose all 9 of their games. And if they stay,
he said capable.
They're capable. They got their ass tore up by the Bulls and then came back and lost again. Why wouldn't they be capable of losing all 9 of them games?
And two things can be true. So if that's the truth, then you got to say that about just about anybody. Just like you just said, if the season ended today, even though it doesn't, but if we keep going at this rate, and the Lakers do get better, and they don't lose all 9 of these games, and they end up in the 4th spot, and Memphis ends up in the 5 spot, what happens to them? According to you,
what if the Lakers get worse?
What if the Lakers?
The Lakers cannot get worse than where they're playing right now.
They're already trending. They're already trending worse. They've been trending worse.
Where they are right now.
They've been trending worse. Yes.
You said that they stink, and you said that they stink off the strength. You said that they stink off the strength of them having not having enough time to be together. Not because of the personnel, but because of the time. Now, if you got if you got great players, more times than not, we can figure it out. More time.
You don't have enough time though, chill.
But
you don't have enough time.
Okay, here's what we're trying to do. For your point, now maybe not winning the NBA championship, but to completely go to pieces, like what you're saying, what they're capable of losing the rest of these games for the rest of the season. They would have to completely go to pieces for that to happen.
Why do you think so? Okay, chill. Let me ask you this: when they got their ass towed by the Bulls, did you see that coming?
They lost to the Bulls.
No, when they got beat before that by like 30 plus.
With the 146
game. Did you see the Giddler putting on him like that?
So when James got back in the lineup,
did you see that coming?
I don't think anybody saw that coming.
Okay, then when they just played him again, did you see that coming?
You know what's interesting, Jordan? They don't play the Bulls anymore. How about that? That's one idea.
Okay, but they play the Rockets. They play the Rockets. They play the Grizzlies. They play the Thunder.
Right.
All teams that are better than the Bulls.
Can I say this? Can I say
Who
this?
they beaten, by the way.
Can I say this about the Luka LeBron?
Sorry?
Can I say this about the Luka LeBron thing? I saw a stat this morning. Since the Lakers have Luka and LeBron on the same squad, if one of them is on the court available, playing active, whether it's Luka or LeBron, the Lakers, I believe, are 11-2 against teams above 500 if they have either Luka or LeBron active. And I think the two losses were, one of them was Boston, and I think the other one was Milwaukee without
all right, so stop. Okay, so stop right there.
Majority of their losses.
I'm so glad you brought that up. You wonder why? What about when they on the floor at the same time?
With Luka or LeBron have come to teams below 500.
You just walk yourself right into the trap. What about when they on the floor at the same time?
What about when they're on the floor at the same time? Do they have a losing record?
You hear what he just said? They 11-2 when one is on the court.
Okay, right.
No, so it's not when one is on the court. With one.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
Active on the court is the same thing.
So what do they look like when both of those guys on the court?
I'll look it up.
They would
Let's
be
hear
positive.
that. What do they look like since you've gotten Luka in the lineup? Right before the trade deadline they got him? And then don't forget James missed almost 2 weeks. Right? James missed almost 2 weeks. But now James is back in the lineup with both of those guys on the floor at the same time. Do I like my chances with both of them on the floor or with one of them on the floor? I like my chances with both of them on the floor.
I don't.
Of course, you would try, but
they're 9-6. They're 9-6 this year.
3 games over 500 with both of those guys on the floor.
But when one is on the court, they're 11-2.
Right?
No, that's okay. See, you didn't understand my statistic. I said the Lakers, when either Luka or LeBron, at least one of them is active. They are 11
playing, right?
Again, they are 11-2 against teams above 500.
Okay, when they both are active, Swiper said they are 9-6.
Well, LeBron,
they still got a winning record, though, Jordan. They still have a winning record
against teams above 500.
What's your point? Because they lost 2
Are you guys trying to say that Jordan's calling the Lakers the Wizards?
No, what Jordan's not missing that my statistic is just a record against teams above 500. Majority of
fine, but
that's fine, but you're not listening to what I'm saying.
I'm listening to what you're saying. I don't know what you're trying to prove, because if they're 11-2 with just one of them,
but that's so weird though. Why are you doing that if they all play together?
Jordan, I don't know what you're trying.
Exactly. That's okay. The point. What do you? This is the point I've been trying to get you.
And what I'm trying to say is the majority of the Lakers' losses over this Luka LeBron era have been to like teams below 500.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
It means to me that the Lakers, they play
good
down
because
to their
when you get to the playoffs, you're not going to have to see
Okay, but hold on. Let's back up and let's slow down. Let's slow down and let's get some understanding.
That are better than them are playing, or when they lose to them, are they playing down to the competition versus the Lakers?
Maybe.
Hold on. Swiper. Hold on. Let's get these statistics.
Hold on, Jordan. I need you to hold that thought because I have to make a brief intermission. Right?
Go ahead, but we're gonna get back to this, bro. This is crazy.
Yes, prize picks. I have some amazing prize picks for you guys today. But before I show you guys what we're going to do up here, by the way, Mars made all of our picks, so shout out to Mars. I want to let you guys know that when you use promo code PANEL, you will instantly get $50 in your PrizePicks account when you only play $5. Now, with PrizePicks, after you download the app and after you use promo code PANEL, they give you the ability to run your game, control your game, and ultimately win your game. When you pick just 2 or more players, you go more or less with their player projections, and then you put together something beautiful like this. This right here. As you guys can see today, this is how we rock in. Oh, and by the way, we're making these picks because we will be on Playback's main stage watching this game right here, the Milwaukee Bucks and the New York Knicks. So we made all of our picks based on that game. Now we got Kyle Kuzma, Demon threes, 2.5 more. We got Karl Anthony Towns, Demon threes, 2.5 more. And then we got 2 PRAs. Now, you know Big Ox is going to go with his OG Anunoby PRA, 26.5 more. And, well, me, the way you guys talk about my big man, my center, tonight he's going to cook the whole world, and specifically the city of New York, with 23.5 more on his PRA. And that's how we rocking today. So we'll see you guys tonight on the main stage of Playback. And for everybody that chooses to copy this contest right here, good luck to you. All right, well, let's get back to
some understanding, Ron. What
Josh Giddey did to the Lakers. He wasn't kidding around last night. He got busy with a triple-double. So shout out to Josh Giddey and shout out to the Chicago Bulls. They got busy. They beat the Lakers by a score of 119 to 117, and Josh Giddey ended them with the game winner. But as you were saying, Jordan,
I want to get back to the point. Let's slow down because we will talk past what's actually being said. So you said, Casual, that the Lakers are 11-2 when one is active. At least one is active, LeBron or Luka. So which means when one is playing against above 500, if that's what we want to put in there too. When one is active. So are you saying that when one of them play, just one of them, they are 11-2?
It includes the statistic includes both, but it's like at least one.
All right, okay. It includes
when you
both.
say at least one of them, it could mean both. It's just at least one.
Okay, just let me slow it down. Hold, let me go to the John Henry route from yesterday. So if Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves all play for the team, what good does one or more or less than more all being on the court at once, the record, why is that relevant?
Well,
if they're going to be in the playoffs and all three are going to play together.
Because I'm talking about the Lakers stretch as a whole, and people are trying to define the Lakers by the stretch. And during the stretch, they've been missing. Luka's not here one day. LeBron's not here one day. So I'm just
saying. So what is their record? What is their record when one of them misses? What is the record when Luka is not playing? What is the record when LeBron is playing and Luka is not playing? What is the record?
So when both are out.
No, when one is just out.
Oh, you want me to split that record into like even further?
Yeah, because the point of you, like, I don't get how you combining all three and then they have a size of like Swiper said, they 9 and 6 when they play. Like I don't get that.
When both of those guys are on the floor, they 9 and 6. Is that what I'm understanding?
And what I'm trying to say is the majority of those losses are against bad teams, especially bad.
Why are the Bulls bad at this point? Can somebody give me context? They've been beating everybody.
Or
They've been
below
really
500 teams. They're two below 500 teams. If you want to get, the Bulls aren't bad. It includes the Hornets. It includes the Jazz. It includes the Nets. It includes LeBron didn't play against the Nets, but still, that's one of the teams they've lost to in this stretch. It includes the Magic and the Bulls twice. These are teams that the Lakers have lost to in the Luka Doncic era. But majority of their losses have been to teams below 500. But they've beaten a lot of good teams.
I'm going to start using this because the Nuggets are the Nuggets this year. They have a 56-win pace when Aaron Gordon plays with Jokic this year. So I'm going to start saying that's what they're.
And when you and do you have a better chance of winning, Swiper, when he's on the floor?
Yeah, but
I just don't get why Casual just didn't say like what is okay. I just don't get why.
And they've lost a lot of games without Aaron Gordon on the floor. Is Aaron Gordon going to be available?
I don't get why Casual will say, okay, when the Lakers don't play with LeBron, when the Lakers don't have LeBron but have Luka, their record is XYZ. When the Lakers have LeBron and not Luka, their record is this. Like I don't get the because it only leaves it up for you to know the information. Like, oh, when at least one is playing, they're 11-2, and it's like that could mean so much.
Yeah,
like, that could mean so much.
Gordon's missed 29 games this year. Do we think they will be a runaway 2 seed?
Yeah, but that could mean so much.
Casual,
like that could mean
question.
No, it means
Aaron Gordon missed 29 games this year. If you think if he plays all those games, the Nuggets are the runaway 2 seed right now. Aaron Gordon's only played 29 games this year. If he plays all those games, do you think they're the runaway 2 seed, or let's say even 20 of those games? Are they the runaway 2 seed right now?
They're much better.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Luka still gets traded at the deadline.
Well, what's that got to do with anything?
Fred VanVleet missed a month.
Well, I mean, Mars, they don't need.
We were like,
Jabari missed some time too. Jabari missed some time with Fred.
What we doing? This is nasty. What we doing? Are you better with Fred VanVleet in the lineup, Mars?
Yes.
Okay. Are you
Check,
better?
check actually, Mars.
Are you better with? Are you better, Swiper, with Gordon in the lineup?
I mean, yeah, he's
Hey,
one of the
Mars,
best players.
maybe
in the
maybe
league.
you
At the end of the day,
can
you
Mars,
can't-
maybe you
at
can
the end of the day,
explain what
LeBron
Casual-
he's
value
saying.
to the Lakers is
So,
far
so
greater than
casual.
Aaron Gordon's
Are the
value
Lakers
to the
better?
Nuggets.
So casual. Are the
well,
Lakers
The
better?
Nuggets are better
with-
with Aaron Gordon than the Lakers are with Luka Doncic. By the way, I don't know if you know this.
God,
I don't know if you know this.
Mars,
Okay,
maybe you can
okay.
explain
I
casual
don't know if you know
stat
that.
to me because
All
I'm
right,
just
okay.
I just genuinely trying to understand like A, what's the point of that stat? Two, like what is we talking about? Like
Right,
I'm
okay.
just genuinely trying to understand.
All
I don't
I'm
understand.
All I'm asking is something simple. Mars, you just told me your boys are better with Van Fleet in the lineup. Yes. Swiper, your boys are better with Gordon in the lineup. Yes.
Yeah.
Casual with Luka, James, and Reeves in the lineup. Are they better?
No, not with an Aaron, just LeBron.
Because
LeBron and
okay, so what is
Luka.
his?
But let him answer. Damn, he ain't answer.
What are we
Well,
doing?
he's thinking about it. Go ahead. You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
My
let
bad,
him
Mars.
think.
Go ahead.
Well, recently, no. If you just look at recently, no.
So what's the point of the stat, the 11-2 part? I don't
Because
get
you're
that
trying
part.
to find-
That's
you're
what
trying
I'm
to
confused
find
That's
the
on.
where I'm with Jordan. Like,
Because you're-
I'm confused,
You're
bro.
trying to
The
define,
Lakers'
you're trying to
playoff chances
define
are
the
predicated
Lakers.
on
Because what I'm
having
trying to
all
say,
of
you're
them.
trying to
Using a stat
define
where they
the
don't have all of
Lakers
them. Like,
during the Luka Doncic era. And what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying-
how
Lot of
casual,
them are
how you're
Lakers, Rockets
explaining
are
it doesn't make any
just
sense.
like
what
Is
I'm
what I'm
trying
saying.
to say is during the Luka Doncic era, they've actually beaten a lot of good teams. A lot of their losses that you're looking at and trying to define the Lakers as this bad team. Most of their losses just come to bad teams. I don't think you play bad teams in the playoffs. You only play good teams. I'm not saying it's a good thing to lose to bad teams, but I'm more focused on beating.
So when a good team actually schemes for you, like intentionally, you don't think that's going to matter at all?
Jordan, the reason why he brought this up is because
because he still didn't explain it.
Okay, so what he's trying to say is, without these dudes in the lineup, we're great against teams over 500. So imagine
That's not really what he's saying.
He just said, quote, he just said, with one of these guys in the lineup against teams, at least one of these guys.
He said at least one, but it could include both. Don't forget that part too.
Once again,
yeah, that's what at least means.
At least,
good work, guys.
That's the point that I'm trying to say though. What are we doing with that?
This
That
is
can mean
what
so much.
They haven't
This
been
is what it sounds
entirely
like to me.
together during
This
this
is what
era.
it sounds like to me. So with at least one of these guys in the lineup, they're above 500. They got a winning record against teams above 500.
Yes.
With at least one of these guys in the lineup.
Yeah.
Which it sounds like to me, when I got everybody in the lineup, we're even better. That's what it sounds like.
But
Well,
no,
because
because
they're
they
not, because
9
they're
and 6.
They're 9 and
That's
6,
what I'm
so
saying.
they're
That's
not
why it
bad.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
That's the point that it sounds like he's trying to make.
But it's not really a point because it don't make sense.
I don't think that's the point he's trying to make because that point is untrue. So
I don't think you
that's-
can't compare.
because
You
we're
can't
trying to make
compare
a
the
point,
11
and
and 2
it doesn't
record
mean
to
you're
the
not
9
trying to
and
make a
6
point.
record because they're different.
You do that to me all the time.
They're different.
No,
The
you
11
make
and 2,
points
the 11 and
that
2
aren't-
record,
I just
by
don't
the
think
way,
record is
the
really
11
that
and 2
important in this
record is
conversation.
just the 11 and 2 record is against
Right.
only teams above 500. The 9 and 6 is against all teams. And what I am trying to say is that when you actually look at the majority of the Lakers' losses in the Luka era, by the way, they haven't been healthy together for like half of this stretch. What I'm saying is most of their losses have actually came against bad or at least below 500 teams. When they play the above 500 teams, they actually beat them. And to me, those are the most important wins.
But at
That's what
least
I'm
one
trying
guy.
to highlight.
Okay,
Because people
okay,
are
but,
trying to
can
say
I
that the
just
Lakers are some mid-team. The Lakers aren't as good as people
Go ahead,
think.
Mark,
And
you
I'm
go
saying,
after.
hold on a
I'm trying to
second.
genuinely
I'm saying,
understand.
hold on a second. When the Lakers play actual teams that they would see, I don't know, in a 7-game series in April, May, and June, they actually beat them. Even though we're trying to indict the Lakers as not a good team in the Luka
Who
era,
said that? Only one person said that, by the way.
they actually beat these teams. So I'm like, hold on. So if we're trying to indict the Lakers because they lost to the Bulls, I just saw them beat, I don't know, these good team after good team after good team. But, oh, my bad. They lost to, like, the Chicago Bulls. I'm not saying it's a good thing to lose to these teams. I still think it's unacceptable. I don't think this team should play with their food. But I much rather see this team beat the good teams. And they are still, overall in the season, above 500 against good teams, which a lot of teams in the West aren't. Houston is, though. Shout out to Houston.
All right, Mars,
what's
go
up,
ahead,
Mars?
'cause I want to understand it.
because like I understand the context I guess you're trying to put out. So like my issue is if the measuring stick is how are they doing against these good teams above 500 teams, but then like the wins you're including are games where these good teams are missing guys with injuries.
Oh, one of them's like the Nuggets.
One of them's the Timberwolves where they didn't have Julius Randle or Rudy Gobert. So like you're
But some of the
factoring in,
Lakers wins or without
which
LeBron.
we're
without
getting,
Luka.
which is my point, which is why I think the stat is stupid. But like the Lakers' chances are predicated on having Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves.
Correct.
So their record without one of them, what does that mean?
Okay,
they beat good teams with at least one of them. Cool.
I can
But
say
playoffs, we're gonna have all three of
record,
them. So who
I can
cares
say
what
the
record's on
record
the game?
with all three against teams above 500 is still a positive.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not 11-2. So why did you bring the 11-2 part up?
Well, I brought up the
How good
11-2
are they?
part because when you define the Luka Laker era, they've been down LeBron or been down to Luka in a lot of these games. So if you're
And they're a
trying to
worse team when all three's on the court. So what does that say to you?
They're worse when they're together. That's the point we're trying
So
to
why
make.
is that not a bigger
You
talking point?
telling us how
Yeah.
good they are when someone misses time is cool, good.
Yeah.
Why are they worse when they are together?
Do you guys
And I
do you
that's
guys
what I'm
sincerely
saying.
believe that they're worse when they're all
Yeah.
together though?
They have
been.
And that's
you
what,
said, Ron?
that's what we should be discussing. Are they
That's what I was saying.
Now I'm asking it though. Now I'm asking it.
Well, casual's the Lakers fan, so why are they worse when they're all together?
Why do
Well,
they
no,
perform
now I'm asking
That's
you
what I'm
guys a
asking,
question
yeah.
though. I'm asking you guys a question. Do you sincerely believe that they're worse with all three of them?
I'll answer
Because I
first.
don't.
I'll say
I
I'll
think
answer
that's-
first.
I think they perform worse without.
Yeah, I'll say what my answer is with the given the amount of time that they have right now. When LeBron gets to be who LeBron been the whole season without Luka, I think they can perform a little bit better than when they all three because they have to figure stuff out. Same with Luka. When Luka can get back to being Luka, who he's been his whole career, they get to perform better. Just with the time that they have, they don't have enough time to put all three of them on the court together and figure it out because now you have Austin Reeves on there too, who's been a spotlight for them. So that's my opinion.
Really good
So when
player.
you put them together, I think they could be worse. They could perform worse.
And that's where they're gonna have in the playoffs. So that's the conversation.
Yeah, because at some point, casual, we're gonna have to have real conversations about like what this team is because I do think they got juiced up and gassed up because of that run they had because of the defense they were playing. No one else in the league, they were playing something no one else in the league was playing. And so for me, I said this at the time, by the way. So it's not that they're not a good team. I think they're a playoff team. I think they're a tier 2 team in the league. Well, in the West at least. Well, in the league, I guess overall.
In the league.
But I'm gonna say in the West now just because you said that. So what I'm saying is that at some point though, we're gonna have to acknowledge like what we hope they would get, like where they would get to, is that their offense was going to be so elite that they would just be indomitable damn near. And what I'm saying is they haven't been. Their defense was carrying them, but their offense hasn't been good. Some of this I think is two things. I think Luka is shooting, I said 45% from two as he's been a Laker this year. That's not good relative to what he.
And I said it earlier.
He was shooting.
Been great.
He was shooting
Better.
55% from two with the Dallas Mavericks this year, pre-injury, and then now he's shooting 45. A 10% drop off on a player that relies that much on his jump shot is a big deal. Because even if you're hitting the 40 ball of your three ball to 40% clip on 10 attempts a game, really good. But if you can't convert twos, especially in a playoff setting for Luka, that's a big deal. And that's where the inefficiency comes from, which is why I don't think he's played all that well as a Laker, sparing for maybe 3 or 4 really good games. And then LeBron overall defensively has declined, some of that due to the injury, but also I don't think it's realistic for a 40-year-old to be your defensive anchor on a game-by-game basis. Because it damn sure is not Dorian Finney-Smith. It's damn sure not Rui. And for damn sure it's not Vando. Vando is going to play sparingly, and he's going to have minutes where he's viable. But versus certain teams, they're going to make him a non-existent factor on the offensive end on the other end. And now it comes down to, can Luka, LeBron, and Reeves, can they answer enough with their chemistry to be able to shot convert like we assume? I'm telling you, Reeves has proven he can. Yeah. I said last night before he got the ball, Reeves needs to close this game with the ball in his hands. He's the best at it among all three of those players right now. So I think you can do it. The problem is there are still so many holes, and I do not believe the Lakers can defend for real in a half-court playoff setting consistently. And I know my friends in the media are going to disagree with that. The Lakers fans, like I know a bunch of Laker folk will disagree with it. But I don't believe you can put Reeves, Luka, and Braun. Because you've seen LeBron. He's been trash. And Luke, but
I said that post-injury, LeBron just hasn't been the same
I was about to get there before you started yapping about the injury. I agree with you. Luka is a horrible defender. He cannot move his hips. He can't move in space, and he lets people walk by him consistently. Reeves will try, But I think if you're doing that and you got Rui on the court, bro, that's a lot. Because Rui's not a good defender either. So what I'm saying, I'm curious to find out in a playoff setting who can take advantage of it. That's what I want to see. But they can still make it to the Western Conference Finals possibly.
But is their problem the offense or the defense? What's their main problem?
I think
Their
it's going
biggest
to be
problem
their
right now is
defense in the long run.
Last night they got 30 from Reeves, 25 from Luka, although Luka was not efficient. They got 17 from an inefficient Braun. Braun plays a bit better. Game over.
So it sounds like their offense was the problem last night.
Well, defensively it was bad. So I'm just saying offensively they had to make up for their poor defensively. If they didn't give up 44
their offense could have caused
points
their
in the
defense to
fourth-
be bad.
If they didn't give up 44 damn points in the fourth quarter, it's also game over.
That was the problem right there.
You had two
had 18
inefficient guys
points.
last
They were
night.
rolling.
I think that has a lot to do with their offense. You had two inefficient guys
rolling
last night, bro.
Yes.
It was majority
100%
defense. I think they
rolling
gave up,
last night.
11
Yes.
threes in the fourth quarter?
Yes,
Like,
they were
what is
rolling last
that?
night, going into the fourth.
And that is
rolling.
What did they
Even
give
though
up in
Luka was-
transition?
way.
What
That
did they
is
give
one
up
of
in
the-
transition?
Even though Luka had turned down some shots that he could have made and turned the basketball over, they still were rolling going into the fourth quarter. And almost halfway through the fourth quarter, they were rolling. Their defense is what collapsed that game last night.
Yeah, and let me
I
just
don't
say
think
this.
it had much to do with their offense. It didn't.
Let me just say this about the Lakers defense.
And the culprit was James.
Part of the Lakers defense is going to be just leaving people open to shoot. And if they are going to get burned in the playoffs, it is going to be teams just get hot and they get shot off the floor. I think they can overcome in ways because of their offensive ceiling. And I think if LeBron can get his shot back, because before injury, we're not going to act like LeBron wasn't like 43% from three in the entire month of February.
He was player of the month. He was averaging 30 a game.
He won player of the month, but
he was player of the month. He gets his shot back.
Nasty with that shit,
I think they can overcome
he wasn't the
parts
best
of
player
his
in the Western
defensive
Conference.
issues.
Who was the best player in the Western Conference, Swiper, in your estimation?
It's going to be one of the two in the West that's going to win MVP easily. I mean, it wasn't even a conversation, but he won player of the month because of their record, to be fair.
So it was either Joker or SGA that was player of the month in the month of February.
1,000%. Like, it's not even a question. Yeah, not even a question. But he did. He won it, though. He did win it, though.
Interesting. Excuse me.
All right, y'all.
Can't keep giving it to SGA. I mean, like.
We gonna
if
move on.
you're playing better than everyone, might as well keep giving it to him.
I still think it's crazy that you guys think that they're worse with their big three, but
No one said that.
No, yeah.
The plus
Ron hears what he hears.
I asked you guys a question.
I mean, you said
Nobody
they're
answered.
performing worse. No, we said they're performing worse.
Okay, so do you guys believe that they're going to continue to perform worse?
I would with the time that they have. I think so. Yeah.
I said
So,
no.
so
I said
Jordan,
I don't
do you
know.
think that they're
Jordan
worse
definitive
with their three?
I think, like Mar said, I think they're going to perform worse with their three just because they don't have enough time to figure this out. And they're losing games too. Like, it's not like they're winning and they trying to figure it out and just get the win. They're losing.
They should have lost to the
So
Pacers.
they're gonna perform worse. But they're
Rick
not
Carlisle
worse.
does his job.
Yeah, they're gonna perform worse for sure.
But they're not worse.
The same way someone can play better than someone during a season, but you're not a better player than them. Same exact logic.
Yeah, and I get that. But if they're losing and they're worse.
Ron,
I mean, if you want to say that, that's fine.
Are you a process or an end results person? Because the process.
If you want to say that, that's fine, Ron. That's cool because we're just speaking on this season. That's fine. They could be better next year, though. They could be better next year
during the season, but not be better. That's what I said. Was that
Ron? Does that make sense at all?
No, it makes sense. It makes sense, but it's just it's dumb to me.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah, Ron, that's fine. That's fine, Ron. For what you're saying, like as of today, they are worse. Next year they could be better, but as of today, this season, I think they do perform worse. So I think they are worse. That's
also
fine.
I disagree. I think they're going to be fine. I think.
But what about it makes you see that?
Oh wait, you picked him in the Western Conference Finals, didn't you?
What about that makes you see
they're
that?
making the Western Conference Finals, didn't you?
I have never given my prediction on the Lakers.
You didn't.
How far I think that they're going.
Okay. I could have swore because you were.
I never gave my prediction on.
Ron, you were twerking 3 weeks ago when they were one.
I never gave my. Yeah,
what?
I said and I still believe in the Lakers. Everything that I said back then, I still believe the same thing. Like this little 2-game loser streak or whatever the case may be, you guys might be jumping off a cliff and saying that all of this is problematic. Yeah, they still. Listen, I've seen 22 years of LeBron. I'm not about to let 4 games after an injury make me feel some type of way about how he's going to perform. We know what LeBron has been. We know what LeBron is, and we know what he's going to be moving forward.
He performed really well in the last 2 playoffs too. And he won one of those games.
And and that was with the whole completely different coach,
with
different
better
team,
defense, better defensive anchor.
Swiper, you keep bringing up the defense. They're gonna be all right.
You don't care about defense.
They're gonna be. And hold on. What was my main thing in the beginning with the Lakers?
Their
Before
offense.
we even knew that they
Their
had
offense.
a good
Their
defense.
offense.
I said that they are going to, and I was specifically talking about your Nuggets when I said they are going to out-offense teams. I still think that that's going to be the case with Bron,
Shit.
with Reeves, and with Luka. Like I think they are. Right.
Shit.
Now, am I saying they're going to win
It
the NBA
just hasn't
championship?
been yet, but Ron will be right at some point, and then he'll be
Next year. He'll be right next year.
You could be right. That's right, Ron.
Next year he's gonna be right.
And you could be wrong.
No, I forgot. Negro Damas. You can see the future, my brother. I know you know what's coming. That's right.
Yeah, he looks back into the future. So
Yeah, he looks back on the future.
Facts.
Yeah,
But no, I just think you guys is nasty saying that they not
Go,
better with
Mars. I
their
forgot you
with
said
their big
that.
three.
Looking back on the
But,
future.
I mean, you know, we
Shout out
can
to
agree to disagree. But let's look back into the future with
Come on,
last
see.
night. I know somebody who is winning. I know somebody who is doing their job. I know somebody who is
That's
carrying.
That's
My man
ridiculous, bro.
Tyrese Halliburton with
Yep,
29
I got him
points.
off the bench in my little
6
all-star draft. He's a
assists.
role player too.
He made 7 threes and he led the Pacers to a season high of 162 points. And this is across the whole NBA, an NBA high with 162 points. Now, granted, it was against the Washington Wizards, who scored 109 points, but
does that
it doesn't matter.
I want to be
162
disingenuous
is
right now.
crazy.
They're
162.
2-0. They're 2-0.
I want to be disingenuous right now because I want to go back to my debate when I talked about the Pacers having guys in a system that just can distribute the ball. Because last night kind of showed it, even though it was against the Washington Wizards, but you had Pascal with an ample amount of assists. You had TJ McConnell with an ample amount of assists. You had Nembhard with an ample amount of assists. You had Tyrese Haliburton with an ample amount of assists. Actually, Nembhard led the game in assists, but
Here we go.
it's the system, man. Sometimes the system just gets you what you want, bro. That's all I'm saying, man. The system just gets you what you want. Not saying that Tyrese Haliburton isn't fantastic. He is good. But inflation
this year. Let me check.
is inflation.
I literally just said yesterday to you guys.
Inflation is inflation.
I literally just said to you guys yesterday, yo, start paying attention to this kid Alex R, and they give up 162 points. The very next night.
I don't know why you said that, though.
What the
But-
hell?
But how many
Alex
assists
got
did they
busy,
have
though,
last
last
night,
night.
though?
He
Ron, how
did.
many,
Yes, he
anybody know how
100%
many assists
did.
they had last night? Mars,
What,
you know?
the
I
Pacers?
can
Yeah,
look.
as a
That's gonna take me a
team,
while.
yeah,
Yeah.
as a team, I'll look real quick.
48.
Hold on, I got you.
48.
God damn.
48.
Is that a
They're-
season
they're-
high
they're
for any
top-
team? Is that a
They're
season high?
they're top 2 in assists this year, or 3. One of them.
Their team is?
Yeah,
Well, who's it,
And
Denver, Golden
Halliburton
State,
only.
and them?
probably Denver, Golden State, them or something like
And
that.
Halliburton only has 9 a game?
Such a bum. Yeah.
I don't
No, I didn't
understand
say he
that.
was a bum. No, I didn't say he was a bum.
But I'm
Post-
saying,
post
I'm
All-Star
saying.
break,
he's
I know
a
he
bum.
averaging
I'm
12.
Are we?
Post
Have we?
All-Star
Have we
break. Nah,
come?
I'm not
to-
saying
have we
he's
come
Oh,
to
is
terms-
that is Denver, Atlanta, and Indiana top 3?
Yeah, that makes sense. So is Trey Young a system player?
Yeah, I would think so too. But I think he
Trey
could
Young,
get his own-
Jokic
Trey Young
a system
is
player?
the system player.
No, man, but they are the system. I
Yes,
think they are the
all
system.
Well, so
players.
is Halliburton.
Last one of them. All of these
But-
guys are system players.
Yeah,
all of them are.
but
I ain't know that.
Trey Young averages how many assists?
No, that's not the same.
11.
11 and a half.
Yeah, but Tyrese
What
Halliburton's
does
throwing
that
more
mean?
passes.
What is
almost
what is
anybody
a system player for
And
those
how
of
many
us
does
who
Jokic average? How many does
10?
Jokic average?
He
Swiper?
thinks Tyrese Halliburton's gaudy
10.
assist numbers are a product of the Rick Carlisle Indiana Pacers system.
And
I
Right.
just think so.
Right, but
Yeah,
I'm-
but I'm not
I-
saying that he's not good. I'm just saying like that's
it is
possible.
broad. That is true.
That is
100%
true, right?
true. Yes.
Why is it? Why wouldn't it be true?
But
But
my
what is
point
the- what is
like,
a
what are you
system
trying
player,
to
though? What does
say?
that
Like,
mean?
what are you trying to say with it? Like, why does it matter? Like, what are you trying
No,
to say?
Because it's just.
Ox, if I may. So
Go ahead. Chill.
when you have a team and your specific player has a certain skill set, there's a system built around that. Denver, for example, their system is built around Joker's skill set.
I think Jokic built the system though.
That's my point.
I don't think Halliburton built the system in Indiana.
Yeah, he's trying to say Halliburton's not the system in Indiana.
I think Carlisle's system is that.
Yeah,
That's a
But
knock.
this is the
that's
first
a
time
bad
a Rick
thing?
Carlisle team has ever played like this.
What do you mean ever play like what? Like having the best
How the
offensive
Pacers,
rating?
no, how the Pacers play.
What do you
By
mean?
playing
Well,
by playing fast, because that
So
2011 team,
this is the first time a Rick Carlisle team has played the way the Pacers play.
what do you mean the way that they play though? Like
Their
elaborate
style
on the
of
way
play.
that they play.
I mean,
he's talking about that style of play, playing fast.
the
ball
pushing
play-
tempo, the constant rotations, the outlet passes,
Yes.
the lack of pick and rolls that they run, like that's very different to a lot of Rick Carlisle's teams.
Well,
Very
wait a minute, Mars,
it's not
because-
very different because he had the number one offense in NBA
Yeah,
history.
he
was with
produced the
Mavericks,
elite
and then he
offenses,
did it-
but
he
I'm
did
not,
the
I'm
same
not
thing
saying
again.
I'm not saying he can produce elite offense. Like let me clarify what I'm saying. Rick Carlisle can produce elite offenses.
100%.
None of his offenses have played the way the Pacers play.
Like you talking about
The
style.
Dallas
You're
Mavericks
talking about style.
2020 that broke the record for offense rating, spam spread pick and roll. The Pacers run less pick and roll than everyone not named the Grizzlies. Completely different style
because,
of play.
Yeah, of course.
You know why? Because their point guards at the helm are two completely different players.
No, because you have multiple ball. No, not necessarily. You're right in the sense, but not necessarily. You have multiple ball handlers on this team than he's ever had.
Yeah, usually when you have multiple ball handlers, usually you run more pick and roll, not less.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
I said usually.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about usually. I don't know usually either, but
usually
when you have more ball, when you have more ball handlers, because if I can swing the ball, and 4 guys can handle the ball and distribute the ball very well, I don't have to run pick and roll.
But that's what Memphis.
You only run pick and roll. You only run pick and roll to create advantages.
Memphis does a similar thing without the.
Is this supposed to be an indictment?
This was your argument about Ja versus Tyrese Haliburton.
Get to the point.
But both teams, like, they don't play similarly, but like in terms of the pick and roll usage, is similar. But you wouldn't say Ja Morant's a system player. But they're both doing similar things.
No. First of all, I wasn't. I was just arguing about people inflating what Tyrese Haliburton is doing with the Pacers. That's what I'm arguing about. Okay, it's not about Ja Morant or it's not about Ja versus Tyrese. It's about people saying that Tyrese is doing so much of a king job with the Pacers, but he's only getting 9 assists a game.
Yeah, that's
now
my
I'm saying,
point. It's like
and my point is this. Hold on. My point is it's not about his value.
His playmaking goes way beyond his 9 assists, but
it does, but it's not about his value. I'm saying that y'all only looking at Halliburton doing that when I'm saying that they have multiple guys who handles the ball and make plays. Andrew Nembhard is damn good, just like Haliburton with it. He's not better than Haliburton with it, but he's damn good.
He is not.
He is very good.
So it is about Haliburton.
So is TJ McConnell. Absolutely.
So it is.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And Pascal Siakam doesn't have the system, but he handles the ball well. That's why they don't have to run pick and roll for that. You usually only run pick and roll to create advantages. Their advantages: drive, kick, swing. Everybody can play off the catch and dribble and play make. So when you say Tyrese Haliburton is leading to him like Steve Nash led to him with the Suns, is totally different. I think it's gassed. That's what I'm saying. That's my opinion, that it's gassed.
It's different, but it's also about, in my opinion, it's a lot about Tyrese Haliburton's skill set. That's
why
Chill's point. That's my point. Like you build a system around your best player's skill set, and Tyrese Haliburton's skill set lends to playing up tempo, the ball not sticking, making quick decisions, blah blah blah. And then Rick Carlisle and his coaching staff have put a system in place and have the personnel in place. They acquired Pascal Siakam, I think, for a reason, to maximize this system around what Tyrese Haliburton's skill set is. I don't know if that means Tyrese Haliburton is the system. Like, I don't care if he is or he isn't, but I do think he deserves a lot of credit for the way this offense runs. And that he is.
I'm not. But I think people just want to take that and say what I'm saying about Halliburton as if I'm shitting on Halliburton. That's not what I'm doing. All I'm saying is when we talk about guys being at the helm of a historic offense or being the head of it, we talk about guys like Steve Nash. We talk about guys like James Harden. We talk about guys like Magic Johnson. So I'm saying Tyrese Haliburton is not in that when we talk about an offense.
Yeah, he's not James Harden, Steve Nash,
it's not
Magic Johnson.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that what he's doing with the Pacers offense is not even close what those guys doing with the offense, because their team is excelling at a historic rate with that. Their team is having Nembhard and having TJ McConnell do spectacular things with this offense is very telling of. We just play like that as a team, not just Halliburton is creating all of these things.
I've only heard 2 people put Tyrese Haliburton and Steve Nash or anyone else that you mentioned conversations. I don't think I think you're arguing something that people don't say.
I was just arguing that when people just try to. My whole argument is this, and it's only this: people are inflating what Tyrese Haliburton is doing with the Pacers. That's all I'm saying. He's still a great player. His system. The way he's playing with the Pacers is great. It's nothing against Halliburton at all. It's just I think that people are inflating what he's doing.
You're saying that he's a product of the system. Which
I think he's more of a product of the system.
Right?
Nah, I think he's
getting
more
hyped this year because he's had a damn.
He's not gonna make an All-NBA team.
No, but I know, but okay. Even if y'all want to say that,
break, we back. but you know,
Okay,
he
even
hasn't
if y'all
been
want
this year.
even if y'all want to say that, but I'm talking about the argument that this whole statement basically comes off of what Carson was saying about Tyrese Haliburton, how spectacular this is, and all I've been saying is people like him. I guess if y'all don't want to admit to it, people like him been inflated. This is more. It's not necessarily about Halliburton, even though Halliburton been doing a damn good job. Because I got to say that because people gonna say I'm hating. This is more about the Indiana Pacers system rather than it's about Halliburton just doing this shit. Like when we know what the Rockets was, we knew it was James Harden. We knew that for a fact. When we knew what the Suns was, we knew it was Steve Nash. Amari was in there too, but we knew it was Steve Nash even when Amari left.
So
that's all I'm saying.
What if like Tyrese was putting up these numbers and he was like took out like Nembhard, and then now Tyrese's assist numbers stand alone better?
I mean, it's not even just Nembhard. It's just the way that they play. It's just the way them having basically 5 ball handlers, well, 4. But Miles,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if you just
having 4 ball handlers? Then you come off the bench with TJ McConnell. Like that's a luxury. A team has that many ball handlers and playmakers.
Jordan,
that's a luxury.
I agree. This is why the Pacers are really good.
But I'm also I'm having a difficult time with the idea that because you have that many ball handlers, you don't play pick and roll. In fact, I would play pick and roll more because I have those.
No, you don't have to. Because why? Yeah. Why do you? What is the reason why do you play pick and roll though?
May I?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So if I'm playing, if I got, let's say Tyrese Haliburton, and I got, let's see, Pascal Siakam want to win.
Oh my God!
Yes,
Taylor Jenkins just got fired.
Yes, Taylor Jenkins just got canned. Yes, sir. Taylor Jenkins.
That's a bigger deal than Tyrese Haliburton and the Pacers.
100%.
Taylor Jenkins got fired right now.
That's a crazy firing.
Behind the scenes stuff, man.
Yes,
the fuck did he get fired? 9 games left in the season.
This has to be behind the scenes. Like this got to be like something we don't know about.
They the 5 seed, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We're the number 2 seed for a long portion of the season too.
Is anyone like
bad GM
tapped in on Grizzlies drama? Is there like some leaks about to come out about Taylor?
Well, I don't know. The clip went about of Desmond Bain pushing Santi Aldama.
Which I thought Desmond Bain should have never done that. You don't do no shit like that to your teammate in the game. That's crazy as hell.
Yo, right quick before we get into anything else, we'll obviously talk about this in depth. I just want to shout out the PCL and shout out what's going to be happening this weekend. Salute to everybody that's still in it, and salute to these matchups. We got Mars versus Cowboy Bob, Swiper versus Real Talk, Chill versus SB, Hayes versus Brax, Gifted versus Jordan. That is on Sunday. On Monday, we'll be getting Big Ox versus ZZ, Dion versus John D, and Penn versus Logan. But before we get into anything, I got a special request that somebody has smoke with a certain somebody else. Hello, Chill.
What up?
How you think you're gonna do this weekend?
How do I think I'm gonna do this weekend?
Yeah.
I think I'll be just fine.
You think so?
Yes, sir. I think I'll be just fine.
How you feel about this music?
We don't hear no music. But OG, I told OG what I'm here for. I need that lunch money.
And I told him, you see the
20s,
you see the 20s, they in the pocket right here. You see them sticking out of the pocket.
I need all that.
Bag. You see the bag with the snacks in it. Come take it. It's right here.
I got a call, right? I got a
Come
call,
get it.
right? I got a call, right? And it don't say, no, you got to see, I got to talk smack to understand. See, lunch money, I could have said the stuff in the locker, I could say it's smoke. Unc don't understand it, so I got to drop it down to the 70s. I almost call him a jab turkey or something so he can understand what I'm saying. But I heard that Unc didn't beat the last guy, and the chat was mad about that. So I'm going to get you out of there because they said you don't supposed to be here. And I ain't scared of you at all. It's smoke. I told you I need that lunch money.
So with that being said, so when I bounce when I bounce you too, then what's just like I bounced you before. So I'll bounce you again.
No, it ain't that. It ain't that, no, man.
Bounced you right out before, so I'll bounce you again. Absolutely.
Man, it's time. Look, man. You ever heard the old saying? We gotta take Lassie out back. It's time to take the old dog out back, man. It's over with.
You know what? Just so you know, that old dog will bite the shit out of you. Just so you know, go ahead and find out. That old dog will bite the shit out of you. Find out, and you gonna find out, brother. Yes, you will.
You gonna find out. It was one yesterday too, so you know I'm on one right now. So don't do that. Don't do that.
Just because you hype don't mean you can't get clotheslined, and that's exactly what's gonna happen to you.
Look, man, you gonna look, man. Y'all gonna see Chill get up out of here. It's gonna be over.
Yeah, you gonna
with,
see me
man.
get up out of here with a win. That's what you're gonna see.
No, hey,
I'm
look.
getting up out of here.
Hey,
Like,
who
all right,
was
Bron,
the
I'm
guy
out
that lost?
with a win.
Who the guy that lost? Hey, Mike. Hey, was it Mike the champ? Don't worry, I got you, bro. I'm gonna avenge you, bro. If everybody's saying you lost, and I kind of heard a little something about it, you kind of got a little favor on the side, man. You know, when your co-host, you know. So I already know you got one coming, but I'm a body bag you so bad that your man's gonna have no choice. But you might get one vote out of sympathy. I'm letting you know that right now. It's all.
Oh, you talk about Fluent. I thought you was talking about Big X.
Oh no.
Number one,
Tone
didn't have a vote. That's number one.
I know. I'm talking crazy. I know.
He didn't even see it. And number two, SB, I'm better than you, B. I've always been better than you, and I will always be better than you. Even in my old days, I'm better than you.
No, you don't.
And like I said, you know that, like Jordan, you got people in your family like this. You know that old man strength, like you try to push your uncle around, and then what happens?
Yeah.
When you realize when he put you up in the corner, you're like, damn, this dude a lot stronger than what I thought. But at that point, it's too late. That's what's gonna happen to SB. Because SB think he's just gonna run up on me. SB think he's just gonna run up on me with the bullshit, and it's not gonna be anything. And when I put his ass up in that corner and I put this forearm in his throat, you're gonna see he's gonna be like, all right, I had enough. I'm good.
Also, I agree with you.
And by the way, that Nino Brown burner you trying to put on me, I'm taking that right from you.
I got that Nino Brown burner on the
forearm in his throat is crazy.
Wait.
Be honest
She
with
was
you.
right. We do have that uncle in the family who that's strong, but you also got the uncle in your family who be out there yak and still think he got it.
That's not me though. I'm not.
I thought you was about to say something else about an uncle in your family.
That's not me.
Say, now we gotta leave that uncle alone.
Back in my day, you know, I used to do that move like that. It don't work. You too slow. You too slow. That hook don't swing the same. That uppercut don't swing the same. That counter punch, you don't swing the same.
We're gonna find out on Sunday.
It's that young smoke.
Bring your ass. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, y'all. Well, on Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, we get to see Chill and we get to see SB square off. This is gonna be a good one, y'all. We get 3 back-to-back treats with Swiper versus Real Talk, Mars versus Cowboy Bob, and Chill versus SB. It's gonna be a good one, y'all.
Mars, are you ducking SB? What happened to Mars?
Oh, we already know that.
I mean, Jordan goes too, so you know.
Hey, man, you know what it is. Hey, but hold on, Chill. Go back to your point about the pick and roll. I want to know something because this is my question about people in pick and roll. It's been a wide range of confusion about pick and roll.
Is he gonna be ready Sunday? We talking about PCL real quick.
Yeah, we ain't got to worry about. Yeah, we ain't got to worry about that though. But I just want to know. I just want to know because this is the wide confusion about pick and roll.
Sure.
Across basketball in general.
Now,
why do you run a pick and roll?
I think that you looking at pick and roll as just creating advantages because guys are less than. I can run pick and roll as a primary ball handler and be a good ball handler and be able to get to the basket, but pick and roll gives me even more of an advantage because I can create switches. That's what happens with Damian Lillard. That's what happens with all point guards. That's what happens with Devin Booker. Those guys run pick and roll. So if you have guys like, for example, Tyrese Haliburton, who's running pick and roll, and I got Siakam on one wing and I got Nembhard on the other wing, where I got a driving kick and there's no shot there and he closes out, he can get to the basket, right? Yeah,
but why would I have to run pick and roll if I got 4 ball handlers? I can create advantages by swinging into the guy.
Well, the conversation. The Grizzlies just fired their head coach.
Yeah, we already said it.
Yeah, we already did that. Well, the reason
I don't have to run that.
You don't have to run it, but you can run it, and the reason why you can run it is because you can create mismatches. You can create switches, which works even better. When you have a bigger guy on a smaller guy. It works even better when you have slower guys on faster guys. That's why you create those. That's why you create those mismatches. I think you looking at having these 4 ball handlers on the floor, like they can just get theirs. Well, you can just get yours. I'm not going to argue that point. The point that I am arguing is that that's not the only way to get mine. I want to create mismatches with pick and roll. I want to create mismatches where getting, I don't know, Benchero. I want to get Benchero on Tyrese Haliburton because I got a smaller dude on him, and I want to get.
100%.
I want to get Brook Lopez switched onto Tyrese Haliburton and get Damian Lillard switched onto Pascal Siakam. I want to create
100%. 100% with that. I agree with you on that. But my thing is, if I got the ball handlers that can just get downhill and get by somebody, and I can pass it to somebody else who can do the exact same thing, it's without them having to create from the top of the key. If I can drive and hit Nembhard in the corner, So now that he can play out a closeout and then he can drive and hit somebody else in the opposite corner and they can keep doing that,
Yep.
I don't really necessarily need to pick and roll because
Sure.
everybody can break people down. Like that was the problem with the Rockets when the Rockets had James Harden and why they spam pick and roll a lot. Same with Luka, because you didn't have as many guys that could handle the ball so much. So so instead they used the pick and roll to create advantages to get shooters open, not to create playmaking. And that's why I'm saying like the fact that the Pacers have even Miles Turner can handle the ball a little bit, but for them to have Tyrese, Nembhard, Pascal, TJ McConnell, Mathurin that can handle the ball. You got 5 guys that can really handle the ball.
Right.
I mean, it's like, bro, that's why their offense can get 162 on a garbage ass with Washington Wizards.
And I don't have an issue with that part. The part that I have an issue with is the idea that each one of these guys handles the basketball equally the same. I mean, I'm not
saying they do it equally the same, but Nembhard's damn good at that.
Right. Nembhard is damn good at handling the basketball, but I don't think Nesmith is as good as handling the basketball as Pascal Siakam. So we do want to create advantages.
No, but he's good enough, though. He's good enough handling the ball, though.
Yeah, he is good enough. But I think that we're under the impression with guys handling the basketball that they're all equally as good. No, that's why I want to create advantages like the pick and roll. So I could get, again, Pascal Siakam in a position where he can get downhill on a weaker guy. I can get Nesmith, or I can get Nembhard in a position where he can get downhill on a weaker guy. Because even though Tyrese Haliburton handles the basketball, even though TJ McConnell gets downhill with the best of them, does Nembhard get downhill with the best of them? Does Nesmith get downhill with the best of them? We can create
Nembhard damn near do, though. Nembhard damn near do.
Fellas, we about to change gears, though, because we got to touch on this breaking news. Obviously, Masinko just sent through a super chat. He said the Grizzlies just fired Taylor Jenkins. I'm confused. And this comes right after they lost to the Oklahoma City Thunder, which is the best team in the NBA. So I don't know if this adds any context to it, but the Thunder beat the Grizzlies last night, 125-104. No John Morant.
It gotta be. It
gotta be something.
It gotta be
badass GM. What is something? What is something?
Bigger than
some badass GM.
But you gotta hold on for that though, Jordan, because I think to like what SB saying, you gotta if something happened. You know what I'm saying? The playoffs about to start.
Badass GM.
You don't fire your coach.
We don't know what happened. It's no way that this is just straight basketball related.
Yeah, this has to be like behind the scenes.
But
maybe
regardless,
don't like him. This has to be.
But hold on. Regardless, though,
somebody's wife.
I get what you're saying, though.
Regardless, though, whether unless it's somebody, unless it's somebody's wife, like what Ime did. But hold on, but they fired Ime. They fired Ime in a different context. But
we got to know that if the playoffs are about to start in 2 weeks, there's no, and I'm obviously I can't speculate.
That's crazy. That's bad.
But hold on, bro. You can't just say that's bad GMing because the simple fact that the playoffs about to start in a couple weeks, right? They couldn't have just fired Taylor for just basketball reasons. Like to your point, Jordan, if that's the case, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It's not even okay, but it's not even. But listen, hold on, because I want to get my point across for somebody misconstrue what I'm saying. It's not just about. Even if it's not even about basketball, you got 2 weeks into the playoffs. That's number one. A guy who's been with your team for the last 5 years. You got 2 weeks into the playoffs, and you fire your coach, even if it was something outside of basketball. Unless it's something that's, and if it was, maybe we seen a goddamn police report or something. But, bro, play out the season. Play out the season and then fire your guy.
It's not just 2 weeks to the playoffs. It's 9 games, and they're 15 games above 500.
Yeah, they're not playing bad.
What possibly could it be unless he about to go to jail? He about to go to prison,
and they're winning a lot of these games without their supposed max superstar John Morant. They have been for years,
right? But he must be going to prison. He got to be going to prison. That got to be the only reason why he got fired.
Grizzlies fans,
because that's insane, bro.
I disagree with his rotations here and there, but I think he's a heck of a basketball coach. The fact that he's won all these games the last 3 years, even with Ja missing half the game sometimes. With his roster in the brutal West to get this record, it feels like when they're at least somewhat healthy, they're a top 2 to 4 seed every year.
Yeah.
He's achieved a lot. And for him to be 15 games above 500 and to be fired right before we're about to put on the boxing
he going
glove,
to jail then.
Something's got to be wrong, bro.
He gotta
gotta at
he
least
gotta
finish the
done
season
something
out.
that's crazy. Like, bro, even if he rubs some people the wrong way,
There's a thousand reasons. There's a thousand ways.
man,
to
if he
lose your
rubs some
job.
people the wrong
There's
way,
1,000
2
ways.
weeks, bro, we figure out what you did, and in the playoffs, after you done, we firing you that day.
Yeah.
This is bad. This is bad timing, bro.
Swiper, talk to us. How you feel about the situation?
Wasn't all indication, nothing off field or off the court. There are some things about the locker room being lost.
That's what I'm thinking.
And there were some things about the reporters had been indicating for the last few weeks. Yada yada yada. But it's many people feel like it's
even
a bad
the locker
firing,
room
but
lost.
it's not.
It's 9 games, Swiper.
No, I'm
But
not
9
saying
games
that.
in, you lost the locker room and you the 5th seed.
I feel like you should probably let people finish the.
Yeah, I don't know if I can
but
do it, even if
I was
lost
saying
the
that I
locker
think
room.
that there's
Keep
nothing
going, Swiper.
indicating off court, but I do think a lot of people feel that it's not a good timing, good firing period. But it's more so like locker room related stuff apparently.
That's
Well,
crazy.
like guys didn't want to play for him or something because this is crazy, Swiper.
Yeah, I mean, just
Man,
They
look,
so,
you
but like
got-
one of the
bro, you
assistant
gotta
coaches, one of
get
the
your
assistant
ass
coaches
fired,
are gonna take over from here.
well, there had already been things. Mars was, he had speculated this before about potential locker rooms. There were some things about the assistant coaches had more voice in some things than he did, and so they just didn't feel like the fit was there anymore or whatever. But like I said, a lot of people don't agree with the timing. Nonetheless, because the playoffs are about to start.
Badass GM, bro. That's a badass collective group of management. Like y'all all got together and ain't nobody said, guys, what the hell are we doing? We the 5th seed.
That's why the
It's
locker
9
room
games
stuff has to
left.
be worse. That's why the locker room stuff has to be like a lot worse than we think. Because there's no.
You're not
way, like,
babysitting kids. I mean, it can't be that bad.
it has to be a lot worse than we think.
I did. If you say the assistant coach got more voice, what you think? Now the Grizzlies just going to get 2 times better because it's a different voice. Ain't nothing going to change at this point of the season. You could just finish the season now.
Well, the Grizzlies have an interesting
They
locker
lost
room.
5 of their last.
Yeah.
They lost 5 of their last 7 games, and we can't act like we haven't seen dissension amongst players, and that has not caused the coach to get fired immediately. Nah, this is something.
Not 9
that's been
games
going on
left
for
in the
quite a while.
season, and they're a playoff team, though. I don't think I ever seen that.
I think Taylor Jenkins. I think he was on the hot seat, and we know it. And I think that they expected a lot more from this crew than they getting. And with that being said, I mean, they lost 5 of their last 7 games.
Well, where's Ja? The hell is Ja?
But they still this Memphis Grizzlies still fit.
I think that has a lot to do with it. The fact that Ja has not been in the lineup over the last 3 years. They were the number 2 seed, got bounced in the first round of the playoffs. Then last year they didn't make the playoffs because of the Ja Morant nonsense. And maybe they're looking at Coach Jenkins like maybe there's a reset here that needs to be had. I wouldn't be surprised if they moved off of Ja this summer. That wouldn't surprise me. That would definitely
surprise me. But
that would not surprise me if they moved off of Ja this summer. No,
I
that would not.
After Luka got traded, anybody else getting traded don't surprise me.
That would not surprise me.
That would be surprising because it's like, what the hell, bro? Memphis is I don't get that. Memphis.
No, but also you got to think about what I don't know.
Some franchises make bad decisions.
The DPO Y race looking, but if Triple J get that extension that he supposed to get is gonna be crazy. If he win that award, so that's gonna change a lot of things if he get that contract that he wants. So Ja could move just off the strength of that too.
Some franchises just make really badass decisions, bro, and it's like that'd be the tale of like why they franchises never win shit. You just make bad decisions, bro.
We've seen coaches. No, we have not. This is the first time I've seen anything like this. I've seen coaches get fired in the middle of the season, right? I just heard Doc Rivers. I don't know if that was a troll or something like that, but Doc Rivers was asking. He was asked what happened when he got the head coach job with Milwaukee, and he asked them, why are you guys doing this? Like Doc ain't had nothing to do with that firing. Give me a break. But anyway,
I don't think he did. I genuinely think Doc just didn't like Doc was like, why are you doing this? Like, seriously. Like, bro, there's no reason why the Bucks fired Adrian Griffin. Other than Giannis didn't like him, probably. Maybe Thanasis didn't like him.
Well, when your best player is not getting along with the coach, I mean, that's definitely a problem.
I got to make a Jerry Cross executive decision and say, I don't give a damn right now. Let's just win.
Yeah.
According to Bobby Marks, this is his stats that he found. They are 8-11, the Grizzlies post All-Star break, which is not good. It's pretty much like 3 games below 500. But Ja's missed 8 of those games, and overall in the season, they're 28-15 with Ja, but without him, they're 16-14.
So 2 games over 500.
What I'm seeing is where the hell is Ja during this losing streak?
Yeah.
You can blame the coach, but I see the team without.
You can't blame the
supposed
coach for Ja
superstar.
Morant being out.
That's
I
what I'm
see
saying.
a team without their supposed superstar. During
People
the
blame Tibbs for people being out all the time.
No, he
Yeah,
get him out though.
that's
He
what
get
we
their
did.
ass
Don't
out
do
though,
that.
Mars.
Don't do that.
Mars, he
So
get
you
their
can't
ass
really
out.
Don't
stop
do that.
blaming the
No,
coach
nah.
for people being out.
But not in this context, Mars.
No,
Not in this
you-
That's
context.
because it's Tibbs'
You can
fault.
blame the-
That's
you
why.
can blame the coach for
Nah,
whatever
you
you
out
want
for
to,
that,
but
Mars.
that's
That's
not a
Tibbs'
good reason to blame the coach.
Yeah.
It's like,
Hey, Bar,
I
you play
agree.
Fields, right?
I
It's
agree.
a Tuesday night against the Washington Wizards, and you done start he playing you 48 minutes. Why are you playing your star player 48 minutes on a Tuesday night against the Washington Wizards?
Man, for
And
one of
then-
the Iron Men in the NBA to say, chill
Hey,
out
bro,
with all
you
these
out.
damn minutes, bro, that's crazy as hell, bro.
Who said
For
that,
one that got
Jordan?
one of the most Iron Man in the NBA say, hey, bro, chill out with all these damn minutes, bro. Like, at some point, Tibbs, everybody not like you, because I done heard stories about Tibbs. His ass spend a night in the office. He don't fucking go home. He didn't get married. This dude didn't get married because he basically wanted his basketball career. So he think everybody got to be like him for Bridges to be like, hey, bro, Tibbs, bro, this shit ain't cool. Chill.
He treat every game like it's game 7, bro. He
Like,
wanna win
dog,
every
that's
game,
crazy.
bro. I be like, bro,
That's
how you
too
gonna trust other
extreme,
players
bro.
and you don't give him a chance to play, bro. Oh no, I gotta trust my starting five. He gonna play the whole starting five the whole season.
So the last I checked, basketball is a business. They ain't firing him, one, without a replacement, and it might not be right now, but they got somebody in mind who they're replacing Taylor Jenkins with. I think that he was already on the hot seat before the season
It
started.
better be goddamn Mark Jackson, because who else?
It got to be somebody because you don't because I don't think that you fire somebody. I don't think you fire somebody. Good businesses don't replace. Good businesses don't let people go. Good people without having a replacement. That doesn't happen.
Man, it got to be Mark Jackson. Might be the only one that can rehabilitate
Mike Brown
Ja.
there's a bunch of coaches available right now.
So I think that they're ready to move. If they're ready to move off of him, they're ready to move off of him because they already know who they're ready to move off of him with.
Mike Brown, who got fired for losing the locker room. That Mike Brown?
Mike Brown
not that
Mike Brown got fired for some nonsense, bro.
So do they hire another coach?
Casual.
So do they hire another coach right now?
No, they don't.
Nah,
So why the hell wouldn't they just wait to fire Jenkins?
They're gonna elevate
the dude that was in the second seat moves over to the first seat. Kind of like what happened with Doug Christie.
Who was their assistant coach? Who's the head assistant? Anybody know?
Who is the assistant?
They'll be announcing it soon. Exactly.
I named
who
some
it is.
casual takes, so I don't know.
So that is a ridiculous
we also-
decision of
we also-
management.
we also-
That's poor management, bro.
Yeah, my thing. We also just got to wait and figure out exactly what happened and what's going on because it's
Ox,
really
would you
crazy.
pay JJJ the highest paid contract in NBA history if he makes DPOY if he wins DPOY this year?
Nope.
Nope. What's the contract?
Like probably like 330 or something like that, maybe.
I'm gonna
He's gonna be the highest paid player in the league.
I don't know. I can't.
I'm gonna just have to let somebody else do that because I
wonder
ain't
what
gonna
they
be
could
able
get for him.
somebody gonna be the highest paid player every. You know what I'm saying? Regardless. Remember, Mike Conley was for a second too. You know what I mean? So it's just
Mike Conley contract is crazy.
It's just about what's going on with the contracts, what's going on with TV deals, all that type of stuff. Money gonna keep going up. So when you say should he have the highest contract in the NBA or ever? It's it's not really what it sounds like.
I'm saying if I was another
ain't gonna
team,
lie.
I'll try to see if I could trade for him if they don't feel comfortable with it.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't pay him. That
Y'all
shit.
literally just said their record is bad without Ja, but they.
I would not pay him that shit. I'm
Triple
gonna
J
just
play
let it go.
with that being said, I do gotta say no. You're right. I gotta say no because what I said. I remember I said if I'm Dallas, I'm concerned with paying that to Luka. I was on that, so I got to keep the same energy. If I'm not gonna pay Triple J, if I'm not gonna pay Luka that, I'm not paying Triple J that. So
I would 100% pay Luka that, but I damn
paying
sure
Luka.
100% would not pay Triple J that shit.
Hey, JJJ, I know where you can get paid. Come to death row, dog.
Denver got money for Triple J like that?
You trade for him?
Hell
100%,
no,
bro.
Hell
Denver
no.
ain't got no money for him like that.
If you trade for him, of course, you fit him in your
But if
contract.
he-
Man, y'all got under the table money,
Yeah,
Swiper.
I would go.
You
I would
cap.
easily go to the second apron for
You
him
just got
as a
you got to
third
send
option.
MPJ over there.
Huh?
You got to send MPJ over there.
MPJ in half part-time job might be cold though.
They probably would get rid of AG and MPJ.
Oh, that might be a cold ass squad with Ja Morant.
Shit, y'all think about
And
the
the
wrong
Nuggets
thing.
and the Nuggets gonna be cold as
Jaren
hell with
Jackson and
with
Jokic?
Triple J. That might be cold as hell.
Hey,
Jared
Mars,
Jackson,
welcome to
Jokic,
my
and
vision.
Lester. What?
I was here in the draft started.
We know that's not going to happen.
I just knew what was going to happen.
He's not talking.
Shit, it might need to happen because if I'm Memphis, it's no possible way on God's green earth am I reaching in my pocket, pulling out my pen, and getting a checkbook so Triple J can deposit that in his account. That's like me. I've had to deposit that in his account, and I'm robbing him blind after that. That's what I do, just cause. Like, it's no way Triple J getting that bread for me, bro. And I'm gonna be honest with him too. Like, I have to be honest with you, bro. Like,
I'm asking. So for an All NBA, well, he's getting two back anyway. He's making All NBA this year. I'm tripping. He's gonna.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. I'm gonna say this is what I got for you. I don't got more than 200 for you.
So Jordan,
he's gonna be an All League defender. He's gonna be an All League defender.
He's gonna be an All League and All NBA player. And he's younger. But chill, how much is this worth? A stand up. And when I say his reputation is like is cleaner than a whistle, good leader, young, mobile, can play 3 through 5 in a lot of lineups, which he does. And he's one of the best defenders in the league. How much? And he can score, like he could legitimately good score. I'm not gonna lie. He got no off court stuff at all. Like he's legitimately a rock for Memphis. I'm not. I'll be willing to get rid of a good.
No, he get no more than 200 from me, bro.
If you think about the way the league is going in terms of bigs, right, and how Dallas is trying to build that team, and I would not be surprised if Memphis did the same thing with building that team around Jaren Jackson as a defensive minded, more of a defensive minded team, and moved off of Ja Morant, see if they could get some quality players like what Dallas was doing, maybe some better defenders and some draft picks, and pay Jaren Jackson and build that unit around him. He's 25 years old. It's not like Jaren Jackson is long in the tooth. He's 25 years old.
He plays a good bit too.
Yes, and that's I feel like that's the direction that we're going in the league. I mean, the Cavs paid Evan Mobley. They also paid
66
Jared
games
Allen.
Played this year, 66 last year, 63, 78.
I would not be surprised.
Is Jaylen Brown overpaid? Is Jaylen Brown overpaid?
I don't think. Look, he earned it based on what he did last year. But I think if he's in the Bradley Beal tier, like player.
Would you be comfortable paying him that on your team?
I ain't gonna put
Jaylen Brown. No, he won a championship.
I'm saying like relative to what he is in the league.
On your team, would you feel comfortable with Jaylen Brown being the highest paid player in the NBA or whatever the case is?
If he was with the Rockets, I'd be comfortable with that. Yeah, if he was with the Rockets,
if he's next to Tatum, yeah. If he's next to Jokic, next to Giannis, sure. But like that's the question. Like it's him next to somebody else.
You are nasty for putting that in that context, bro.
No,
but that makes
you know what you doing.
Makes sense though. You gotta add.
Swiper know what he's doing.
It's team building, Jordan.
No,
I'm not
Jokic building right here.
Option. No,
Swiper, you just tried to throw a slug that
Jordan,
fast. Yeah, you did.
Yapping. This ain't your segment.
You did do that.
I'm talking about building next to Giannis and other ones is what I'm talking about. He's not a one. So if you're telling me as a one, no, I don't want to do that.
Swiper, I'm glad you said that because now that leads me to what I'm about to say about Jaren Jackson. Not next to somebody else. I don't want to give him that contract. And I love Jaren too.
That makes sense.
He might be the reason why Taylor Jenkins got fired last night, only grabbing 2 rebounds, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just
Ron,
saying
that's crazy.
I'm just saying I don't feel comfortable giving regardless of how good he is on defense.
Yeah, man. I'm average dudes with these dudes that don't rebound.
You better stop, Chill. You better stop.
Hey, chill, y'all dudes, man.
Chill don't got his headphones on. He can't hear you.
Rebound, man.
He's not even that big, bro. He's like 6'9". He's 6'9". He's 6'9". Chill, what you yapping about?
6'9" is big. Swipe,
bro. He's still. Bam don't get a lot of rebounds either.
Oh, Josh,
he need to be
9 around 9 rebounds, right?
Sick of that shit, man.
I'm just saying. Like,
look at his career.
I can't give a dude a.
And they don't even play the same. Like they don't even play relatively the same.
I understand that's why it's no excuse to be 6'9", 6'10", or be our power forward and get center minutes and average 5.
They're the best rebounding team in the sport, basically, bro. That's not his job.
Okay. Well, hey, check it out. Swipe it. Regardless, I don't feel comfortable, and this is just me. I don't feel comfortable giving a dude a super max. You that big, you don't rebound, and you only average 22 points. I just,
what? No way you looking at basketball like that. No way y'all looking at basketball like that.
I'm looking at the way what do you mean? No way.
A 22 points per game, tier 1 player, a tier 1 defender, a tier 1 defender averaging 22.
Is he a tier 1 player? Is he a
tier 1 defender? Yes.
They said they walked
tier 1
to the office and fired him.
He's not a tier 1 player though.
No, I'm saying I'll put it together.
Yeah,
Tier one defender. He's a very good offensive player.
Came too
And I think
goddamn
if he was
early.
in a different situation, he remember y'all tripping. Give
Yeah,
me
well,
JJJ.
but
We
that's
see
what I
him
said. That's
already
what I said.
without
Swiper.
I
Swiper.
do
We
it.
see with just
No, that's what I
Y'all-
said. Though.
y'all
If he
can't
was
build a
I
really-
like
team.
Triple J.
That's
Swipe.
all
No,
that is.
Swipe.
I do it.
Swipe. I like Triple J. Swipe. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. And
As a
when
number
Mars, me and we talked about this. Mars made a very good point. The team is rebounding, so it's not like his lack of rebound is hurting him. My thing is, Swiper, if they, because you were just talking about system players and whatnot, don't want to get too much into that. But what I'm saying is, let's say Triple J goes to another squad, and let's say that his 5 rebounds a game are hurting his team. Let's say he needs to get 9, 8 boards a game. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make sure that Triple J can do that. That's all I'm saying.
If he goes to 8 next year, you need to have
the ability. You need to have the ability to get 10 rebounds, 11 rebounds sometimes. I'm not asking for 11. I'm not asking for you to average 11 rebounds. But 8 rebounds, 8.3, 8.5, that's not too much to ask. You know what I'm saying? From a guy that's his size. You know what I'm saying? He's a big dude. He's athletic too. It'd be different if he was like, no disrespect, but like move like Channing Frye or something. You know what I mean? Like he a big dude.
Yeah, he only has four games with double digit
He
rebounds.
athletic, bro. Like get on the glass. You can chase the
bad,
board.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? That's all.
What's the
Hey,
difference?
guess what? You ain't finding. I'm not gonna lie. You're not gonna find 2 defenders that are. 3 defenders that are just better than him, though. I think that's the thing, though. Like that's the downside. Like he's not the defender
Like big
that like
defender, big defenders. You talking about like
I don't
bigs?
think
Bigs?
defenders. I think he's better than everybody objectively. Then
It's okay.
I
My
mean,
question
y'all know how I
is,
feel about Bam.
Well,
is his defense?
I think
he
he's
might
that
not
good?
even-
Is it making up for his lack
He
of
might not even be a top 5
Is he that
defender.
good of a
After I
defender?
think
Is
about
that
it.
Please get in your bag. Please get in your bag. Is he
We gonna
better-
have some conversations, bro.
Let's have him, Swiper.
Answer
Let's
this question.
absolutely have him.
Beat around the
Is-
bush.
is-
Why you
Is
pushing
he that good?
Is he better than Mobley? Is he
No.
better than Mobley?
Yes.
No.
Yes, he's a better defender than Mobley. And on top of that, he does all the things. I'll put him in the same tier, Chill, to be fair.
Okay.
He does all the things you no, Mars, you don't even watch the Timberwolves. You don't watch the Wolves. You don't watch Memphis. You don't watch none of those teams. Look, this is all I'm saying.
Damn, you really not watching ball?
I
Mars?
the switching, the rim protecting, the rotating, all that stuff, the pick and roll defense, he's elite at it. He's truly elite at it. He's really elite at it.
My
The issue
question-
is I think they don't have the personnel like to really maximize him to the fullness of his value, bro. But I love Jaren Jackson Jr., bro. He's legit.
My question is,
I'll to be safe, Evan Mobley, Victor Wembanyama, Anthony
Chet.
Davis, Chet,
Draymond.
Bam Adebayo, Draymond
Yeah.
apparently. Who else am I
Apparently,
saying?
yes or no? Swipe up. Apparently, yes. Yes. or
This
no,
year,
he's better
Ivica
than
Zubac is in that conversation. He's been incredible this year.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that's probably like my Rudy Gobert is my top 9 this year.
Okay, my question is this though,
8 or 9
Swiper.
guys that are ahead of him.
Hold on, Swiper.
No, I didn't say
Is his defensive ability him being that good of a defender making up for his lack of rebound? Is he that good a defender? Is making up for his lack of rebound?
The team is an elite rebounding team. That's not. They don't ask him to do that. So yes, but if he went to a different situation, I think he could be a better rebounder. Like he would become a better rebounder, a more volume rebounder.
You think if he was in Miami, he'd be a better rebounder?
Miami don't rebound either. So I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like Bam don't rebound as much as he should either.
Crazy, but they
Right.
ain't getting bored.
So if he was in Miami,
I don't take it to Miami though. Tyler Hero and Bam and JJJ. No thanks.
I would.
They be
You
good
hate that?
defensively. They
He
get
needs to go
rebounds,
to an offensively slanted team. That's what I'm telling you. That's where he needs to be. He needs to be one of those teams.
Is Jaren Jackson a top 10 defender in the league today?
Yes.
I mean, of course, yeah.
Top 10 altogether.
Top
He's
10.
top
Everybody.
5.
Everybody.
Top 5.
Yes.
Yes, like
He's top
yes.
Are
5.
you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure? So
Name your 10.
So Mobley. All right. So Mobley, Davis, Bam, Mobley, Davis, Bam,
Defensive player of the year.
Dyson Daniels.
You lost me.
Dyson not a better defender than JJJ.
You lost me.
Y'all
Mars
don't
say
Dyson
you
Daniels?
Mars say you lost
Okay.
me.
Y'all don't Dyson Daniels. Did I say Anthony Davis?
You
Davis.
did.
I did say Anthony Davis. Who
I mean,
else am I
Anthony with Dallas, sure.
Chet Wemby.
Lakers.
Chet Wemby.
Chet. I
Wemby.
said
Chet
Wemby
Wemby.
already. I'm confident I said Wemby.
Add Isaiah Hartenstein in there apparently. J-Dub, add all Casey Wallace, Caruso, add all 6 of them.
Shea,
Yeah, defensive player.
Yeah,
of the year
Shea too,
candidate,
right, Mars?
yeah, Adam too.
Yeah, Shea.
Keep going, though, Chill. You at 5. You
So
didn't
do I.
mention Draymond yet.
I did.
Draymond.
That was the next guy I was going to mention. Draymond Green.
Yeah, Rudy Gobert.
I said Rudy already. No, I didn't. No, I did not say Rudy. That's 7.
Julius Randle.
Yeah, okay. You want to troll Julius Randle? No problem.
Troll,
Monte Morris. Yeah, Monte
Herb
Morris.
Herb Jones, Luka.
Troll. That's a troll.
He's still better than Herb.
That's a troll.
Herb Jones, Luka. How about those guys?
Right.
Is he better than Jaden McDaniels as a defender?
Is he not trolling? Like, am I like not missing something?
Nah, he trolling.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is he better than Jaden McDaniels?
Yes.
Yes.
How you don't think
Julius
Jaren
Randle.
Jackson
I'm
Jr.
just
is a
like,
better
you
defender than
feel
Dyson
like-
Daniels?
We trolling?
I mean,
I
them
think
steals
that
and
the-
deflections got y'all twisted.
No, it doesn't.
About
it does not
what?
have me-
You guys, the way I hate how
Wait,
you guys.
wait, no. Let me
I'm
objectively.
more of a-
Objectively,
I'm more of a- I'm
Dyson
more of a
Daniels
big
is
fan.
averaging seven deflections and steals a game, which is elite. I'm with
Yeah.
you, but I'm saying, do you think all of the players that are it's like there's like 5 players averaging like 5 or more deflections and steals a game? So we understand those are important, and he's leading the way by far. Like, or 4, I would say 4 steals and deflections a game. He's leading the way by far. He's a very good defender. All of the defenders averaging 4 or more deflections and steals a game are all very good defenders. So I think the issue is
George, man. Yeah, give him his
Paul
respect.
George. It's chill. I just think a guard is harder to replicate the value for Jaren.
Well, I'm definitely more of a big than I think about guards because you got
Somebody said Giannis. Chill. You think Giannis is better defender this year?
this year. No, not this year. No.
So
let's see.
Jaren's not a top 10 defender? What?
I think he's top 10. I mean, I don't have a list, but I'm
Jaren's
fairly
like not a
confident
top
he's
10
on it.
defender to chill?
Well, I think Zoo's a top 10 defender this year.
He doesn't rebound, so no, he's not.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just giving you the reason.
Okay.
No, I'm saying it's crazy he don't rebound, but yeah.
I think it's crazy he doesn't rebound either, but still, like, he might be like the block leader like 2 last 3 years.
That's
Might
what
be-
happened when you play in Memphis, though. Like,
Might be
nobody respects your game.
defensive
Like-
player of the year candidate like the last couple of seasons. Will won it like 2 years ago. Not be top 10 defender. Okay.
I don't Swiper. I don't want to turn this into a Jaren Jackson bash session because I'm a
That's
fan
what
of
it sound
Jaren
like.
Jackson and Memphis. I just said I wouldn't pay him the supermax if I'm Memphis. That's all I'm saying. I don't.
I wouldn't pay him because I
Jaren-
see how the Grizzlies look without John just.
What about 4 years? 4 years, because Jamal got 4 year 208. So what about like 4 years?
Let's check. First of all, okay, I'm not taking less dough. Let's get to the bottom of that right now. I'm 25 years old. I ain't taking less money. I'm not.
Well,
I'm
$52
an all
million.
pro
Would that
and
be
I'm an
about-
all league defender. I'm not taking less money. Whatever the
This
max
NBA
is,
money
that's
is
what
crazy.
that's what I should be offered. 100%. Not taking less money. No, not doing that.
All right, y'all. Well,
So,
we will
you are-
learn more about. Go ahead, Chill. Go ahead.
I was just thinking about the defenders. Like he's better than Porzingis.
Yes.
Joel Embiid is not even in the lineup. He's
Tatum.
better than Claxton.
Yes.
Is he better than Embiid?
I'm thinking about.
Yes.
I
Here
don't
Mars
know.
go.
I don't think
I
no.
don't
That's
know.
I don't
Here
think
Mars
so.
go.
I'll swipe
I
him
don't
in.
think so.
I
Mm-mm.
don't
Nope.
know.
I think he is for what it's worth, but I'll swipe him in. I'll swipe him.
Mm-mm.
I get why you guys like big up what bigs bring to the defensive end. I just don't think you guys give enough credit to these guard defenders too, especially
Well,
guard defenders that are versatile. And I'm specifically talking about Dyson now. Amin
Okay, well,
can get
he-
thrown in there too, and Jaden McDaniels, but especially
Men's more versatile than Dyson.
No, I get that. But I'm saying
So-
I'm mainly talking about Dyson. Mainly
The
talking about
worst
Dyson.
defender. Okay.
But
interesting.
that, and I don't. Yeah, I definitely don't think that. But
yeah, of course.
guys that guard 1 through 4, and I understand Dyson's not just a strict 4 defender. He doesn't just lock down 4s, but he can guard 4s. It's a
He don't
lot
lock
of
down
4s in the
ones
league
either.
that Dyson. Yo,
He's not a strap. That's not what he does. Like I'm telling
well,
you.
who
that's
is
not
the
what he-
strap? You let
I
me know
told
who's a
you, we've
strap.
already gone-
Astar Thompson's the lockdown.
Okay, so it's
Nunn is
one
a
strap in the
Those are
league.
strappers. No.
No, I'm just-
If
that-
Dyson
that-
Daniels is a strap.
Jalen Suggs,
Dyson Daniels is a strap. Jalen's not a bigger strap than Dyson. He's not.
Dyson
What?
Daniels is a
Not.
strap.
Jalen Suggs is not a
Daniels
bigger
is more of a
strap than
strapper.
Dyson.
This
No,
is
he's
what
not.
annoys
No,
me.
he's
I was the resident Dyson Daniels guy up here, and now Dyson Daniels is playing. Everyone else is glazing him now. Now you guys are just lying about how good.
Oh, okay. First of all, you're the one who put us on to him, and you put me on to him. But I'm not going
And
to.
now you guys are making up stories.
What are we making? What are we making up?
The idea that he's this S tier on-ball defender when he's not.
This season, he has not been.
He's not. That's not what he does.
That's not his main value.
It doesn't have to be his main value. We talking about
He's not an S tier on-ball defender.
If he's not an S tier, then ain't nobody an S tier.
You're lying.
why
You don't know what you're talking about.
You are trying to say Dyson Diamond.
So who's the S tier defender?
We
We
started naming them. We started naming them.
I'm asking you who is if he isn't. Who is? Give me the S tier defender.
That's not Thompson, Herb Jones, Jalen Suggs. These guys are better on ball.
Jalen Suggs is not better on ball than Dyson.
Yes, they
You
are.
guys are out your mind. You guys are out your mind.
Objectively.
Out of your mind.
And I'm saying this to you because Ron, out of respect for you you and Ox are thing one and thing two. I am not a part of that trio yet, but we were very close. Respectfully, for you to think that he's a better on-ball strap guard than Chris Dunn shows you haven't watched enough Chris Dunn this year.
Now, wait a minute.
That's what I'm telling you. This is what I mean. That's what he does. Now, Dyson Daniels is not a primary on-ball take-you-away guard. That's not what he does at a higher level than other guards in the league. What I'm telling you, that's cool. But I've also seen him get cooked on ball because he's not a primary on-ball defender.
Chris Dunn get cooked on ball. You have seen him get cooked. You have seen
go ahead, win. No, go ahead. No, name the player. Name the player. I'll tell you this. This is the issue. Because I can go bar for bar. I just saw him be the primary defender versus the best guard in the NBA this year in SGA and was strapping.
Chris Dunn had a lot to do with that. But I'd also like to say that I watched Dyson Daniels slow down Jason Tatum. 100% he stayed in front of him.
I watched Jalen Green try Dyson Daniels 2 days. But you know, it is what it is. But shout out to
Jalen.
I watched Jalen Green fly through.
Dyson's a bad on-ball defender because I don't even think Swipe is. No one's saying that.
No one's saying that.
But Ron is saying he's the best in the league at it.
I'm not saying that.
And that's not ridiculous to say.
Yeah, I just strongly disagree.
That's not ridiculous at all. We're talking about Dyson fucking Daniels.
No, he's not the best on-ball defender.
I strongly disagree with
no.
And that's cool. My thing is,
is he a better on-ball defender than Drew Holiday? Today.
I'm taking Dyson Daniels over everybody.
No, you're not, Ron. You objectively are not doing that. Because you haven't watched enough other people to say that. That's the issue. Dyson is not a primary on-ball defender. You know how I know. Ron. Let me tune you in. This will go right up your alley. Ron, you'll love this. Ron, you'll love this. You'll love this. You'll love this. You'll love this. You'll love this.
More basketball than you.
Earl Thomas. You know Earl Thomas. That's your guy, right? You love Earl Thomas.
Yeah.
Was he a man-to-man defender at its apex? No, but he was a absolute free safety. That's what Dyson Daniel is. He's the best free safety at the guard spot in basketball. That's what he does.
Okay, and be that as it may, like yes, I'm a free safety. Be that as it may, every night I have to take the best defensive assignment. Why? Because the other guy over here, Trae Young, can't do that. And I'm playing with other pretty good wing defenders too. Zachary Ricochet, who doesn't
Ron, is he a better on-ball defender? Is he a better on-ball defender than Jaden McDaniels?
Yeah, I want Dyson. Yes. Dyson, look, now Jaden McDaniels can probably guard fours better. He can't guard those small, quicker defenders like Dyson can. Dyson can guard those fast little point guards. We've seen what he did to Jalen Brunson. And he can turn around and what? Why is he better on ball than Lou Dort?
Why is he better on ball than Lou Dort?
Lou Dort has the strength advantage. He'll give you that, and Lou Dort is, I guess you could say, he's a little more physical. I like Dyson because I think Dyson's faster laterally. I also like Dyson because he's longer. I also like Dyson, I also like Dyson because, once again, he just has better hands. And as an on-ball defender, that's probably one of the best things you could have. Is just have quick hands.
So he's better than Jalen Suggs too. On ball.
Yes, I want Dyson Daniels over Jalen Suggs. Yes, and I like Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs is a hog on ball.
It took 6 months. It literally took 6 months for us to get here. Like, it took 6 months for us to get here. He's the best on-ball defender in the sport. I'm beginning. This is what happens when you have steals and deflections.
The dude is running away. No, but here's what I'm saying. A lot of his steals are not just passing lane steals.
He's not even top three.
I never even looked at him as a free safety type of defender. When I watch Dyson Daniels play, he is a menace on ball. I'm ripping you. I'm taking the ball from you. I'm plucking you. I'm taking how many people do we see put the mask on, gun in your waist? It is a stick up. Give me that. Give me the loot. That is the biggest To me, that's the biggest value as an on-ball defender. If I can make you pick up the ball, pick up your dribble, or if I just take the ball from you, what more value do you get as an on-ball defender? I'm blood. And on top of that,
that might be the most valuable form of on-ball defense.
And on top of that, you get to your spot and I block you. I tip the ball. I make shots hard on you. I like what more do you? What more can somebody give you as an on-ball defender? And he's not just doing this.
So
against
he would be a top 3 on-ball defender on the Thunder right now.
Yeah, what the hell?
He'd be a top 3 on-ball defender on the Thunder.
He would be the best on-ball defender on the Thunder.
No.
He'd be.
It's no way you guys think that.
Dyson Daniels.
Lou Dort might be the best on-ball defender in the league.
So Dyson Daniels, Lou Dort, yes or no?
Chill. Okay, you don't have to name names.
He gonna say I watched Casey Wallace put people in prison all season, by the way.
He's not a better on-ball defender.
Shout out to Dyson, man. Shout out to Dyson. Going from someone who apparently he was just
you could sit on the bench with the Pelicans, get traded to a nice little market.
He's not a better on-ball defender than Alex
Caruso.
Alex Caruso is not. And I understand where we at today. He's not a better on-ball defender than Herb Jones.
Let me look at the minutes that Dyson Daniels played.
No, he is not.
So Dyson Daniels, hold on, right quick. Dyson Daniels is asked to play 33.9 minutes, so 34 minutes a night. He plays 34 minutes a night, and he is asked to guard the best defensive assignment. And on top of that, he's giving you offensive production. The other night he had in their win, he had I think like 25 and 9 assists, or 25, 10 rebounds. No, the point I'm making is if you were to pick him up from Atlanta, drop him in OKC.
He won't play as many. He won't play as many minutes.
Perfect. That goes more to my point. You're getting the Case and Wallace role. 22 minutes. All you have to do is pick this guy up full court. You guys know what Dyson Daniels will look like over there. And on top of that, I got Chet behind me, and I got Lou Dort on the other wing, and I got the defensive player of the year, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander over there too. Dyson would be incredible. He would be insane.
He's an incredible defender. Yeah, because he's an incredible defender.
I don't like what you're saying.
I think he's great. I just don't think he's S tier as an on-ball defender.
I think the only reason you don't think Chris Dunn is the best because I said he was the best before you saw him. I think that's the only reason you're saying that. I truly do.
Oh, Chris Dunn's been incredible this whole season. It came out of your mouth.
Yes, that's why. Because you have a bias against me clearly. Because Chris Dunn, all he does is strap, and he's been amazing all year. And you never talk about him. I don't know why. I have no idea why. All he does is strap.
Supremacy.
I just think. Yeah, I don't think y'all. I don't think y'all valuing Dyson as much as you should.
I watch him all the time.
I really think
he's the only reason why I watch Atlanta. Him and Jalen Johnson.
His horse in the defensive player of the year race should be bigger. I think he should be getting more love as defensive player of the year. Am I saying he should win it? Yes, but I understand that nobody's going to give it to him. But I think he has been that good this year as a defender.
So he'll see all defense this year.
You have to lead one of the top defenses in the league to win.
Like he's an amazing defender. I just don't agree with that. He's the best on-ball defender in the sport. But I mean, apparently he is. So shout out to him.
Historically, you have to lead like one of the top defenses in the league to win the award.
Has any guard done that?
Yes, Marcus
Smart.
Well, won the awards? Yeah.
No. I'm talking about anchor to
Marcus Smart.
Was a legitimate.
Marcus Smart was not the anchor. Robert Williams was.
Yeah, was a legitimate anchor.
KCP.
Legitimate. Yeah. If I say Jason Kidd, I'm the bad guy because
Alex Caruso was 2020-21 year when they were the number one defense in the sport.
Alex Caruso and Lonzo were like responsible for that.
Yeah, it was good.
96.
I still believe Jason Kidd. But you got Nate McMillan and Gary Payton together.
Yes. 96. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's some, but it's rare.
Sidney Moncrief.
How good were those Bucks defenses?
They were good. I mean, Marcus Johnson was solid as a defender. Jack Sigma was one of the better rim protectors in the game at that point. He was older though.
The Bucks.
Ricky Pierce. Yeah, Ricky Pierce was pretty good as a
defender. There's a few Tony Allen years there too.
Nah, he had Marcus.
No. He was better defender in a couple years.
Marcus was the anchor of that defense.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. Then he had the Celtics years, by the way, too. Who else is outside of that?
Kevin Garnett was the anchor.
Coutinho Mobley. He was probably an anchor.
Stop, Swiper. Come on, man. We trying to be serious around here.
Coutinho was a good defender.
Stop, man.
I
mean, if I want to push a Men Thompson propaganda, I mean, you know,
You might. I'm surprised
I'm
you're
on
not.
that train. I'm 100.
well, because I think Asar is probably a better defender than him, but
No.
but you know, it is.
I haven't seen enough of Asar, so I
And
can't.
I think Asar is like he's definitely a better on-ball defender than Dyson, but like he might be the best in the league. So
Asar might be the best in the
why
league.
did you say Asar like it's a slur? What the hell? Yes, Asar.
Okay, why is it not Chris Dunn for you, Mars? Why is it not Chris?
Chris Dunn is also not for me the best
brother.
on-ball defenders in the league. For me, Asar Thompson, Lou Dort, Chris Dunn.
What's the sample size that we?
I would throw a men into that mix.
It's the same thing that we talked about with Ron, where he talked about Dyson Daniels. What has Chris Dunn done outside of this season to be in the best on-ball?
He was always an elite defender.
Elite since he entered the league.
But the issue was where
I never heard nobody talk about Chris Dunn as one.
Welcome to the show.
Because he was unplayable offensively, so he just wasn't.
And then he was playing in Utah. They didn't do anything.
So was Andre Roberson, but we talked about him.
Huh?
And when he was on the Bulls, he was definitely good defensively.
Andre Roberson was playing in the Thunder.
And with him being good defensively, SB, at any point, was he ever in a conversation as the best on-ball defender in the game?
People don't watch the Jazz. I mean, they don't watch.
I watched the Jazz because
you weren't
because of Colin Sexton.
I've never heard you come away watching like, man, Chris Dunn is still. I said that Chris Dunn.
I came away saying Chris Dunn was a damn good defender.
Okay, but you never said.
I've never seen him as the best on-ball defender in the game.
I already had him.
We are in
because the numbers all reflected it. That dude has been he's been one of the best on-ball defenders in the sport for years. And then with Utah, they sucked. They had a Child Baji, and it was him. That were the two anchors, quote unquote, Walker Kessler.
And Atlanta has Dyson Daniels and whom else on the perimeter?
No, but I'm saying you're asking me like who's a better on-ball defender. And I'm saying that.
But it's also hard to get that nod when your minutes when you take it on the court because you're offensively bad. So it's all hard to get that nod or see how great he is defensively if he can't be consistent on the court because how bad he is on the offensive side of the ball. So that's why you probably didn't hear nobody say that about him.
I said that about
Nikhil. He got on the court, he was great defensively. Yes,
I said that about Nikhil. People, this is the issue, Chill. There were multiple players, including Bruce Brown, that I told people a 25 to 27-year-old player or 28 for Chris Dunn. They're combo guards. They're tall and they're long and they're aggressive defenders. All three of them fit that prototype. I got another one coming. I'm not going to tell y'all now because y'all going to just try to steal my and they're not going to ignore them all next year. I know it's going to happen. Those are the three that I called. Right. They all have been tier 1 on-ball defenders in the last 3 years at one point. And what I'm saying is Gilgeous-Alexander Walker is another one, Ron.
I do like Nikhil. We seen him in the playoffs last year.
I know.
Him and Jaden McDaniels, they were going ballistic in the playoffs.
Nas like that. He's making 4.5. He probably gets a bump this year. He probably going to make 8 this year for somebody. And Chill, he's young, like a young, long defender, and that's their primary responsibility. I mean, that's why Chris Dunn was just such an obvious meme. But NBA teams overthink it. I said that about Vando too. But when Vando was with Utah,
Chris Dunn was obviously the offense. That no one overthinks the defense. Chris Dunn. It's just, and even the Clippers are struggling right now because like teams aren't guarding him. Like we can call a spade a spade. Teams aren't guarding him. So that's the issue with Chris Dunn, and maybe he's not going to play the minutes because of the offensive stuff. So it's like, how much value is he providing to you? Because he can only play like 20 minutes against various teams and stuff. But in terms of just on-ball defense, I definitely think Chris Dunn is better than Dyson Daniels. But I do think he's in that tier 1, that S tier, that group. I don't know. I gave the name.
Chris Dunn's an all-league defender this year?
No, I don't think he's gonna make it.
No, he can't make it to the minutes. No. Can't make it.
Yeah, I don't think he's played the 20-minute thing. But
so the games is good. He hasn't played the amount of minutes.
Yeah, it's the 20-minute stuff. So I don't think he's gonna make it. I think the only like non-bigs who probably gonna make it is Dyson and maybe Amen and J-Dub. Those would be the three. Lou Dort. Oh yeah, Lou Dort for sure. My fault. So those 4 have like the best chance, and I think Amen is like outside looking of that group. I think J-Dub and Lou Dort are probably gonna make it.
Could SGA?
Dyson
is going to make it.
Could SGA sneak on it?
If SGA makes it, then
he's making a second team.
Someone got badly robbed
because he's on like the deep point.
He ain't gonna make it though.
Betting on.
No, he's gonna make second team. I guarantee.
SGA makes it, then I wonder who's gonna get robbed. I have a feeling it's gonna be Bam, but we're gonna see.
It's positionless.
I don't think Rudy's gonna make it.
Positionless, right? Or they still do position?
It's still positionless.
Yeah, positionless.
Just for all NBA then.
Also, shout out to Keon Ellis, another one of the elite.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's done. He's done. I thought you said the other Keon. I heard Keon. I had to stop.
Oh, you wanted to praise
No. Keon
Zaya Williams play defense too.
Stop stealing my.
Stealing. So sorry that I watched the net.
You don't watch Jordy Hernandez like I do.
Yeah, I'm not watching him on the sideline. You're right. Yeah, I'm not watching Jordy Fernandez. I'm watching the Nets.
Look, Ron, I'm telling you, there's some more coming out that people will just be like, oh, those players suck. They're on bad teams. As soon as they get on good teams, it's like, damn, where were they the whole time? Remember, Vando went for 2 second rounds from Utah. 2. All GMs in the league said, we can't use him. We can't use Nikhil. We can't use Bruce Brown. We can't use Chris Dunn. And they all cost nothing. And now they're all like legitimate defensive anchors on their team. All of them.
I didn't know Nikhil was going to be this nice on defense, but Nikhil been nice though since Virginia Tech. And I think he's actually better on offense than his role indicates, or that he gets the opportunity to, because it's like when you got, when you got 6 man of the year, when you got last year Cat, when you got Mr. Randall, and then obviously when you got Ant, it's like he can't really do too much. But Nikhil good on both ends. And I didn't know he was this good on defense though. So shout out
For
to
what it's worth, I also think Dennis Smith. He's not in the league.
Anthony Edwards been good this year too.
Dennis Smith
That's
Jr.
Chill's guy. He's had really good.
But he's just not in the league.
Y'all seen that Dennis Smith versus Michael Beasley?
No,
Yeah, I seen Michael Beasley giving him that work. Yeah, I seen that.
1-on-1.
Oh, they already played?
Yeah, it was fire. No, it was they were at the University of Miami just working out.
They're working out. Yeah.
Dennis Smith.
Is it on video?
He playing Lance.
I thought, Lance. That's what I thought. I thought he was talking about Lance Stevenson.
Lance, yeah. You gotta say it with a UK accent. Lance.
I got my money on.
But not who? Do you for real?
So who want to put it up?
He lying.
All I know is
Beasley?
I want you to say Jacques in a box.
I think one
No.
of them.
B's about to do it. But that was dope though. Him
Mars
and
said he took a girl to a French restaurant. It's Jacques in a box.
All right, y'all. Before we move on, once again, I do want to shout out the PCL this Sunday and Monday. Y'all make sure to pull up. Also, tonight, I expect to see y'all nowhere else except for on Playback to watch this Knicks versus Bucks beatdown. I know Giannis is pissed right now. He don't got his young running mate. I know Giannis is pissed right now that we keep hyping up Jokic. I know Giannis is pissed right now that he's just pissed. So y'all pull up to watch him give these guys a 50-point triple-double tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time on Playback. Chill gonna be there with me. Mars gonna be there with me. Ox gonna be there with me, and maybe another character.
Hey, Ron, do me a favor real quick. Put that back up. I got a question for Mars. Mars, what did they say to you to make that face? Yeah, what they tell you to make that face like that, Mars?
They said do a confused face. So I did.
That's how you look confused.
They said I had
look
to
constipated, brother.
Hey, Mars, per chat, they want me to ask you to say, you think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pac? Come on, Mars. It's been months.
You gotta say the whole thing. Say it.
You think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pac? Come on, Mars. Come on, fill it in.
Mars?
Damn.
No?
Come on. At least one time, Mars. One time.
Can you give us a Taylor Swift bar then?
No.
Ah, come on,
Mars. I would never disrespect Tay-Tay by singing
That's
her.
crazy.
Tay-Tay is crazy, Mars. The fact that you just came up with Tay-Tay that fast.
Why you so surprised? That's what Mars is.
No, the fact that he just came up with Tay-Tay, for him to just be like, I would never disrespect Tay-Tay like that. Like, that's crazy.
Well, Mars, we know that. Well, we don't know if you were confused or constipated in that picture, and we obviously know that you're not gonna let the Bay disrespect Pac, nigga. But how were you feeling in this picture?
Nice, hell of a segue, Ron. Hell of a segue.
I didn't remember the one I did with ZZ.
Hey, Mars
I definitely don't remember
Christ.
this one.
Is this AI generated, Mars? Is this not a real picture?
Bro,
I don't know.
Chill look like
Mars
his
be
age,
thumbnail
so
farming, bro. Ain't no way
Chill.
you making these faces like this, dog.
Chill look like he in between the age of 28 and 67 right now. I don't get that one.
I am between the age of 28 and 67. What are you talking about?
Chill, you for real look like
that's
young OG
crazy.
right here.
Yeah, you look like a young OG, dog. Like, that's crazy. Then Mars got an inflated do-rag on. That's number one.
Inflated do-rag. Hold on. Wait.
Yeah, it's like, come on, bro. One picture, Mars' eyes is blue, and now he got crystal clear brown coming in now.
It depends on the contacts I put.
But
I didn't know you wore contacts.
Y'all be sure to pull up to YouTube tomorrow morning after Chill with Chill, and check out Chill versus Mars. James Harden versus Steph Curry. We got a pretty jam-packed weekend, so y'all be sure just to lock in. Actually, you see right under Chill and Jordan, turn on your notification bells so you can know when all of these videos drop and you can know when the PCL starts. But y'all,
and you gonna know when Mars disrespect Pop. That's all we need to know that too. Turn that notification on.
Yo,
Mars,
we got super chats.
You ever listen to Tupac, Mars?
Yeah,
no?
he sucks.
Okay.
What? What? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying with the Bay? You think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pac, nigga? Come on, Mars. Mars, what did you just say? Say it again.
Go ahead, Ron.
Ron.
Say it again.
We have some new
That's
Hall of
crazy.
Famers, or we have our current Hall of Famers. I'm kind of flustered right now, Mars. You did what you meant to do. But Multi-Kenny, Vale, Cheese, SSG, SS Popo, Tyrese Williams, and Minor are all of our Hall of Famers. And now we got Super Chat, so let's get into it. World Peace said, if y'all was coaching in the NBA, would y'all be a defensive-minded coach or offensive-minded? Good question.
Defense, 100% defense.
I would be both. I mean, I'm a both
Yeah, I
now.
mean, yeah, I would probably just think about both of them. No, that
Yeah,
would-
I'm both
Depends on
now.
my personnel.
I mean, it's very hard, by the way, but you got to spend time equally on both. I mean, but you can always develop. You can always develop a system on offense that could go on autopilot, but on defense, there's constant adjustments, like constant adjustments. So, I mean, I guess.
Hey, chat,
basketball. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's called,
chat
basketball.
casuals. I spent my entire life playing defense, so I know defense. This is why I know how to build defenses. So I don't know what to tell you. I know defense. I don't know offense as well. So I've learned offense over time, just like football. You have to learn offense. I learned offense by playing defense. Defense is, to me, defense is preeminent because I know how to shut you down and I love learning how to shut you down. So that's a whole different deal.
You see you other casuals up here, Chill, you included. Turn your camera back on. Shout out to you, casual. But the rest of you casuals up here, take notes from Swipe on how to cook the chat. That's how you do it quickly and efficiently.
Hey, Jordan, did you ever notice in that in that commercial with the puppet commercials with Kobe Bryant and LeBron James, the one where Kobe's looking for his 3 championship rings? And did you ever notice that he was like, those championship rings are as real as these 3 chocolate chip cookies? And he was putting them in Bron's face. Did you ever notice that?
Yeah, I didn't notice the context of it, but I always thought about like why was he doing that though? I was kind of trying to figure out why. Why was he doing that? But I mean, I guess do you know why he was doing the Ox?
Well, I mean, I've heard the story too. I've heard the story, but I just didn't know. I didn't know that it was like a big deal, like Bron with his cookies. I didn't know everybody. I just didn't know.
Oh, you talking about the chocolate chip cook story? Oh yeah, yeah. But I told y'all that. I mean,
you talking about? You talking about? Do I remember? Do I notice that in that commercial? I didn't notice in that commercial until this morning, bro. Until this morning.
Oh, okay.
Yusuf said, I watched the last 3 Laker games, and every time Luka drives, the Lakers get good shots. But when it's AR, Luka, and Braun on the floor together, they put him in the corner. What happened to this being Luka's team?
Hey. Sound like something I said, but hey, let's go. Shout out Super Chats.
Okay, Casual, you have a response to that?
I mean, Luka has the ball more than everyone, so I mean, okay. Like, I don't know.
What does he do when he don't have it though?
Just stands, like what Luka does. Just stands. That's what Luka's done his entire career. Just stand.
You think he just stands around because he does? Do you think that has anything to do with the offense?
He's been doing that since Dallas.
No, he's been doing that for his whole
That's
career.
just Luka.
Well, since he got to the NBA.
But he did well last year with Kyrie for the most part.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with standing if you can knock down the shot and like, you know what I mean? But
I'd be something wrong with standing. His spacing be all jacked up. Like he just be like, first of all, he'd be like 6 feet away from the 3-point line, and then just like standing weird as hell, like on his knees or like just letting people pass him up, and it just looked dumb as hell. It's like, bro, get your ass up and cut or something. Collapse the defense. Do something.
yeah, he's not fast enough to do that.
I mean, he ain't got to be fast to cut. What the hell?
Unless you're like wide open. He's not going to catch you by surprise. Like, whoosh.
But sometimes when you cut, it's not for you. Sometimes you cut to get somebody else open. I think Luka can do that. I think Luka can do that. Luka
is not a good cutter, dog. He's a good cutter to pass, but he's not a good cutter.
Why do you have have to have? Why you have to? What skill do we need to cut?
A lot.
Just cut.
You do skill. That's it's like,
Timing.
it's,
You need to know
it's like
timing.
playing receiver, timing, but it's also like a physical ability. Luka,
You
when he
need to have
runs,
the physical
when he
trait.
cuts,
Everybody in the name of
you be
basketball
bugging me
should
out
cut, bro.
sometimes, man. Jordan, you wild as hell,
Jordan,
man.
he moved
Bro,
like a mini
everybody in the history of basketball should be able to cut.
Jordan, he
What are we
moves like
talking
he
about?
moves like
Like,
a
what
mini-
the hell?
Jordan,
Why
Jordan,
do y'all want to do
Jordan.
this? Is what I'm talking about, the nerd arguments now. Why do we
It's
want
not
to
a nerd
nerdify
argument.
cutting?
That's not
How is
a
this
nerd
nerd?
argument. One, you got to know where to
Just
cut.
cut.
You got to know
Jordan,
where to
you
cut.
talk
gotta know
too
when
much.
to
Just
cut.
listen.
You
He's
do,
built like a
Damn.
minivan.
Yeah.
Oh
By the
my
way,
God.
minivan,
How you
you
built
cut.
has nothing to do
you
with
can't
cutting.
Just cut. Like you have to know.
Yes, you
where-
can.
No, you have to
No,
know
you
where to
can't
cut
because
and when
you
to
don't
cut.
know when you
What?
want to. I'm
You
in the
can't just
way.
cut.
I'm.
Like you have to
I
know
can't just
when
cut.
and where.
No.
He's
Bro,
slow.
I've never, bro.
He's
Yeah, I
slow,
swear to God,
not vertical.
all
When-
my
when he
life
cuts,
I've been
he
dealing with
jogs through the
basketball.
lane.
I've never heard of anybody nerdifying cutting until I
Nerdified.
got
You're not
here.
nerdifying it. You're
Oh,
not
You just
nerdifying
do
it.
that to
That's
things
not
you
what
disagree
Ron,
with. It's
Ron,
not nerdified.
when you were a little kid
Not
and
it
playing
at all.
basketball, did they teach you how to cut?
They taught him how to
they
cut.
teach you
too.
how
They
to
teach
cut.
him
They teach
where
you
to
when on
cut.
the
No,
field
they ain't
to
got to
cut.
teach you. Did they tell you to cut?
No, they don't just tell you to cut.
cutting.
No, Jordan. That's not the way that works.
Jordan
You got a bunch
do
of-
gotta-
No, Ron, don't let him off the hook.
No, no, I'm
No,
not gonna let him
don't
off the
let
hook.
him off the hook.
He's got a bunch
You
of
can't just
12-year-olds,
cut.
and he's
You
not
have-
just telling
they
them to
teach you
cut
when and
because
where
they're
to
looking
cut.
at you like, where
Bro,
the hell am I
I
cutting?
teach
How am
kids
I cutting?
pass,
What are you
cut,
talking about?
pass, cut, pass,
where?
cut,
Cut where, Coach?
cut
Well,
towards
where
the
to
paint.
cut. You have to know where
Towards
to
the
cut.
paint. What are y'all talking about?
You have to know where to
What's going on,
cut.
man?
We're not even
Pass,
having the same
Bro,
argument.
no one's
We're not-
gonna cut back to half court. Like,
We're not even having that.
Hell.
And
You can
Mars-
cut baseline. You
Mars-
can cut
Mars,
middle.
I'm
You can
and I'm
cut
sorry,
back
Mars.
door.
How do
Like
I know-
what?
How do I know
Yeah,
not to
but
cut
when?
to half
It's
court,
all
Mars?
depending
How
on
do I
how
know
the
not
offense
to
I'm
cut
gonna be
to
honest.
half
Some
court?
common sense is just common sense. Like,
Just
that's
cut.
crazy,
What the
though.
hell?
We're
bro,
not
I
having the
have
same
to tell you
conversation.
towards
The
the rim.
conversation
Then I
is
know
Luka a good cutter? The answer is no. He is not a good cutter. He does
Bro,
cut. He's
he
not a
don't.
good
No, he's not a
cutter.
good cutter
He's
because
not
he
been a
doesn't
good cutter
cut.
for years. He moves like a minivan. He's slow and unathletic. So when he gets
Yes.
the, where's he
Are you
going?
cra-
Where's he going?
Swiper, you are saying he's not a good cutter. He just doesn't cut. Cause he don't want to.
Well, maybe it's like the position where Luka is on the floor, and Luka is mostly top of the key and on the wing. He can't.
That's the perfect time to cut.
Luka's better off with his athleticism doing backdoor cuts. When
He
he's
doesn't.
wide open.
First of all, okay, now we're gonna get into a real basketball thing. Luka, like I just said, sometimes when it comes down to cutting, you're not cutting to get you the ball. You're cutting to collapse the defense so something can happen behind you. That's why you don't have to have a skill for that. All I have to do, first of all, if Luka just walked down the middle of the paint, I don't give a damn if he walked slow as hell down the middle of the paint. So much attention is gonna be on Luka Doncic because he's walking down the middle of the paint where everybody can see him. All has to happen is an action behind him. What is so hard about that?
Nothing.
No.
Why does that need to be a skill? I don't get that.
You got it, Jordan. You got it. As you were saying, Ron.
Oh man, now we get stinky now because we can't nerdify cutting.
I mean, we can simply just look this up. This is all, you can find all of these things, by the way. All of this is very researchable. This is all researchable information.
Sorry, but there's no way you finna tell me the skill of Luka Doncic cutting is searchable.
No, what Jordan? The problem is you have arguments with yourself. My argument was he's not a good cutter. That's what I said. You wanted to argue some other stuff. He's not. He's never been a good cutter.
Swiper. He doesn't cut. That's
he doesn't because
What if he just
because
like,
he
too
can't.
fat?
Because he can't. You gonna say because he can't?
What if
Why
he's just,
can't he cut?
Too unathletic, too fat, too slow to like actually
It has
effectively
nothing to do with cutting. Why you keep bringing that up?
I
I
can't
can be the
even find
fastest
him.
man
Jordan,
in the world.
Jordan, it's so bad. It's so bad when you look up cutting. He doesn't even have enough volume. Like enough
Swiper.
volume.
Well, you
to be
arguing with
cataloged.
yourself because I already
To
told
be
you he doesn't cut.
cataloged as a cutter. He did this less than half a possession a game with the Dallas Mavericks. He's a horrible.
I've never heard nobody say you're a horrible cutter.
You never heard. All right, never mind. You're right. So Jordan, you realize if the opposite is true, if some players are elite cutters, that means the opposite is true. That there are.
This is only true
Say
to
it
you
with me.
because I never heard about this until I got here.
If you have a elite cutter, what is the other side of that? That means you're a
Bad
horrible cutter.
Horrible cutter.
It's I don't. There's degrees to everything. There are really, really good cutters.
Swiper.
and there are
This is what I'm talking about.
bad
Y'all
cutters.
want to nerdify
It's
everything.
not a
Y'all
nerd,
want to
Jordan.
nerdify
It's
everything.
not a nerd at all.
bro.
There's nothing to nerd, Jordan.
Yes,
you just,
yes,
you
this
just talking.
is. You talking about
You can
somebody
be a
that can't
good
cut
cutter.
because
You
they
can be a
fat.
bad
What?
cutter. You can be a good shooter. You can be a bad shooter.
Bro, I swear to God, I
You
can
do all
put
that.
Mars on the court
all
on the
exists.
NBA court, and I say Mars cut, and he can just run fast and cut.
Mars did
Jordan,
that.
no, hold on,
We
Swiper,
played,
hold on,
but-
Swiper. Wait, Swiper, please, Swiper, because I just want to jump
Yo
in
fast
here
though.
because a lot of times we need me to bridge these gaps, and I just want to step in here and do that real quick. So to Jordan's point, anybody can cut, but to your point, Swiper, you have to cut correctly. You have to cut to the open spot. You have to cut in front of defenders. Hold on, Jordan. Hold on. Give me 1 second. One more second.
I'm gonna give you
You
one
gotta
second.
cut, you have to cut in front of defenders or cut behind defenders. Also, you have to cut looking for the ball, giving the target. You can't just run through the lane. That's not cutting. That's just moving. That's just moving. So that's
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
Luka
saying.
don't
That's
do
what I'm
that.
saying. So yes, so Jordan is right. Anybody can cut, but there are good cuts and bad cuts, wrong cuts and right cuts. You know what I'm
It
saying?
is, but what I'm saying is, oh, by the way, 1 second over with. But anyways, what I'm saying is the fact that Swiper want to say the reason why he can't cut is because he fat, he unathletic. That has nothing to do with it. Zero.
He just don't do it.
He just
His
don't do
cutting-
it.
But you realize, so you realize,
Swiper,
you can,
we cannot
so
nerdify everything on a
this is
basketball
problem,
court.
this
We
is problem,
can't.
Jordan. You when you disagree with things, you said nerd and analytics. This is not what this is at all. You can how many times you cut a game?
Nerdifying
1,
cut.
2, 3, 4, 5. That's not a nerd stat. That's just addition and subtraction. I don't really know. That's not a nerd stat. By the way, you can be a not great
Swiper, you
body
start
person
talking about the
and be a
volume
very
of him
good cutter.
cutting.
For instance, Jokic is an elite cutter, but he learned how to
He's
do it.
fat
He
and
figured it
slow.
out up here.
No,
figured
he
it out
just
up here
wants to.
how to
No,
do it.
oh
But
my
Luka
God, you
has
make this even
never
worse.
did it and
He
never
just don't
developed it.
want to.
Luka, I'm
He doesn't
saying I
want
agree,
to.
but Jordan, you understand. I'm in the camp of he should be a better cutter, but he's not because he has a horrible, bad cutting body and he doesn't know what he's doing and a lack of effort. All three of those things.
All right, chill. I'm
All
gonna go
three
with
of those
you. I'm
things
gonna
are
go
all
with you.
true.
This dude just
He-
nerdifying
Jordan,
everything.
You need to
now.
learn
Oh
how
my
to do it. But
God.
guess what? Coaches have always let Luka do what he want to do, including this coach and JJ Redick. He doesn't want to cut.
So how do you know he's a bad cutter if he never cuts?
Yeah, I feel like y'all ain't gonna win. You might Ron moving on. They know, but y'all gonna
That's all I'm saying. How do you know he's a bad cutter if he never does do it?
Thank you, SB, for acknowledging the inevitable. I will move on
God
to Prince DJ Super Chat. He said, Swiper, you were talking about how you would like to acquire KD on the Nuggets. Who would you have to give up? How would it work? And what's the championship window?
I don't
in
know.
your opinion?
I would trade. I'm not gonna lie. At this point, I would trade Jordan and 3 first-round picks to get Dario Saric back on my roster. At this point, I need to go trade Jordan and the PCL. Hope he wins the PCL this weekend. But Aaron
Swiper, go
Gordon
to
and Michael
hell.
Porter
How about
Jr.
that?
and their young assets are on the table for Kevin Durant. Some of this is gonna be like Kevin telling them where he wants to go to. He's gonna have to want to do it. He might want to go back to a hoop situation. So, you know, him and Jalen Green with the Rockets or something like that is probably what he wants to do. But if he wants to win a ring, come to death row. That's what I would say. Come to death row.
Russ and KD back together again.
Swiper.
Mm.
You
I don't know.
what,
I don't know if
Ron,
Russ is going to be
I'm
there.
actually pissed
Hold on,
off.
finish this point. I don't know if Russ is going to be there.
You don't run nothing. We ain't finishing nothing. You don't run nothing.
He has a player option. He has a player option for 3.3. He might turn it down given how well he played this year to get a bigger deal. So we'll see.
24 minutes. Ron, I just want to say this. Y'all wrong as hell for not putting me and Swiper on the debate round 1. You wrong as hell for that. Because I was been supposed to cook his ass. Been supposed to cook him.
Let me see what the bracket look like. Hold on.
Yeah,
Y'all probably on the same side of
I will trade Swiper opponent right now. Let's swap right now. So I can put you down like the dog you are, like the bad dog you are.
Jordan Duck
Is that
Duncan
possible?
Gifted is crazy.
Ron, is that
Jordan
allowed,
Gifted is
Ron?
crazy.
Is that allowed? Because if that's allowed, that's
If y'all advance, Jordan, if you can make it past let me see, animated Gifted right now.
Here we go. If down the
I'm
champ
just saying,
again.
if you can make Gifted is he's up for this battle right now. I'm
I'm gonna give
hey,
you
y'all
up. And shout out to
done troll
Gifted. Shout out
Gifted
to
enough.
Detroit.
Shout out to Gifted, but all I want to say is, however this go between me and Gifted,
Shit.
if
Swiper,
I
you-
win,
hey.
Gifted, I don't want you to be on playback talking about how did he win that? He wasn't supposed to win that round. I mean, I don't see that round. I don't want to hear it, Gifted. I don't want to hear it. It is what it is.
So
Who's
I got
Swiper
real
guy?
talk. Hey, while you putting your head down, yeah, you better be studying your notes right now.
Hey,
All the-
look though,
all the-
Ron. That
all
that-
the
that
notes
would
that
be
you supposedly got.
that would be
You
kind
said
of
all that. What run? I
that would
missed
be
that.
kind of fire though, Ron. For
Real talk might be in trouble. Swiper just pulled up Luka cut half a time a game. Man. I don't know what he got the advanced handling.
It's not gonna happen. Because Gifted's not gonna let this happen. All right, he's not.
What
I like
I'm
being
saying,
counted
Ron,
out.
is-
Count me out.
is-
Count me out
is
again. Let's do
at,
it.
at certain points,
Jordan,
You got packed up by
certain points
you got
in the
packed up by
PCL,
glorified
you should allow
James
that.
Kingdom guy.
No, I
You
didn't.
got packed
No,
up
I
by
didn't.
him
Please
in a
don't
1v1.
start that. Please don't start that. No,
What's
I
it
didn't.
called?
That was wrong.
wouldn't mind it happening.
Glorified King.
Yo, hold on,
No,
hold
it
on,
ain't
real quick,
glorified.
hold on,
Go
hold on, real quick,
James
'cause my
throat,
thing
something like
is
that. I don't know.
if you allow that and just make sure that all parties involved are cool with it and sign off for it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, Gifted's not signing off on this 2 days
Right,
before the
I
battle.
hear you.
It's
I hear you,
no
I
way.
hear you.
Swipe, but
No.
hold on, wait, because we can potentially get 2 out of the 4 people out the way. So Jordan, you're cool with this?
I'm cool with whatever, bro. I can debate against anybody. I won't Swiper though. I'd rather have Swiper.
Jordan wants you. Do you want Jordan?
Do I want him in what way? Clarify.
Bro, pause. There's no other way you can
right.
even imagine on me,
Pause.
brother.
Whoa.
Let's start there. Let's
Pause.
start there.
Moss,
There's no way, Swiper.
Moss, can you imagine John Calipari saying, "I don't want to play Kentucky. I want to play Duke today."
Now I'm just saying. I think we should give the people what they want.
Oh, you saying Jordan?
I'm gonna be real. Gifted don't really want to go against me anyway.
No one I know I have seen that's asked for me versus you. We're too similar in friendships. Like we have too much love. They want chaos. Me and Real Talk, they want this because this is
Nobody want that.
This is
I'm gonna put Swiping in his place once and for all.
Me in my place.
So the next time, if I smoke Swiper, you better address me as sir, sir every time, sir.
Zesty Jordan, you better sit down somewhere.
I know zesty nothing. You gonna address me as sir every single time. You gonna be like sir, sir Drench
Are
Man,
you calling him
sir
Zesty
Drench
Jordan,
Man,
or
not
you
the
calling him
French
a
man.
Zesty Jeffrey?
He got that nickname. He got Goon Man and Zesty Jordan all in one day.
Bro, I don't know nothing about. First of all, y'all let that. I don't even want to do that. But that's crazy that y'all let that happen. But
What, Zesty Jeffrey?
Swiper.
Or Vision Game?
But what
Yeah, the
happened?
Zesty Jeffries was crazy. I don't even know what he was going on with that point. I wasn't even talking about Michael Jordan. He just brought up Zesty Jeffries. That's crazy. Number 2, Swiper. When I do beat you for a whole month, you better address me as Sir Drench Man, not the French man.
Wait, beat me in what? Just for context. I'm not. What context? What context?
What other context you talking about? What do you
Debating?
want to get beat at? This ain't no Dom trick. What do you want to get beat at?
Oh, you said anything.
What are
do
you
mean
talking
anything?
about?
Any one-on-one situation whatsoever. I got you.
Any
Swiper.
Swiper, whatever you
Swiper.
want to get dominated at, it's on
PCL.
you. I don't even matter.
PCL Swiper. Do you want to see Jordan this weekend? We can even move it to Monday to give you guys some more time.
I want to see Jordan win. I do want to see Jordan.
Duh. He
I
duh.
do want to see Jordan win.
See, I proved my point.
You don't want Swiper, or you don't want to Swiper.
Huh? Don't want to.
You
what?
don't want to Swiper.
I will debate. I
Ron,
will
just have
debate
both. If
whoever.
they both win, just make them go against.
No,
somebody.
you ain't gotta. Don't move the bracket over some nonsense. Let him make it out of that round. And then if I'm good
sound
enough
like
to beat
he
Real Talk, and then I think I
ducking.
got to beat Penn. Who I don't know. I don't want to assume. Whoever I have to take care of Real Talk this weekend, which is going to be a tough matchup. Because he's a really good debater, very solid, knowledgeable intellect, superior mind. And so then I'll have to beat one up Penn or whoever Penn is debating against. So no
Respect
sense
for
in
your
no sense
opponent.
of changing
Okay.
anything.
No, you actually won't have to.
All
do
right,
that.
shout out to Gifted. I ain't no ducking Gifted. I just want to Swiper back, and we on opposite sides of the bracket. But I want to Swiper.
Look to me
So
like
you
overlooking
we're
Gifted.
opposite sides of the bracket, so you got to go through what, Mars and them? Oh,
He's got to get to the finals to see.
Yeah, that's it. But it's
No.
I mean it's cool. It's cool with this. I mean I'm cool with Gifted too. I don't want Gifted to feel like I'm scared of him because Gifted's gonna be a good defender. I just I'm gonna just set the precedent a little bit early. Gifted want to talk. How he gonna
What's
talk?
that
He gonna
pirate on?
talk
That's-
slow.
that's gonna-
Gifted
that's
gonna
around
talk
the room.
slow. He gonna talk with passion. And I got a game plan.
I believe in
game?
you, Jordan.
Oh, so you gonna
even
come
though
in
I'm
and bully
picking
him?
Gifted.
No, I'm not gonna bully him. I'm gonna let him get his talk. I'm gonna let him get his chops off.
3-0?
I just know if I win, I gotta log on to his playback the next day and listen to his slander. And it's gonna be ridiculous.
Oh, you guys know what else Gifted said? I know all of you guys went up here. Gifted would like to do a watch party and basically break down all the PCL battles that were close and discuss who really won and who lost and who made the better points. So if you guys are up to it, Casual, you have one of the better rounds as well. And Casual, you really should still be in this. I believe you're better than some people that are here. I'm not gonna say any names, but
who did he lose to?
Logan.
But if you guys are up to it, at some point, probably next week, we'll do a watch party and we'll look at all the close battles and see who really won. I know some of you guys had close battles, so we'll be looking at those.
It's a great idea, Ron. Challenge the integrity of what's going on. That's a great idea.
Why do people be complaining so much about what we do in the chat and all that stuff, bro? Just debate, bro. Like all of this stuff is like, bro, just debate. That don't have nothing to do on the debate. We don't even know who the judges are. I have no idea who one judge is.
I told y'all who the
Ron did not tell nobody who the judges are.
Shout out to Low Ticket and Fluent. I told y'all.
Yeah, he capping. But that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know nothing about the judges, bro. Just go. I don't even care about, like, we talking about the topics. People were mad about the topic. Bro, just take whatever you get, bro. It is what it is. Just debate.
Oh, no, my topics are stupid. I'm going to complain.
Mine's is kind of garbage, too, but it's like, whatever. Like,
yeah, so I'm going to complain. Yeah,
it's hard when you get the topics in and y'all just agreeing on both sides, so you got to find something. I know it. So it's like,
I mean, it's a debate. Sometimes you debate stuff you don't believe in. You just debate.
Oh, no, I just stay quiet when the topics are nonsense. That's why I do.
But do you debate when it happens?
When you guys are discussing nonsense? No, I just stay quiet.
I'm just saying. Have you ever got a topic you had to debate that you didn't believe in?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm fine debating something I don't believe. I'm not fine debating something I think is nonsense. Two different things.
I get you. But sometimes you're gonna do that. It is what it is.
It's part of the game, and I'm gonna do it on Sunday.
Also,
me against
what you trying to say, Mark? You always take the losing side of the argument because you think you're gonna still win?
No, not always.
We got almost 50 super chats and we doing this. I'm out. I'll get what y'all do later.
All right, chill. We'll see you on Playback later tonight.
Deion just got a 5-year deal, by the way, for $54 million.
Who?
From
Deion
Ohio?
Sanders.
Who? Oh,
Deion Sanders with Colorado.
That's what's up.
I mean, that's good.
I thought it was.
Ain't no way in hell, man. Deion from Ohio.
Shout out the kid from Ohio. He deserves a 5-year deal. He really does. But all right, y'all. Ishak Ira said, Luka trade aside, no GM has done a better job at evaluating great value for cheap like Nico. Derrick Jones Jr., PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, Quentin Grimes, Najee Marshall, Kai Jones, and Brandon Williams. What GM has done better?
So when you want to give him credit for getting good role players, but trade his superstar 25-year-old player for nothing. We're gonna skip aside that though. All right, okay.
Not just him. Taylor Brunson.
Right.
Anthony Davis.
All the pieces, all the role players that he got was fit for Luka Doncic, but yeah, we go okay.
A year ago today, Nico Harrison was like universally praised for his work on the Mavericks turnaround, and now we just all don't like him.
But every piece that he got was to fit with Luka Doncic.
He did the worst decision of all time for sure.
Guys, we're cooking right now.
But I remember when they were doing that finals run, everyone's like, "Who's this guy from Nike? Oh, he's just getting in all these nice little players, plugging him here, and now they're in the NBA Finals." Shout out Nico. Everyone was saying they wouldn't be there if it wasn't for Nico Harrison's moves. And then
I do not care about no role players when you trade a generational talent at 25 years old for nothing for agents who stop it.
Well, I could also say without his moves, they would not have made the NBA.
Why you keep saying
Anthony Davis is nothing.
At his age, yes.
They still made. By the way, they still made the NBA Finals due to his moves.
Yes,
they made the finals.
Okay,
due to his moves.
You're right.
Yeah, they lost.
If he didn't make those moves, they weren't making the finals.
Naptown with the members chat. Naptown said, "I keep saying the Pacers are a problem."
Welcome to the revolution, Ron. You gonna start?
Shout out to the Pacers who are going to lose in round 2.
Yep.
Pacers.
If Dame's not playing, who you picking in that series? Bucks Pacers.
Not playing.
Bucks
Pacers.
You okay?
Oh damn!
I think I may have taken the Pacers with Dame. I said it was close.
Yeah, the Pacers give them problems just because they're just faster than them.
Yeah, well, we're playing the Knicks. So are the Knicks faster than us?
Huh?
3-6? Is that 3-6?
Oh, Pacers Knicks.
Yeah.
3-6.
Yeah.
The Pacers are the 6.
So now both of my teams get
So
to
Carl
advance.
Anthony Towns
Both
versus
of my
Brooke
teams get to pack
Lopez.
somebody
The
up.
Bucks are the 6.
Jalen Brunson versus Brooke Lopez.
Wait, who jumped Indiana? They're the 6?
No,
No,
Milwaukee.
Indiana
He's
might.
saying the Bucks are going to be
Milwaukee.
the 6th seed.
Oh,
They are the 6th seed. That's what they have right now.
Milwaukee
The
is
Bucks
go.
are the 6th seed.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
in the
we
6th
all
The
seed.
Pistons overtook them.
We are
Yeah.
happily. Hey, we are happily the
Hey.
6th seed.
I just looked it up.
Hey, Mars, I ain't gonna lie.
Detroit, you
though.
go handle them young
Pacers,
Bulldogs.
If the Pacers play Detroit, I ain't saying it's going. I wouldn't be surprised.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I need
Oh,
to go
no,
back to
yeah,
my
that's
old
what we
episode
mentioned,
when I
right?
talked
Detroit
about how
beat
good the Pacers was gonna be. I need to go back to my old episode once
Yeah,
again.
the
I
reigning
keep receipts.
Eastern
I'm
Conference
actually-
runner-up is.
I
I'm
keep
actually-
receipts.
Indiana in the Pistons, Ron. I'm actually tempted to get on a plane and go to Detroit. I am.
I think the team that
To
made
go
the
to the
Eastern
game?
Conference Finals.
Don't go meet
Chill. The arena gonna look just like how you left it.
Yo. Hey, shout out to Little Caesars Arena.
It's
But
gonna look just like how you left it. Chill.
Angel sent through a members chat and said, so one injured season and Fox isn't a good fit.
Yeah, that
Okay.
segment was nasty. It was just
Wasn't-
It wasn't
it wasn't-
nasty. Why y'all
it
want to
wasn't
say it's
nasty.
nasty?
He just said
Disgusting.
he said Giddey's a better fit.
Halfway.
Yeah, but then
I
they
didn't.
were
Yeah,
saying, like,
I didn't say he
oh,
wasn't a good
Fox.
fit. I said Giddey's a better fit. That's
There's
it.
nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with
Saw
that.
Giddey on the Bulls?
No, Giddey on the Spurs.
I would much rather have De'Aaron Fox in that team.
Better player does not
Hey,
mean
Ox,
better.
are you over that De'Aaron Fox being traded now? Are you like over it now? You cool with it?
Over it like how? Like I was upset about it? Like I was
Yeah.
losing sleep or something?
Yeah.
Ox
Man,
was
that's
never. He was
good.
never on that from the beginning.
Yeah,
You picking
yeah,
that
SB, I
stats?
worked
Yeah,
I worked it out, SB.
Okay,
guys,
okay.
you know,
I'm just checking on as a
Life-
friend. I've been
life
checking on
goes
you, make
on,
sure you're
brother.
good.
Life
Man.
goes
I was
on.
making sure you're good. You know, mental health
we'll
is
be okay.
very important. So, you know, you got to check on your boys when you need to. I'm just checking.
No doubt. No doubt. Zach, I mean Zach Levine. I like Zach Levine, so good looking.
We got new members. Malcolm Williams, Sam Gibson,
Sam ain't no new member. Sam is new annoying.
Abby. Shout out Abby. And then we got a members chat from Macho Man 124. 2009 LeBron is better than 1988 Jordan.
Cool.
Okay.
Wow.
Please don't go down to LeBron Jordan debate.
We never do. I don't know why people still send chats about it. Like we literally never do.
Please don't.
But shout out to you.
Yeah, because LeBron gonna be on Pat McAfee throwing slugs at Ron.
No, Ron gonna swing on him.
Fact.
That's crazy as hell. I would have. He
Hey,
said I would have
Fox.
swung on
Ron,
him.
put the clip
Man.
out.
You in
Ron, put the
particular.
clip out. Say it right
No,
now.
Chris,
Put the clip.
Chris Haynes said that people broke into his house, trashed it, stole his car. He had squatters in his crib while he left on the NBA road trip. Chris Haynes from the TNT, the black dude that does the news.
What?
and all that
You
stuff.
said Taylor Jenkins?
No, wait. How
No.
people do that if you still live there? Like that don't work. It don't work
Because
like that.
squatter
That's not a
rights in
thing.
certain states, like if
so
they
the
move in,
That. Get
So
your
Chris
ass
Haynes-
out of
that's why I told
It's not
Ox.
on
Ox,
Taylor
what would you do?
that.
Wait. I'm trying to figure out
You ain't
why
doing
you
that in
tell me
Texas.
what I got to
You
do with
probably
me.
gonna get your.
If you had squatters in your house when you came back to the crib,
Ox, you went to PC weekend. Ox, you went to PC weekend. You came back. I'm posted up in your crib chilling.
How did you do that though? How did
Listen, I mean,
you
Ran it for like some months.
Where did this happen, Swiper?
at his house. In
Whose
his-
house?
Chris Haynes.
Chris Haynes.
The dude that worked for
Chris Haynes'
TNT.
house. Okay, where was he living?
I don't know, like Cali or something like that.
I just want to know what state we in so I can know what, you know what I'm saying, what can I legally do and how can I do it? Because, you know,
At
we
your
in
crib
Texas,
right now, Big Ox. You come back home.
Bro,
It's me.
how is
it's
it- how
me,
is that
Marty,
right,
OG Mark, and Jamie in your house. What you
I mean, y'all gonna get up on my house.
Making big old sandwiches in your crib.
But
and
my
everything.
thing is-
I mean,
Eat up on your
the whole
couch.
squad is right things and all that stuff. Like, I understand all that,
That's
but you
crazy.
can't let nobody just stay in your house. All right, they got to get up out of there. I don't know
Why
how
not?
you
Just
gonna do it.
let them have the house and then you go buy a new one.
I don't know how
What
you're
does
gonna do it.
squatting
What you
mean?
gotta
Like,
do to
like
make
what
it
does
happen.
squatting mean? Like, does squatting mean like?
Hey,
That means we roommates now.
Squatting simply means that you just took over a dwelling and you're not leaving. There's certain laws on squatting, right? But my thing is,
Who gave it
Because-
squatting
because-
rights anyway?
I don't know.
So people don't deserve rights, Jordan?
No, not for squatting.
Wow, we
Just
taking-
move
I thought
in.
you had to be gone for a certain amount of like your house had to be like pretty much like just.
I can't believe
like
that you guys are
months. You left
entertaining
for
this
a weekend and they took
Mars,
over.
this is my house. If I walk in my house and
Yeah,
you
that's
are
what
in
I'm
it,
saying.
you are an
Right,
intruder.
so if
You
it's
have
your
two
house,
choices.
how am I living in
Me-
it then?
Because you could, well, I might have left the door locked. I
I don't give a damn if I left the door open. I don't give a damn if I left the door open. You done lost your damn mind.
So, Mars, with that being said, you got two choices because you are an intruder. Leave or die. Figure it out.
Okay, you go
Bro,
to
I don't
prison,
get
so
how squatting is
enjoy
even
your
legal
home.
in the United States.
Enjoy your new home, the
Which one?
state penitentiary. Okay,
Which
like,
one?
cool.
Bro,
You mad at me
who
being
the
in your
heck
house? Like you
came
gonna go
up with
share a
that?
cell with someone?
Gee, go
Okay.
Why
Well,
does a
then-
squatter need rights?
I
Why
can
does a
tell you what,
squatter need
you-
rights? They are thieves.
I will not
Yo,
be
we about
staying
to
out
move
with you.
on.
I bet you that.
We about to move on.
I don't get it.
Oh, G
I gotta go
gonna
do
pull
more
out the
research on
musket.
that, bro.
Cujo
I gotta
sent through
go
a
get
members
more
chat.
research on that.
Cujo said it's become Luka/Braun ball versus running an offense.
That's true. It's a lot
I
of Luka
agree,
ball,
I
Yeah.
agree.
and people are complaining about that already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lakers fans complain about everything, so it don't even matter. What Luka could be a good cutter out the blue. They complain about that. So Lakers fans
Do Lakers fans have the lowest IQ of anybody in the NBA?
Yo, that is heat.
Lakers
Nah,
fans.
fan.
Lowest IQ fans?
I'm
Do they
not
have
going
do they
down
have
that
a lower-
rabbit hole.
Do they have a lower IQ fan than Warriors fans?
That's heat.
No, but they got a lot of
Mars,
bandwagon fans.
I feel
both
like you
fan
great to
bases,
answer this question. Please objectively tell us, Mars.
I'm gonna
Or
be
your
honest,
lowest
I
IQ
Every
fan
fan
base.
base is going to be delusional when their teams.
I mean, I
relevant.
think the biggest fan bases are probably the lowest IQ ones.
Yeah,
Just
that's what I'm
so
saying.
it's
The
out.
biggest
So it
fan
would be-
bases or the teams who are the most relevant,
Yep.
they're just going to have like the worst takes.
Like
I'm
there is
sorry.
not a lower IQ fan base than the Dallas Cowboys. None on the planet.
Yeah.
There is not
Man.
one.
Anyone who
It's
says I'm
possible-
wrong,
it's
by the
possible
way,
geographical
watch your
thing,
small
too.
market team become like one of the most relevant teams in the sport. All of a sudden, your fans are just going to be delusional. Just watch.
Yeah.
The
It's a
Bengals
geographical thing too.
Bengals
Where
fans
where in the
became one of
country are the smarter
coolest
people?
fan bases to like the most delusional as soon
Where
as
are
they
they,
won that
actually?
Super Bowl
You
round.
gotta
Well,
be
most
the
people-
Cowboys.
It
well,
happens
well,
to
That's
every
what
fan
I'm
base.
saying. That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
Gotta
More
be
like
the
Oh,
Cowboys.
You become
The-
more
the majority
delusional
of the
when your team
population-
becomes more relevant and successful. It just happens. I'm sorry.
The
Mm.
majority of the population lives on the East Coast. So
So the majority of the idiots live on the East Coast.
maybe that might be
I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, Dallas Cowboys fans are the worst, bro. It's no way that y'all still at this point. Jerry Jones got y'all. Jerry Jones
Jordan,
selling
every
more
year
hope
they
than
win in
he
the
is
bowl game.
championship.
Every year,
Yeah,
Jordan,
Jerry
they win in the
Jones
bowl
make
game.
his money
Every
off
year.
selling hope.
Every
He
year.
got that man
Why you
sells
think he
hope.
never make the team good? Ain't no point. I can
For
just
sure,
say
he
y'all-
sell nothing but hope. Boy, y'all
Every
win the
year
first
we win
preseason game, and
We
this
win
is
the
our
Super Bowl.
year. Them Cowboys.
Dak Prescott,
Cowboys.
back in the league.
Jordan, you
All
ain't
right,
never
so-
cooked, you ain't never cooked this much before, Jordan. Shout
You
out to you,
can't
bro.
be a low IQ fan of like a bad team. 'cause
Whatever.
there's just
I mean,
no
the
way
Colorado
you can
Rockies
be
have been bad my
delusional.
whole life, so I don't think anybody in Colorado. We all know what it is with them. Everybody wants them gone. Go ahead, bro.
Void Century re-upped his membership. Zenin Foz also upped his membership. Shout out to Zenin Foz. And Capo sent through a members chat and said Jalen Clark better. Talking about perimeter defense. Shout out Jalen Clark.
Oh, yeah, he nice. to be
Half of
fair.
Laker
He
fans are
nice.
LeBron fans, by the way, which is me.
Not half, but a lot.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. The
Yeah.
strongest, most powerful ones on Twitter. They're just LeBron fans.
I don't know. Laker fan base strong too, bro.
Nah, the loudest voice on Twitter. A lot of them are just LeBron fans.
I mean, they making songs about that man, so they just care more to talk a lot. That's all it is.
Ice Wallow Come sent through a super chat and said,
Nice. Nice.
What?
I don't judge you, Ron. I don't judge
Focus,
you. I don't judge
focus. Keep
That's
going.
the
Ron.
name. Ice
you. I
Wallow
don't judge
Come.
you. I don't judge you. I really don't judge
I
you.
had my head down, Ron. I didn't know
Ron.
what that said. I had my head down, bro.
I really
Shout out
don't judge
Ice.
As you were
Ice-
saying, Ron.
Ice said, or Mr. Cum said, settle this debate for me. Is
Wait,
PG
what?
not a top 75 of all time? One of the best two ways we have seen with one of the best prime seasons. Personally, for me, top 50.
I could not get through the question because I could not get through. I
Focus,
paused
Jordan.
right after you said Mr.
Yeah,
Cum.
that Mr. Blank.
Yeah, I could not get through
Well,
the
no,
question.
I don't.
Ron.
I
That
don't
was a
know.
big
I don't
pause,
think. I
Ron.
don't
That was
think
a big
PG is
pause,
top
Ron.
75. Honestly, I don't think he's top 75, and I also don't think he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
I'm saying if one season put you in that
I'm
type of
fairly
category, then how many
confident.
players
I
we really
think
gonna be
he's, I
talking
think
about?
he's really good.
One-
Though. I think he's really, really good though.
I don't know
I
if it's
don't-
75 players in NBA history that's better than Paul George. I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, I don't think there is.
No.
but maybe.
I don't think so.
And I'm definitely very high on his defense. Now,
Mm.
simultaneously, but he
Yeah.
probably is top 75.
skill wise for sure. He up there.
Lil Techie said, my Bulls, baby. Cold all the way through.
We
Shout
back,
out to
baby.
the Bulls, man. Shout
We
out to
back,
the Bulls.
baby.
They're owning that 9 seed right now.
See you later, Swiper.
NBA is
Lakers.
better when Chicago Bulls have a good basketball team.
Yeah,
Same with the
we got rid of.
The
We got rid of.
NBA hasn't been good in a decade.
Yeah,
No, I'm just saying it's better.
Hey,
I didn't say it was
whoa,
good,
chill.
like trash. I just said it was
Chill.
better. The NBA is better when the Bulls have a good team.
So, the Bulls got a good fan base besides the Jordan side of that. Like,
Oh, they have
can't
a
wait
very
to
passionate
separate
fan
them.
base.
Yeah,
Sell out a lot of games.
we need to let that era go. We ain't never gonna be good. But now we looking good though. Shout out to the Kings for taking DeMar and Zach LaVine. We appreciate y'all very much for that.
Shout out
Hank
to y'all for
Jones.
taking Kevin Herter.
Oh yeah, he dropped 21. He had a good game yesterday too.
Tank Jones said, chill. Is what Phil Jackson said about Shaq in 2016 showing up to practice butt naked in only his shoes true?
What is going on?
Also, Thunder and 4 chat.
I don't know.
Why would Chill know that? Like he
Thanks
text
for the
Chill.
super chat. We appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat.
They act like he text Chill, like Shaq text Chill, like, "Hey, Chill,
Yeah.
I'm about to
Yeah.
go to practice in my shoes
Yeah.
only.
Right.
Be on the lookout for that." Like I don't know he would do that. That would be crazy.
Brett Bavia, however you say your name, Brett. Thanks for sending through the super chat. Brett said, watching a guy like Zubac drop 20 and 20 games with no 3-ball makes me think Shaq might really mess around and average 40 in today's game. It's another guy we forgot.
Duh.
I mean, duh.
Breaking
fact that
news,
y'all don't-
one of
the
the
fact that
greatest
if
players
any-
of all time from just 20 years ago.
Yeah,
will
if
average
anybody said
40.
that, if anybody said that Shaq couldn't play in this era, they obviously don't know basketball. So
Yeah,
The
because
game will be
he
played
passed
different
just as
because
good as
of Shaq
Jokic.
playing.
So like, it's,
Yeah.
oh, see, look. First of all, Mars, don't bring that up because you know what
That's
I
what
said
you
before that.
said.
But
That's
you know what I said
said.
before that, though. That's crazy.
Ron, I know I know we got to go. This is a yes or no question. It's some quick hits, guys, and that's all I need from you guys is yes or no. All right, real quick. It's going to be real quick.
Go ahead.
Paul George, Jordan,
No.
Jordan who?
James,
Michael. No.
No.
Jabbar,
Nope.
No.
Magic,
Nope.
No.
Chamberlain,
Nope.
No.
Russell,
Nope.
No.
Bird,
Nope.
No. We're gonna be saying no for a while.
Can we like
No.
get to like the actual guys who are
Oscar
Yeah.
Robertson,
No.
No, you
Brian,
said Paul George, right?
No.
No.
Diesel,
No.
No.
Kevin
Hell no.
Durant,
No. Hell no.
Olajuwon,
No.
Hell no.
Doc,
No.
Nope.
Moses,
No.
Nope.
Curry,
No.
No.
Chill,
Dirk,
Mars.
No.
Jerry West,
No.
Can we get to like
Elgin Baylor.
50, like
No.
40, like
KG.
75?
No.
No.
Barkley,
No.
Malone,
No.
Stockton,
No.
Nope.
they were
Wait.
No.
No. We're
No,
not-
Maybe.
no,
No,
it's not
no,
higher
keep
all
going,
time.
no.
Stockton, stop.
Wait, so
No.
saying Paul George is better than John Stockton is just crazy.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
OG, focus. Keep
Great
going.
all
Yeah.
time now.
Okay,
David
I
Robinson,
No.
Nope.
Havlicek,
No.
No.
Oscar Robertson. I'm
No.
sorry,
Nope.
Isaiah Thomas,
Nope.
George Mikan,
No.
Nope.
CP3,
Nope.
No.
D Wade,
George Mike.
Nope.
No.
I'm saying on this side.
Allen Iverson,
Hell no.
Scottie Pippen,
No.
Leonard,
No.
Kuzi,
No.
Pettit,
Ah. Kuzi got a point.
I knew one of you guys was going to
Kuzi got a point.
Yeah.
Kuzi, that bullshit.
You said no to Michael.
That bullshit Kuzi was doing
Kuzi
between his
was-
legs and on the ground was crazy.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys.
Come on, man. George Mike. Paul George ain't better than George Michael.
Man, George Mikey got his own drill. Be quiet, Mars.
Oh,
that
my
Mikey
God.
drill.
All right, okay.
As I was saying, Jordan, Ball Pettit,
Go with the air attacks.
Nah, not Bob Pettit either, no.
Neek,
Kuzi, you got me though.
Hell
Huh?
no. Hell no.
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 Nash,
Hell no.
Rick Barry,
No.
No.
McHale,
No.
No.
Patrick Ewing,
Nope.
No.
Walt
I ain't even
Frazier,
like Patrick. Nope.
Gary Payton,
Nope.
Jason Kidd,
Nope.
Hell
Bill
no.
Walton,
Who?
Bill Walton,
Possibly.
No.
Bill don't play that damn long.
Yeah, we ain't getting enough. of
No.
Bill.
Keep going. Keep going.
Paul McAdoo,
No.
Ooh, no.
Jerry Lucas,
Oh.
I ain't see Jerry Lucas, so I have no
can't say
idea.
Now we're getting
Yeah, I have
intro.
no idea. Jerry Lucas pictures is white and
George
black.
Michael is just fine, but Jerry Lucas.
Ray
George
Allen,
Michael got his own deal.
No, he's not better than Ray.
He might got Ray.
Ray Allen?
He
West-
might got Ray.
Tier of players we can like actually like talk about.
as I was saying, casual, Wes
I don't know
Unseld,
why we can't talk about John Stockton. But,
No, he not.
No.
West Unseld. No, he don't got West Unseld.
Nate-
But he might got
Nate
Ray
Thurman.
Allen.
Nate Thurman,
No.
God.
Nate, no.
James Harden,
Hell no.
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 Reggie Miller,
Nah.
He might got Reggie. He might got Reggie.
Yeah, no, wait, he might got Reggie for sure.
He actually might.
You might got Reggie.
No, he don't got George Gervin though.
So much better than Paul.
But George, go ahead, Mark said, but George might.
Drex.
No, hell no.
Maybe.
No, I'm gonna say
no.
Drexler was a guy.
That's not a conversation, bro. Clyde Drexler's not a conversation.
No, he don't got. He
No.
don't got Pistol Pete.
No.
Nah, Pistol Pete was that dude, that boy.
No.
Pearl.
Go
No.
ahead,
Earl of Pearl.
No.
Earl of Pearl.
I probably had to say no on that one.
James Worthy.
I don't know.
No.
Ooh, Big Game James. I probably had to say no. Big Game James was like
Paul
that.
George isn't better than Earl Monroe.
No, Earl the Pearl was so pretty for me, boy. Boy, them finishes a little too pretty.
I can't even say this.
Wait, but wait, who did you just say?
Gutter, man.
I just said I said Pearl and I said James Worthy.
James. Oh yeah, that's not a conversation. James Worthy's not a conversation.
Okay.
Big
Willis
Game
Reed.
James, that boy.
Willis Reed.
Willis Reed coach at the junior college. Hell no. No, that ain't why I'm saying hell no.
I'm looking
I'm just
resume
messing
for
with you.
resume.
I don't know.
Willis Reed.
Willis Reed was like a junkyard dart. Nah, yeah, hell yeah, he better than Willis Reed.
Elvin Hayes.
No.
Tiny Archibald.
Nope.
Huh?
Nope. Hell no.
I take Paul
Sam
George.
Jones.
Hell
I'm like,
no.
I'm only watching
Hell.
Mars right
I take Paul
No.
George.
Sam Jones.
Mars hate all the old heads. He better than Sam
No, I
Jones.
don't. I hate the ones you guys just saying no to.
Hold on, I'm not done. Dave Cowens.
Ooh. Paul George better than him. Let me quit capping, bro. Paul George better than that nigga.
So he better than league MVP.
All right, can we get
Dave
to like
Cowens, but
can we get to
Earl
like
Monroe.
post? Can we get to like post 3-point line or something? Because
Paul
these are
Pierce.
old heads, man.
No.
This is
Robbie Parrish.
No.
Al Greer.
He better than Robert
He's
Perry.
not better than Robert.
Wait a second, chill. I just want you to relay a
He better
message.
than Robert Perry.
I need y'all to put some respect on Robert Parrish. Bro. I don't know who's better. I don't know who's better. All that. I don't even care about.
Give me
that.
He
Give
better
me
than
Robert.
Robert Perry.
I just
Ron
need-
Ron
give me
Give me
trolling, bro.
Robert. I'm
He
not
better than
trolling.
Robert
Give me
Perry.
Robert. For real.
Hal Greer.
I don't know. I don't
can't
know.
with
Never
these
seen
old heads,
Hal
man.
Gurr play.
Lenny Wilkins.
Never. He better than Lenny
George
Wilkins.
better. Paul George better.
Thank
Paul
Shout out
Aronson.
Lenny
Hey,
Wilkins.
one guy got rings. The other one.
Paul Aronson.
Paul George.
Who?
He played next to Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I have no
I'll
idea,
take
Mark.
PG,
No,
'cause
I don't
I don't
know.
want to cap for these old
Dennis
I
heads.
have no
Rodman.
idea.
Oh,
Hell yeah, he better than Dennis
He's
Rodman.
not better than
Yeah,
Dennis
no,
Rodman.
yeah.
No,
As an
he's
individual,
Oh, yeah.
As an individual player.
Wait.
not better than Dennis Rodman.
What?
Westbrook.
Nah.
What?
Nah, he ain't better than Russ.
He
No,
might
not
score
better.
better than Dennis, but he's not a better player than
Man,
Dennis Rodman.
Ron, you
Come
are
on.
out of your damn
Paul George
mind,
is a
Ron.
much better individual player than Dennis
He's
Rodman.
a better scorer and dribbler.
He's a
Outside
better
of that,
passer,
he's not-
scorer.
He's better with the ball in his hand.
Stay focused,
After you
fellas.
take the
Stay
ball out of his
focused,
hands,
fellas.
Dennis
Ron,
Rodman.
we're not getting into that. That's nasty as hell.
Carmelo Anthony.
No.
This is like where it can get nasty because a lot of
Dolph
Melo
Shades.
fans would say Paul George.
Who?
Who?
I mean, a lot of Melo
Everybody
fans would
should
say
say Melo.
A lot of Melo fans would say Melo.
You say Chauncey?
Dolph Shades.
I have no idea who that is.
no.
Anthony
No,
Davis.
he played for the Hawks back then.
No,
Anthony Davis.
better.
Anthony Davis.
Uh,
He not better than AD. He not better.
Anthony Davis.
Billy Cunningham.
Yes, Paul George.
Yeah, Paul George better than Billy Cunningham.
Dave DeBusschere.
Any of these old heads.
Paul George better than him too, yeah.
Any of these
Dave
old
Dave.
heads, I'm saying Paul George.
Dave Bing.
Bing.
Dave who? Bing?
Dave
Paul
Bing.
George. Paul George.
No, Paul George better than him.
And
Dave
Damian
had
Lillard.
that bing.
That's the top.
He's not better
75.
than Damian Lillard. No.
Yeah, but chill. See, but there's some guys that got left off that is not better than two. I'll start.
Like,
with
he better than Dwight
Paul
Howard.
George.
I'm gonna start with Manu Ginobili, and he's
T-Mac.
and also Dwight
T-Mac.
Howard.
And
You say
T-Mac.
better than Dwight? He not better than Dwight,
He not better than T-Mac neither.
right?
That's cool, but you guys were just straight.
Was
lying.
that the entire top 75 you just listed?
Yes.
Mars, we probably did lie about some of them, but I'm
Is
just
he
saying.
better than Vince Carter?
That's why.
No.
Yeah, he better than Vince. Yeah, he better than
Yeah.
Vince.
Y'all say yeah. Y'all got him
Paul
over
George
Vince?
Yeah.
better.
He better than Vince.
No problem.
He better than
Well,
Kyrie Irving.
interesting. People might not like
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
People
yeah. He
like
better than
this
Kyrie
player.
Irving. Yep. better than
What
Kyrie
about Jason?
Hold
Kidd?
on, bro. Hold
What
on.
about
What is? No, he ain't better
You
than
said-
Jason Kidd either.
You said Paul George better than
But-
Kyrie Irving?
You got him over
Yeah, I said
Kyrie.
Paul George better than Kyrie Irving.
You see, I don't got them over Kyrie or J Kidd.
Yeah, I don't know.
I got
about
him
that.
over Kyrie.
We can have it.
Yeah, wait. What about Paul Pierce?
Nah, he not better than Paul Pierce. He not
Pierce
better
was
than
top
Paul.
75?
Yeah, but
Paul
Paul
Pierce
Pierce
is
Chill said Paul Pierce's name.
100% said.
Oh, I didn't hear.
He
I
not
didn't
better
hear
than
that.
Paul
I
Pierce.
didn't
Yeah,
hear
He
that.
not
and
better
I
than
said no.
Okay, cool.
Merry Christmas.
Fellas, I'll see y'all tonight.
All right.
All right. What about Chris Webber? He ain't better than Chris Webber either.
Hell no. Hell no.
Possible. He probably is better than him.
It's not
I might have trolled about some of those. I'm serious about this Chris Webber shit. Not a
He ain't
chance.
fucking with Chris. Y'all crazy.
So he's really not even better than Vlade Divac. But
Oh man, Ron, you
Nah,
lost me when you said
Vlade, Vlade was nasty.
Laker
though.
Vlade?
Young Vlade, Hornets
Y'all
Vlade,
be thinking
Vlade
about
was
Sacramento
nasty.
Vlade.
though.
Laker Vlade?
That's
So
what,
what
that's
was
what I'm saying,
Paul
y'all. I'm not saying that y'all only do, but I'm saying if you only know about King's Vlade, I can see where you're coming from. But Vlade when he was young, he was a dog. Vlade was cold, and he was still good when he was with us too. Though.
What was Paul George when he was young?
No, well, I hear you, Brian. Morris. I'm not saying nothing against that. All I'm saying, I'm just bigging up Vlade. I'm pretty sure I got Paul George. I'm just bigging up Vlade though. That's all.
Okay,
He was cold. For
George is
I'll
definitely
take
better.
the
than
OG
Vlade.
flop.
Did Paul George fade away from the conversation because of how bad he declined after like the OKC?
I think so. I think a lot of these Clippers years are kind of blemishing who
He had some
Paul
all-star
George was.
Clippers.
Paul
He
George
had some good
He had some
Clippers.
good Clipper
This
years.
year was bad, but like
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so
all-star
too.
Clipper
But also that OKC run, he was nice with that season at OKC.
Oh,
All right, y'all. We got a ton of these we got to get to, so let's go ahead and run through them. Rod said Lonzo Train is still in full effect. Zoe is still a top 10 small forward in the league. I will give Billy credit going to Zach to get us back in the game. Zach Collins FC.
He is Zach Collins FC. I do be seeing him praising Zach Collins. And yeah, Lonzo FC, we still here.
Yeah, we good.
Top 10
But
small
Lonzo not a
forward.
small forward,
Shout out to
but
him.
yeah. But
Hey,
man,
Franz
we
Wagner
got
can be
it.
a big. Lonzo can be a small forward.
yeah, you're right at that point.
Your Highness Charles said, Ron, when are we having a PCL between the real morning routine champ, Ashton Hall versus Drew Walls, the new guy versus the 5-time champ?
Is that the people
The
who
hell
be like
is he
dipping their face in ice water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me Drew Walls, bro. That's my goat. 4-0.
I be seeing that way too much on my timeline.
Drew Walls the goat.
Mars, you a Drew Walls fan?
I don't know which one's who. I just know. I just
Yikes,
see
Mars,
the guy.
open
The
Twitter,
one that
bro.
set his camera up and go grocery shopping and act like the camera wasn't there.
Oh, I be seeing too
Oh,
many.
okay,
People.
okay.
How are you on Twitter and have
That's
not
the-
seen this?
I don't know people's names. I just know that he said the morning routine. I was like, oh, is that the people who be? I seen someone rub a banana skin on their face. Like, that's
Yeah,
what I
that's
seen.
that's
Ashton Hall.
the other
I don't know their names.
Ashton
I
Hall.
just say what I see. I'm not doing research. Whatever that name is. It's disgusting.
Rod said, I'm so sick of seeing Bulls fans, or I'm so sick of seeing Bulls fake shooting on the timeline like we haven't hit the third most threes in the league. JJ's game plan defensively has to change.
Nah, we just jack up-
You guys do
jack
just
up
be
the-
launching threes. To be fair, the Bulls
Yeah,
just
we
be launching.
We was launching threes this whole season, so we was like what top 3 the whole season. Before
I don't know how much you want JJ's game plan to change when they like don't have a rim protector. They kind of just have to like let those guys shoot and just like cross their fingers.
Yeah, hopefully they miss. Yep.
Your Highness Charlie with yet another super chat. ESPN's videos about LeBron yesterday, 1.1 million views, 800K views, 700K views. This dude, Stephen A, got that money for a reason. Folks falling for this. Shaking my head.
I mean, I thought it was pretty obvious why Stephen A milked it for like those
I mean,
2 weeks.
you wouldn't either if you had beef with LeBron, the biggest superstar in the league.
I mean, I would milk it a little bit too, but now I don't even know if he's milking it. Now it's just like now you're bringing up like the Kobe stuff. Like now it's just like war.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I get some funk with LeBron, I'm gonna turn into a clout chasing loser. I'm talking about I'm talking about unashamedly. Hey, that's going on for a decade.
So you are a clout chasing loser then.
Like I said, I get into a LeBron run, I'm a clout chasing loser, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We got another super chat from Ray B. Ray said, "Mavs undefeated with 80 plays. I'm just saying."
How many games was those that he played?
3.
Like 3.
3.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
3.
Shout out 3-0. 3 games would definitely get you in the playoffs for sure.
Yusuf Oz said, "Offense is bad because JJ's rotations suck. He had Vandal with the 5 with Luka.
Yeah.
Literally gives Luka no threat playing 4 versus 5 for 5 minutes."
Vando's like the worst offensive player I think I've ever seen in my life. So, yeah, him at the 5, just it is 4 and 5. No lob threat for Luka, no pick and roll available. Just like, what are we doing? No rim protection, nothing.
Ray B also said Jenkins must have pulled an MA or something because WTF.
Got to be something crazy, bro. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I still believe it's something crazy.
Dane NGA. I don't know what the NGA stands for. He said Timu, Kendrick Perkins, and Mr. Potato Head on the same episode. You know they about to hate for no reason.
Who's Mr. Potato Head?
Yeah, I'm saying who was Timo
Who
Kendrick?
the fuck is Mr. Picture
That's
Perkins?
you. I don't know why you had to know.
Yeah,
That's you and Swiper.
No, the hell it ain't. You a damn lie.
I can't
That's
believe what I
you.
can't believe is Swiper came up here and participated in the full-on yap off and then left. And now we up
That's
here
what you
reading
do.
super text.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
And
Hunter said Luka shooting 41, 37, 78 splits as a Laker in 20 games.
Kind of
He can
trash.
shoot the three. Yeah, he a good 3-point shooter. Shout out to Luka.
Going crazy.
He's shooting better as of late. He's shooting. It was rough out the gate.
Yeah, from 3. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
recovering from an injury, man. He was 270, so you got to get him in shape. It takes time.
King Bo said Jordan is a generational hater at this point because he will find a way to hate on every player somehow, some way.
Except the Paul Monroe, who's better than Paul George.
I just don't understand, like, why? Because if I criticize a player, I'm a hater. Maybe you just a loser or a coward that you can't tell the truth. That's what a lot of times people be. People just be cowards. Like every time you like want to be somebody's fan or on somebody's jockstrap so bad that you can't see past deficiencies. Like, bro, just because I criticize somebody don't mean I hate on them. I really don't give a damn about them, to be honest with you. I go to a game, I see them back in the arena. I don't even say nothing to them. I don't care. I'm a grown ass man. I'm not a fanboy. Some people too old to be a fanboy, like GJK. Once you get to a certain age, you can't be no fanboy.
Who's GJK?
That's weird. You got kids and a woman at home, and you a
Somebody
fanboy?
Yo, leave my man out of this.
That's weird.
W
I'm not that.
Yo, Jordan, first off, there's nothing wrong with being a fanboy. Second off,
Yeah,
I
it
told
is.
y'all this yesterday, everybody in the chat. It's nothing wrong with grabbing a nice tub of ice cream and fanboying out in your whitey tighties on your
Man,
couch while you
hell
watch
nah.
your favorite basketball team play. Stephen A. Smith, there's nothing wrong with it.
But Johnny
Bro,
must call you
bro,
Zesty
if you at
Jeffrey.
if you boys at home and you a fanboy of another man and you got a child at home and you got a woman at home, don't be surprised if your woman get up and just leave you one day, because she might start thinking, why is this man fanning out over another man?
Jordan, we all are basketball fans in here. And we all
Yeah, I'm not a fanboy to
all
where
get it-
can't nobody
we all
touch
get
my
it.
glorious king. That's crazy.
Once again, it ain't nothing wrong with wearing your tightest whiteys and getting a tub of ice cream and enjoying a good basketball game. But my man Doobie became a YouTube member today. Shout out to Doobie. Eli the Misfit sent through one of the best super chats ever. He said, Dub Ron, Dub host. Dub Glaze.
Jordan, who your favorite player?
Right now, I don't have one. I just
All
watched the
time.
game. Oh, probably
Jordan, are
Tracy
you
McGrady
trying to prove a
or
point right now?
Allen
He definitely
Iverson.
tried to lie like he ain't got no favorite player right now.
Got
Right
a
now, I don't
favorite
really have a
player.
favorite player. No, I don't. Not right now.
Who your team?
The Rockets.
So you want fanboy now for James Harden during that time when he was MVP?
When I was a kid, yeah. But I'm a grown ass man with a
How old are
daughter.
you?
What the fuck I look like being with?
How old are you right now?
29.
So you was grown during that time? How long ago that was with James Harden?
8 years ago. And by that time, I wasn't. I'm talking about when I was like in high school, maybe 17, 18. But I'm talking about when James left, I was damn. I wasn't worried about that shit no more. I just watched the game, bro.
Yeah, Jordan.
Once I
see
started
what you're
going
doing
to the
right now.
Clippers arena every day and I started training and stuff, bro, I'll just watch the game, bro. I'm not no fanboy like that, bro. That's crazy.
I see what
Just
you're
watch the
doing
game.
right now. You were trying to take a subliminal shot at Swiper, so we're just gonna move on from here.
I wasn't trying to do that, but he do be
I
fanboying
see
over
what's
Jokic,
going
though.
on. MTHJ301 said, "Is Quinn Cook ever getting on here?" Saw he was asking on TikTok. I'm glad you reminded me. I'm gonna shoot him a text. We'll try to get Quinn Cook on sometime next week.
Damn, Ron, y'all got Quinn Cook begging on TikTok? What's wrong with y'all? Somebody in the HR department holler back.
Gandhi KV2 said, "This is Jordan's best episode, low key. Miles better than Chill, or he's Miles better than Chill. And Chill, get ready for this weekend."
Hey, they put me against Chill. Okay,
Yo,
that's
Jordan,
cool.
you nicer than Chill.
That's cool. I'm gonna take that. No disrespect.
You ain't Chill ain't gonna make it to go against you. You be all right.
20 Hardaway said, some of y'all barely be watching today's game, but I'm supposed to believe you watched Dave Bean and Earl to Pearl. Capping for old head, shaking my head. PG clears, man. Shout out.
That's why a lot of them names. I'm just like, I'm
I mean, you only see clips. You only see clips. You only see
definitely
clips.
legacy.
Really
That's
You gotta respect that. You gotta respect the era,
man.
man. You know, if not, you disrespecting the era. So just
That's a fact. I'll be lying if I said if I've seen 10 minutes of Dave Bing. I don't even know
Dave Bing. Yeah, I probably seen maybe like a quick video of Dave Bing. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
Well, they only made the top 75 team because they were on top.
I don't even know what position Dave Bing played.
Point guard. Bing.
See, the whole time I thought he was a big man. I swear to God, I thought
he the
was
original
like
Big Bing. That's what he is. His
He's the original Bing Bing.
No, did he really have Bing Bing?
Why you think top 75?
For the 70s, I mean,
he's only top 75 because he made top 50, and top 50 carried over to 75.
As it should. Because we got to preserve every generation. So
then we're gonna do top 100.
And all the top 75 go over to top 75.
I'm looking at the highlights right now. They said Dave Bing was the original score first.
Dave Bing was the original. He scored a lot.
I think they should do a list of the top 100 best players of all time. But the top 75 legacy list, I think they should keep it this way. But there should be two different lists, though. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them older guys would not make the list. Some of the young guys won't make the list. But
I don't even think
the right older guys won't make the list, bro. Like Jerry West gonna make the list. Bill Russell, they gonna make the list.
I ain't gonna lie, these Dave Bing.
Lenny Wilkins.
I think they need to make another list. Let's get two of them.
Hey, what you said? What you said?
I said these Dave Bing highlights kind of going crazy for that era.
That's what I'm saying.
Bing Bing.
Hold on, let me check that out.
Hey, Morris.
He the first score first point.
Morris, you think the 70s gonna let you disrespect Bing, nigga?
Nice.
Nice. MTHJ 301 with another super chat. He said thoughts on Cooper Flag last night. Also, Harden is a top 10 playmaker today, and if he does if he does that, Maxey makes top 10 too. Warriors in 6 over the Nuggets.
That was disgraceful reading. But,
a lot of takes in there.
Yo, Dave Bing, a brother?
You know that? Yeah, glasses. Hey.
Yo, that's crazy.
Are we just like discovering Dave
that's
Bing?
crazy.
Like,
you thought Dave Bing was a white big man?
Right. Ox, that's crazy, Ox.
Is this like the discovery?
That's crazy.
I swear to God, I thought Dave Bing was like a big 6'10", 6'11" white boy with a mean little jump hook. I swear.
He run it down this court crazy.
I'm kidding. Hey, this nigga fast too.
Bing,
You know what I'm saying?
The heavy he just did was sensational.
Behind the back, he just threw a turnover though. They need to.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all be playing with Dave Bing Bing.
Oh, so he is better.
Get ready to pull up. Nigga, stop playing with Dave Bing.
Everything a mid-range in the 3-point line.
Dave Bing used to shoot with two hands though. Dave Bing used to shoot with 2 hands. That shit was trash.
Hey, that floater was look Kyrie Irving like I ain't gonna hold you for his time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Paul George is still infinitely times better.
Yeah, now I know about George Mikan, but to the chat's point, I thought Dave Bing was like that type of motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was like George Mikan on the block, white boy.
Nah, hell no.
All right, so I'm running a poll right now. You know, we gotta really get down to it, chat. We gotta figure out who better. Dave Bing or Paul George. Y'all do y'all job. But in the meantime, we'll let the chat speak on that poll. How y'all feel about Cooper Flag from last night? 30 points, and they advanced to the Elite Eight.
I can't wait till you play for Chicago next year. They're finna go ahead and rig that draft up. Hey,
Ryan, I just highlighted a message up there in the chat. Look at that, bro. That's a good idea for real.
Speaking of Flag, if your team's season is over, yeah, just tank hard. Like, take out your entire starting lineup today for Cooper Flag.
I think if the NBA want to stop tanking, give the Chicago Bulls Cooper Flag, and then they'll show like you got to still try to win.
Yeah, I pray to God he doesn't end up on like Charlotte, like an unserious basketball team.
He come to Chicago, it'll be ugly.
He should really go to Houston with that Phoenix pick.
Philly.
Him and Houston would be crazy too.
Or if San Antonio messes around with their 2 shots.
In Giddey, Kobe White, I like that.
Oh yeah, that'll be crazy. I mean, we already got enough white players on the Bulls anyway now, so you might just add another one.
We got Reed Shepherd and Coop ready to.
I don't see color. You see, I thought Dave Bing was a white boy. I don't see color. That's
why you thought that.
Straight hoop, bro.
All right, y'all. Classic sent through a super chat and said, I'm taking Triple J over Giannis and AD right now. He's definitely worth the super max.
Yeah.
Classic been tripping for the past like month and a half, bro. He been on one for the past. And now Jordan left. Jordan and Swiper had a yap off, and these ain't finished
Whole
that.
episode.
You let it happen, Ron?
Oh, I'll just let niggas talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're the host.
So mute
You're
everybody
the host.
and just stop all conversation if I don't like it.
I'm not gonna tell you to do your job, bro. You a W host, bro. Do your thing. All I'm saying is that
I mean, you
today
could. Yeah.
Hunter said, facts, Jordan. I can hit a home run off Mariano Rivera. I just don't want to.
Shit, Mariano, what?
Triclops said Cooper Flag is the truth. Caleb Love carried Arizona. He did. He had 35 points last night. Shout out Caleb Love. Isaiah Evans needs to start playing more and hitting his threes. Heartbreak emoji. Kentucky and Auburn winning tonight.
I got some parlays riding on today, man. Let's get it. Tell you the Mavericks really messed up my money last night too.
Tough.
Jumbo Dumbo said, question for the panel. If your debate style was a player, who would they be?
Brian
Rasheed
Scalabrine.
What are
Wallace.
they like?
Brian
Rasheed
Scalabrine,
Wallace.
sure.
Guys,
Norman Powell. I'll say Norman Powell.
It wasn't Giannis' brother name, Theonis. I'm Theonis. I tend to call
Thanasis.
for sure.
I'm Earl the Pearl.
No, you Dave Bing.
Better
For
Paul
sure.
George? Nice.
No, you Dave Bing for sure.
You Dave Bing.
Bing, bing. Ken 10 said, and never forget when Pistons Isaiah Thomas was caught betting on his own games and point shaving, but the FBI said he was a small fish, so he's free. Look it up.
But he better than Paul George. Yeah, all right.
Hey, look, man, if you go back and
It's dope.
going on through the 90s, the 80s, and it's a lot of dirty stuff that was going on. So,
But they
you'll
better than
find
Paul
something.
George.
Yep, and they better than Paul George because the scandals.
You could point shave and still be a baller though. In fact, if you know what I'm saying, it really takes that to be a point shaver. You can control what you do.
Yeah.
Zenin Foz said, cook these dudes, Jordan. Cutting is like receiving. What the hell, Swiper?
No, y'all did have a whole debate about cutting, and it was just like it was wild. Yeah,
Those are the type of baits though that I think that's good basketball talk. Those is
That was good basketball talk.
If we keep it at good
a lot of
basketball
yapping though, but good
yeah,
basketball.
sometimes we could divert from the point and it seems a little different, but I don't think there's anything wrong with like breaking down cutting and realizing like because a lot of people don't see that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cutting the open spots and things like that. A lot of people don't understand the intricacies and stuff like that. I think those are good basketball topics, you know what I mean? They could go too far or go too long, but shit, that's good hoop talk, you know?
No, it was because they both kept saying the same point, and then that's why they didn't even want to be listening to each other.
Yeah, well, they was in a different mood today. That's okay. Shout out to them. That's okay. Happens. It's Friday, but it's a Friday episode, so
yeah.
Yusuf Oz said, I said Luka stays in the corner when all three are on the floor. What are his on-ball numbers when all three are on the floor?
I don't even think you can look that up.
I mean, if you could look at how many times Luka cut, it's probably a way. So
Yeah, it's just funny with the Luka whole cutting conversation because didn't this guy just get traded because of his conditioning problems and you want him to cut? I mean, this guy's not conditioned to cut. Sorry.
No, I mean you don't got.
You do not need to be conditioned to cut.
Yeah, you cut. You don't need to be
Okay.
a cut.
I could go on a basketball court and cut.
Okay. Okay.
It won't,
Yeah,
it won't
you
look.
can
It
cut.
won't look sensational when Mars do it, but he gonna
Effectively
cut.
well, no, I disagree with that. I think that's a lot of the reasons why some people aren't cutting is because they're tired. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Thank you.
When you're out of shape, a lot of times, you got to rest on possession, so you kind of go find the corner, find the wing, and you
You
post
can
up.
cut bad, but you being out of
Oh,
shape
yeah,
don't mean you
absolutely.
can't
People-
cut. You
people
can't.
do
If
less
you-
because they're
if you have the
tired, yes,
Gatorade
but
symbol
you
when you're
don't
playing
need to be
basketball,
conditioned
are
to
you
cut.
just gonna just
Excuse me,
cut?
they're tired.
Some people
Yeah,
just
you
don't want
no.
to.
You said you still have the ability to do it, but I'm just saying, is it gonna be a bad cut? Possibly because you're tired. Yes, or out of yeah.
Because he's
you
lazy.
can't do it.
He's not conditioned. He's lazy. So he's like, I'm just gonna stand here.
Now with the ball in his hand, he don't look lazy.
Now
no
Luka lazy.
Yeah, I was just saying, I don't know about
Well,
that.
see, that's the thing, SB. That's how it is right there. To Caswell's point, when you are a person that's out of shape, a lot of times the only time I'm really working on offense is when the ball's in my hand.
And you have to cut. You have to cut hard too.
On screens and setting picks. I'm chilling.
I hope people understand. Like, yes, anyone can cut if you move both of your feet, but you have to cut hard and cut with a purpose. You can't just walk.
Yeah.
It takes energy to cut. Like,
Yeah.
Dave Bing is actually winning this poll.
Bing, bing.
and Luka's just not, that.
Yeah, so you gotta look at them highlights. He looked at like the year Fox running down the court as fast as he was, man.
Oh, so
That's
De'Aaron
Bing
Fox batting pool.
fast, boy.
Dave
Hey,
Bing
I'm
fast,
so
man.
happy. I'm so happy. I just discovered Dave Bean today. I'm finna go back and watch some more of Dave Bean because I wasn't interested until now. I'm like, yo, where this nigga been all my life? How I don't know about this?
Gotta look up that George Michael highlights next now.
I seen enough of George Michael. George Michael was cold, and so was Bob Cousy.
Yusuf Oz.
At work, Mars, they had work.
Yusuf Oz said, also swipe a lion. Watch his Madrid highlights. He was cutting and playing off the ball. That's when he was in a system that required cutting, and that's when he was with a coach.
And what happened? What's happened since Madrid? He's gotten heavier. He's gotten slower.
I mean, also
lazy,
NBA game too. I mean, stars get away with murder over here. Over there, it's like we are a team, we are a system, and nobody's getting treated higher than the other person. That's why you see a lot of NBA players go over there and they don't stick, or they get sent right back.
Yeah, they like this ain't the way.
Pip named Slickback said Brian Windhorst responded to LeBron James, or his response to James. LeBron doesn't owe me anything. I owe him a lot. He has been a great friend to my hometown, and I stand on that.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
he been covering LeBron. He was like the first guy pushing LeBron. And
if Windhorst really said that though, that's what's up though.
The OG Glazer, I respect.
Yeah.
You know, just
they both went to the same high school. He started reporting in high school, and he was reporting LeBron. Imagine when you start being a reporter, the first person you get to report is LeBron, and you telling people, "Hey, bro, this LeBron dude cold."
Yeah,
hey,
but but I'm just think that's cool though, because he's just keeping it real. Like there would be nothing for me to report if Bron wasn't who he is. So shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what's up. Just, not being swallowing your pride and just keeping it real. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody that's liked the video. Shout out to the Hall of Famers, and shout out to everybody that voted for Dave being on that poll. I told you that the 70s wasn't gonna let y'all disrespect Bing. Bandit SPS with the last super chat of the day. He said Ron shuts down after he reads 5 super chats in a row. You goddamn right. We'll catch you guys tonight on Playback. Casual SB, it was a pleasure. Catch you guys soon.
Yes, sir.
Bye,
Merry
Mars.
Christmas.
Ron, the pleasure was all yours.